Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're listening from. Welcome to Change of Pace Live for a very special afternoon here. It is the T20 World Cup Final 2022. It's Pakistan versus England, similar sites from 1992, and both these sides have serendipitously made it to the final. One has lost to Ireland, the other has lost to Zimbabwe. Well, they both believe they can get over the line tonight. And good afternoon to you, AZ. You're drenched in all shades of green. You've been praying all evening. You've been praying all morning. How are you feeling?
Assalamu alaikum Musad, assalamu alaikum everyone on Change of Pace Live. Very nervous, very anxious, but inshallah 1992 में भी हमारी बैटिंग आई थी, 1992 में भी इंग्लैंड था, 1992 में भी मैं जिंदा था, आज भी जिंदा हूँ, तो all the stars are aligning. Inshallah.
What were you doing in 1992, AZ?
I cannot comment at this stage. I was very young.
Right, we won't hold him accountable for that, but we are live on YouTube as well.
Oh yes.
But we will be reading all your comments on the chat, as I confirmed that with producer Safraz. If you want to comment on Arena, and welcome to everyone. Saeed Ali Shah's here, D's here, Ali Chaudhry's here. It's a wonderful environment. And we're just going to get some opening messages out of the way. AZ, we've lost the toss again at the World Cup. England are batting, Pakistan in fact are batting first. England will actually be bowling. What do you reckon? No Mark Wood though.
I would have liked to be chasing in the final. I think you could have put their batting under pressure. Your bowlers could have expressed themselves more freely if they were bowling first. But theek hai. Kudrat ball got us here. Kudrat ball will get us over the line.
Just a reminder, the chat will stay on the website. That's where we'll be reading your comments. Apparently this is the secret one acquires attending to international school in Dubai. Why do we have an American accent on commentary? That's why we always have an American accent on commentary. Well, AZ, what's a good score? Some people are telling me 180. Some people are saying 190. Some people are saying 210.
165 to bare minimum hoga, I feel.
Right.
Let's see how the pitch behaves though. That's the most important thing.
Great flags.
Shout out.
And nice little representation of the local culture and the build-up to the game.
Absolutely. These things matter.
I think Gopi Milakawal has nailed it. He's saying, whatever the result, love the way our country has come together and been happy. We need these times. And of course, England, AZ, if they win today, God forbid, they will be holding the 50-over title alongside the T20 World Cup. It's a massive achievement on their part, isn't it?
Has anybody ever done that?
I can't think of a time when that happened.
Sri Lanka, nahi, West Indies,
No.
absolutely not.
Australia, not neither.
England, no.
So I think they would be the first team to actually hold both titles. What an achievement that would be. And we'll get all the compliments about England out of the way right now because they are a great side, aren't they?
Very good side, absolutely stacked, but they do have a soft underbelly with their bowling. Mark Wood is not playing, so Pakistan have a chance.
I mean, Melbourne, thankfully, is completely dry today, but there is slightly overcast conditions around town, so that might be an issue for the Pakistan Pakistan batters, especially in the power play. But wow, what a view that is at the MCG.
Chalo bhai.
Massive game. We've got the anthems out of the way. We've got everything and ready, set, go.
We've got Maria Erasmus. Oh God. कोई बात नहीं
Okay, I think he's been friendly to us recently. Right. Babar Rizwan opening the batting, no changes there. Haris at number 3, Shan at 4, Iftikhar listed at 5. Then we've got the spinning all-rounders of Shadab Khan and Nawaz. And then that pace battery, that very feared, talented pace battery of Wasim, Afridi, Ralph and Naseem. What a World Cup they're having. But it's no lackluster batting lineup for England either. Butler, Hales and Phil, Salt, Stokes, Brooke, Ali, Livingstone, Curran, Wokes, Jordan and Rashid. I mean, you were saying, AZ, that they might...
Livingstone at 7, man.
It's an incredible lineup, isn't it? And he's a proper middle-order PSL batter, isn't he? Bahut banda hai yaar. What's the capacity of the MCG, AZ?
98,000.
I think we have at least 97 in tonight.
Fair enough.
And of course, there's
a
nice little ode to the late Shane Warne. There's a stand named after him at the MCG. What a leg spinner he was. I miss his voice on commentary. Incoherent on times, but he was entertaining.
Yeah, he was a legend. Yeah, it was fun to listen to. And when he really got on a bit of a rant, then he was fun to listen to. But it's all about the green and yellow tonight. Whoa!
AZ, what about that? How about we just quickly reflect on the journey that Pakistan have had? You and I were sitting in a similar situation when we lost to India, when we didn't play bad cricket. We should have won against Zimbabwe. We didn't play bad cricket, but we didn't get 3 out of 3. And then what happened? What changed?
Yeah, just something clicked for us. It was our destiny to be here. The cosmic forces aligned to take us to this stage. Of course, shout out to Netherlands. Good luck to them in Qatar as well. But their cricket team came through big time for us. And after that, it was that mini blitz from Mohammad Haris against South Africa. It changed everything.
That reminds me of...
monster aa raha hai hamari screen pe, ye kya ho raha hai yaar?
Right, everybody, we will be reading the comments on the chat.
That is absolutely horrible and terrifying. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Lavs is saying, hi guys, I'm going to throw up. Well, one of us already has. All Might is commenting on the CGI. Producer Safraz has already thrown up.
Yeah, I threw up in the shower today as well, by the way.
AZ has already thrown up. That's 2 out of 6. Anybody else? Sokhil? Okay, Sokhil's gone out the other end. Fair enough.
Whoa. What?
Right, folks. Babar and Rizwan making their way out of the middle. Zainab's here, Ramit is here. Everybody is here for the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2022 final. And AZ, in these small knockout tournaments, sometimes you get here by luck, but I think it would be very fair to say that across the teams that took part in this tournament, these two are the best.
Absolutely, the biggest matches, the matches that meant most. We put our best game forward. We had to win. We somebody mentioned, I think Mohammad Haris said it. We've been playing knockout matches right from like the past 3 games. Yeah. Sorry, Shadab Khan to Nasir Hussain. So, we're in that mode. It's survival mode. I'm already ja chuke.
Right, Rizwan just acknowledges the camera, and Babar is alongside him. What a feeling at the MCG, one of the biggest stadiums in international cricket, one of the homes of cricket, as Arsha Bogle has put it.
The Bogues.
The Bogster. You think Babar was nervous to toss?
Yeah,
because I was shitting myself.
Pressure hai us bande pe yaar. The hopes of 230 million people riding on 2 guys out there in the middle in a cauldron of 100,000 people. That's ridiculous, man. Right
then, folks, Ben Stokes has the ball in hand. He will open for England and AZ Khwaja 3 weeks ago in this same house. Rakhil Khan was lying on the floor devastated after we lost to India. Some say after...
I thought that was just a KFC...
well, it could be
KFC
that.
Coma.
It could be that. And some say, AZ, some say that since then... Pakistan have stumbled onto the final. Pakistan have used their Qudrat to get to the final. But I tell you what, AZ, it's not just Qudrat alone. Pakistan have not forgotten to tie their camel. And they're talented, they're strategic, they know exactly what to do
here
at the final. It could be. It could be.
To tie your camel.
We haven't. Here we go. Right, go. Ben Stokes steaming into the first ball of the World Cup final and defended back by Rizwan straight to mid-off. He's getting some movement, AZ.
ठीक है.
You a little nervous?
हमारा भी होगा, कोई मसला नहीं.
Maho saying, मेरे से ये match नहीं हो रहा.
Thank God it's 128 kph and not 140. Oh, no ball!
It is a no ball. It is a no ball, and it's going to be a free hit.
No ball थी ना रमीज के खिलाफ. रमीज के Chris Lewis की.
Is he over the line? Yes, he is. Nothing behind the line. In fact, that's the usual methodology for a no ball. Here we go. Rizwan's got a free hit, and he's going to go down the leg side. That'll be wide. Shades of that Asia Cup final between Pakistan and Sri Lanka, where the bowler started with a a bunch of extras. Stokes is doing that right now. The nerves are getting to one of the best all-rounders in the world, AC. That defines the largeness of this occasion, doesn't it?
Well, he has some bad memories of World T20 finals. Remember the name, Ben Stokes. And here
Oh,
we
is
go.
it another free hit?
Wide.
Oh, right, okay, fine. We'll continue with the free hit. That still has to be bowl. Rizwan's going to face Pakistan 2 for no loss. They're off the mark. Rizwan tries to go big, doesn't connect, and the ball just falls beside him. And that was a good carry. He's getting some proper bounce off that track.
Not the right shot to play to an outswinger, but that's his game. That's the way he plays. A bit of extra bounce, like you mentioned, and just took one on the chin or on the arm. Where was it? Let's take a look here. Yeah, just on his right shoulder.
And of course, don't forget that you can chat here on Arena, but you'll be able to see us on video over on YouTube. We will be reading the comments here. Ben Stokes versus Mohammad Rizwan right now, the contest. 2 for no loss after the first delivery. Pakistan have gotten a few runs here to kind of calm them down.
Definitely some swing on offer. ये थोड़ा देख के खेलना पड़ेगा पहले चेयर.
Second ball of the first over. Remember, England won the toss this morning. Down the next side, he should play that away to fine leg. Is there a man there? It's a pretty big outfield out there, both sides of the wicket, and even long on and long off, and behind the keeper too. But they'll come back for a comfortable 2, AZ. 4 for no loss after 2. How you feeling?
ठीक है. We should have put those balls away, but it's a very big square, like you mentioned, and that deep fine leg fielder is going to be very important. We saw Rizwan get out there versus India, so he has to be careful with that Pusly shot.
Have a look at the field, AZ. We got a deep backward point, we got a fine leg, and everybody else is, of course, inside the circle. But it's a loaded offside field and a wideish first slip as well. A beautiful delivery from Stokes outside off stump, bowling to his field, defended away for no run. 4 for no loss after the first 3. AZ Khwaja's heartbeat just calming down a little now.
ठीक है, कोई मसला नहीं. The boys know they worked this hard to get here, and they know this opposition very well. Played a 7-match series against them, so we know their strengths and weaknesses. कोई मसला नहीं. We can beat this side.
Big shout to some of the change of pacers, the Copites that are actually listening in from the MCG, AZ. I'm
You
sorry.
made it sound like a lost tribe.
Well, sometimes we are, but they are at the MCG, AZ.
Shout out.
Ansari M is there. Beautifully driven by Rizwan, but it's straight to the direct hit will be out. Direct hit, and it was curtains for Mohammad Rizwan. England have missed a massive opportunity to send back one of Pakistan's openers. He had 3 stumps to aim for, and he's one of the best fielders in T20 cricket. Chris Jordan has missed a dolly of a run out if there ever was one at the World Cup final, AZ.
What a massive risk. He was out by a couple of yards. यार Rizwan क्या हो गया?
That was so much to go to make that single. And Rizwan...
Qudrat ball is alive.
It is alive. And Rizwan and Babar, AZ, they bat a lot together. They bat a lot of time. So much so that sometimes they feel they don't even need to call. They know each other so well intrinsically. But that was a risky single, wasn't it?
Babar, please.
Jawad Raj.
No first bowler,
Jawad
please.
Raj is saying, Jordan is missing this. It is our day. 5 for no loss after the first 4. Pakistan settling in. There's been a couple of one no ball, 1 wide. A miss hit from Rizwan off the free hit.
Yeah,
a run out chance missed.
How did this guy sleep at night? How?
Who?
Babar Azam. इतना pressure है उस बंदे पे.
Right.
All those hopes, उम्मीदें, ख्वाब.
Babar Azam first ball in the T20 World Cup final. Defended away, and he's just checking that because there was a little bit of lateral movement going away from the right-hander. And he's just defended out to a point where Liam Livingstone, the Peshawar Zalmi man, is fielding.
Hit the splice of the bat there, but pretty solidly behind it. Definitely some swing out there. Sam Curran is going to be a problem.
And what about this synergy, this brotherhood that is forming between this new-age England T20 side and the Pakistan Super League? What a story that is. Absolutely. So many of them have played alongside the top level of Pakistan cricket. And now we're seeing the same with South African cricket, AZ. As Ben Stokes steams in for the final ball of the first over. Cut away!
There! Come on!
Beats point. It's running away to the long boundary and it might not get there. Of course, it's a huge real estate out there. Though it should pick up at least 3, and they will quite comfortably at the end. A great first over for Pakistan. No wicket lost. The jitters are away. And they got 8 runs on the board.
And that's the way you're going to have to play at this venue. You're not going to get a lot of boundaries. You'll have to run hard, those 2s and 3s. And a beautiful shot by Bubsy to get off the mark. That square cut played really well. Oof, what a freakish first over. यार अभी तो 39 और पड़े.
Gopi saying it's a good over.
आवाज की यार कुछ नहीं हो सकता.
8 for no loss.
PDS छोड़ो.
8 for no loss after the first, Stacey. So
After the first.
let me tell you something, AZ. We did some numbers.
Ji, ji.
We talked about Babar Azam.
Ji, ji.
He doesn't have a clear weakness against the leg spin bowling, but he doesn't prefer it.
हाँ.
So you're Joss Butler.
जी.
You're a sexy bastard. When do you bring in Adil Rashid?
He was bowled in the power play against India, so that's a very interesting point. But the way it's swinging out there right now,
You employ the fast bowlers.
I
And they've
got
got a
Wokes, I
decent...
got Curran, I got
yeah,
so many
even
guys.
without Wood, it's not a mug of an attack, is it? Curran has been on really...
I love Chris Wokes, yeah.
And Curran's form at the World Cup, AZ.
And he's a big match player, बड़ी विकेटें लेता है इसने 2019 के सेमीफाइनल में भी इसने ऑस्ट्रेलिया को तबाह
We
किया
do
था।
remember those test matches, of course. Can't forget those, where he wanted it for England. But this is a different format. This is a packed MCG crowd for a World Cup final. Would you believe it that Pakistan are here? And I would say they're deservedly here, AZ.
Absolutely.
They played some terrific cricket, and New Zealand were a top side. They topped their group,
100%, man.
and Pakistan just
They
walked all
knocked out
over them.
Australia in the first game itself.
Exactly. Same field positioning. There's a deep square leg and a third man in place. Nobody on the leg side, though, inside the circle, besides that mid-on and a weirdish short fine leg.
देख के
8 for no loss after first. I think he might actually go for the short ball here, Chris Wokes, if he doesn't find that swing, or maybe it's a decoy. And Hassan saying he's going to move it away. No, that's down the leg side. That'll be wide. And a bit of a
छोड़
slip
देता
there for
Butler.
Butler.
Josey, despite all the criticism, वो अपने टीम को फाइनल में ले ही आया।
I was watching
And two
Josh
of his
Butler.
performances were amazing.
I was watching Josh Butler being interviewed by Sky Sports before this game. And he's just a very calm head, and he was sitting next to his previous
banda
captain, Moyne Morgan, and they made a lot of sense, AZ. There's a certain calmness about this England side now, whether you can attribute that to the fact that they don't have as many fans as Pakistan, or you can attribute to the fact that they're already a World Championship side.
True, they know how to win. That's the
9
big
for no
thing.
loss after the first over. Starts off with a wide Wokes. Beautiful drive from Babur, straight to the man inside the circle on the offside. The cover fielder pretends that he's taking a catch, but that was a bump ball. So it's another dot delivery for Babur.
Nice gentle half volley there. Good looking punch from Babar as well, but straight to extra.
I reckon he should have found the gap there, AZ.
वो ठीक है, थोड़ी सी पैक्ड ऑफ साइड रिंग है, कोई बात नहीं। यार ये क्या वो क्या कौन सी गेम है आप लोग खेलते हो?
Don Bradford? Donny B? Extra
Some
cover.
of these 3D graphics have been pretty cringe from.
But we do know now that there's a second slip in place,
Yes,
and I
thank you
appreciate
for
the
that.
broadcasters for that at least. Straightens up that one. Good delivery again from Wokes, and Babur just checks it. We've noticed a trend in the World Cup, AZ, especially this one, that even within the power play, there's almost two phases of play within those first six. The first three are usually quieter, and then the final three, that's where the batting side opens up a little bit more.
All the teams have had to adapt. They've had to play slow in the first 10 overs. वो वाले जो slam bang जो हम expect कर रहे थे, उस किस्म की क्रिकेट बिल्कुल भी नहीं हुई। पहले 10 ओवर में 65, 70, 75 रन ही बने, उससे ज़्यादा नहीं बने। सेमीफाइनल अब वो बॉलिंग भी तो देखो दूसरी तरफ यार।
9 for no loss after 1.2. Wokes might have Babur's number here. Flicked away through the leg side. There's nobody there except for a deep square. They should pick up at least two. No, he's well inside the boundary rope, so it'll just be one. Good field positioning.
Wanted to get that more towards mid wicket, but ठीक है, big gap at square leg, and Bubsy is already underway with the 3, but fair enough.
Well, Pakistan
Looks
now,
an okay track for batting.
Yeah, no real demons. There's obviously that new ball movement, which you'll have to respect.
Oh, the
And Rizwan and Babur, I mean, they're the best suited for that anyways. 10 for no loss after
वैसे if
1.3.
Mark Wood was a marginal decision, आप खिला देते यार, बहुत बड़ा मैच है और तुम्हारे पास इतने बॉलर हैं, क्या मसला था? मतलब 150 और his record against Pakistan, उसके 2 ओवर बर्स्ट ही काफ़ी था यार। उसको कौन सा आपने पाकिस्तान में टेस्ट सीरीज खिलानी है?
10 for no loss after 1.3, most runs by a pair in T20 internationals. Babur and Rizwan are sitting well on top of that list.
They will break all records, man.
Right. Here we go. This time it's Wokes to Rizwan. Gets a cheeky inside edge. It's running down a fine leg. Square leg will come around and cut it off. And it should just be the single.
Not really moving his feet there, Rizwan. थोड़ा सा क्रीज से खेल रहा है, थोड़ी सी लेट स्विंग हो रही है. But as long as they're out there, we believe. #.
Now, we saw against New Zealand, AZ, that Rizwan actually started accelerating first, and then Babur joined him later when his innings got mature. But there's no real template between the two in terms of who goes first. We've seen...
वो भी यही कहते हैं कि जिसका दिन हो हम फिर adjust कर लेते हैं.
Yeah, we've seen Babur take on the attack, and Rizwan do it at times as well. Let's see who jumps first today. Babur Azam this time. Chris Wokes coming in, flicked away. It's in the air, and it evades the fielder that it was at mid-on. It was a slow delivery, I think.
Yeah.
Then he was a bit early onto the shot, Babur Azam. Didn't connect, but he survives.
Even if we're none for 36 in the first 6, I'm perfectly happy with that. Just keep wickets in hand, don't expose your middle order. And we know with the form of Shadab, Nawaz, Iftikhar, Haris, we have that explosive nature in our middle order in good form. That's important.
Raf is saying, I'm getting anxiety with every ball. Maho's asking, aap logon ko nausea nahi ho raha? I think we're all just hanging in there. Being here actually helps, AC.
Actually, हमने जाके कल रात को sedatives लिए थे, टीके लगवाए.
This time it's a bit lake-sided from Chris Wokes. It'll just be a dot delivery because the mid-wicket is inside the circle, very close. The average first-inning score at the MCG, Mr. Khwaja, is 167.
Just add 10 runs to that and we're good to go.
Well, I mean, we have an above-average bowling attack, so I'd be happy with 160 as well.
यार 6-7 कितने हैं यार जल्लाद हैं 11 तक बैटिंग है with Adil Rashid.
That's true.
You know, it's gonna be hard. कोई भी एक लड़ गया हमें तो फिर it's gonna be tough.
Right, first 3 overs are out of the way, Mr. Khwaja. First 2 overs, in fact, 12 for no loss. It's not the worst start for Pakistan.
जी.
But you hear the echoes in the corridor about that slow power play for Pakistan again.
यार अब हम वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल खेल रहे हैं अब ये छोटी statistical analyses please यार बस कर दो.
Right.
Did you expect us to be here? Absolutely not.
Well,
Look at us. Who would have thought?
not me. But you think of it from the kind of talent we have, especially in the bowling department. I'm not surprised.
Don't suck the joy out of cricket यार. हर चीज को piece by piece ऐसे क्रिकेट नहीं देखी जाती. फिर तुम जाके कोई है ना क्रिकेट को खोल के बैठ जाओ ये हुआ वो यार.
Right.
Live the game.
There is some truth to the
Live
numbers.
the game.
12 for a loss after the first 2. Oh, that's a wide delivery from Sam Curran. 3 bowlers in 3 overs, by the way. Sam Curran is replacing Ben Stokes here. The first ball was wideish. I think he wanted Babar to fish, and he surely did, the Pakistan captain. I think he's lucky that he didn't connect, because he would have found the outside edge.
Yeah, that was a rare loose delivery. Didn't get that in swing going there. Interesting from
Very
Scour.
uncharacteristic from Babar to slash at that like that, to be
और
fair.
अगर आप स्टोक से ओवर लेने तो फिर आपने क्यों चेंज किया? Let's see.
12 for no loss after 2.1.
Maybe he's thinking about the way he got out to left-handers in this tournament.
Yeah, he's probably thinking about the death as well, AZ.
Shout out.
Curran, first ball was a dot delivery, and he comes for his second. It straightens up, driven away
Come
through the
on!
cover. Has he found the gap on the offside? He has, but there is a man that is sweeping out exactly for that shot, so it'll just be a single. Good over for Curran.
बड़े चलाक हैं अंग्रेज. Deep point ले लिया पहले ही.
Of course, yeah, the matchups and the way that Babar's strengths. I mean, we saw that video of Babar Azy with the ICC where they were asking him to put ratings on his ability. And for pace, he said 90. And he said, I love pace.
Oh, shout
And you
out.
can see the way he plays, whether it was the 2019 World Cup or the 2022 or 2021 World
Complete
Cup in
player,
Dubai
complete
last year.
player.
And against New Zealand too, of course. Here comes Sam Curran. Like Sadish, flicked away, beats the inner circle, but there again, there's a sweeper out there.
Easy
behind
doh,
square.
easy doh,
Should come
shabash.
back for 2. They'll get there safely. Good
Yes.
running between Rizwan and Babar, putting the pressure back on. 15 for no loss after 2.3.
This is going to be a grind of a batting effort. हमें fast running पे ही होगा. We're not going to get those square boundaries. No way.
Sam Curran ranked 7th in the
ये
T20
कहाँ से
international
हो गया?
ranking, but AZ, I think as an all-rounder,
एक तो ये-
he provides a lot in the game. You're
He's
discounting
fine,
him.
he's fine,
Look at that
he's
economy, 7.25.
Yeah,
Not too bad, AZ. If you're playing for the Qalandars, you'd be hyping him up.
shout out.
Right, 15 for no loss after 2.3. Sam Curran steaming in again. Good delivery, gets an extra
Oh!
pass into the gloves of Mohammad Rizwan. AZ's worried. I'm not. It's going to be a comfortable single. I might be a leg by or it might be off the glove. We'll see what
think,
the
yeah,
umpire says. No,
jammed him up there.
it is off the glove. It is off the glove.
थोड़ा देख के यार.
16 for no loss after 2.4.
Very cagey, very tense, very precise World Cup final चल रहा है इस वक्त. Nobody wants to make a mistake. England bowlers right on the money. They're not trying too much, but Pakistan also look okay. Not too bad. Score predictor 170. I need 10 more runs than that, I feel. I reckon.
16 for no loss after 2.4. Oh, that's a wild cut from Rizwan. Doesn't get anything on it. It was a wideish delivery outside of from Babar, apologies, and it just doesn't connect at all. 16 for no loss after 2.5. Look at that poster rating.
Babsi.
Amongst the big personalities that have taken Pakistan to the promised land, Imran Khan,
Yaar,
Yunus Khan, Sarfraz Ahmed, Babar has an opportunity here.
Honestly, we weren't alive during IK's peak, but who has captured the imagination like Babar Azam, man? Not even Shahid Afridi.
All format captain, and people love him.
Not
He's a
even
great,
Shahid Afridi. I
great
can
cricketer
say
in his
that.
own. I think Afridi's up there though, AZ. Good delivery again into the groin area of Babar Azam. So much bounce. A lot of bounce from getting from the pitch and going straight into his ribs.
His groin ribs.
His groin ribs, yes.
वो अलग किस्म का mammal है बाबर आजम. But yeah, extra bounce off a length and Sam Curran, excellent first over. Pakistan, chalo, it wasn't a great toss to lose as always.
Atif is saying how will you celebrate the victory?
यार पहले जीत जाए वो बाद में सोचेंगे. अभी तो बहुत क्रिकेट बाकी है क्रिकेट.
But we're just talking about a good moment that Shadab actually talked about in his interview with Nasser, saying that Babar just needs one good shot to get going. Unlike other
Just
players
that
that might
square
need a
cut
full-
against the Kiwis and he was off.
Yeah, or even a drive today wouldn't be too bad for Pakistan.
I think they'll have to go aerial here. That's the difference between England and Pakistan. हम वो aerial shots नहीं मारते और जॉस बटलर तो मारता ही हवा में है सिर्फ.
3 overs gone. Pakistan are behind the run rate for sure. 16 for no loss. And AZ, just for everybody that's watching today, England are sporting black armbands to pay respects to David English, a stalwart of English cricket who sadly passed away overnight.
Yeah, I read about that guy.
16 for no loss after 3. Nasser, Baz, and Mel Jones on commentary on TV. AZ and Masad with you. We're on change of pace. Goes
Let's go!
Connected. Yes, he has. Woo! That's a great shot from Mohammad Rizwan. Slightly pitched up from Ben Stokes. Wokes, and he gets down on one knee and puts him over square leg for 6 shades of that glorious day at Dubai in 2021.
Oof. The Pusley shot coming out at the MCG, and that's absolutely massive. 6 runs. And Chris Wokes.
That's very brave, AZ, to get down on one knee to the pace of Wokes. That's very, very brave.
That is ridiculous, man.
But look how big that boundary is, AZ. 80 plus meters, and it just barely got over the rope.
Koi baat nahi. Oh, yes. Shout out.
22 for no loss. Pakistan have their first boundary of the World Cup final.
What an emphatic way to get it. And look at that.
Right, Abdul Makit, where's your counter? 22 for no loss. After 3.1. The prayers are out from the
Malang Ali. He was there in 2007. And Wasim Jr.
Anything that happens with the world, his hair is perfect.
Unbelievable.
Right, in comes Wokes this time. Straightens up a little outside off. It's a quick single. Good running. And good little... just keeping the momentum going in the innings.
बेहतरीन बैटिंग है, ऐसे ही खेलना है. खूबसूरत बल्लेबाजी.
Right, top run scorers at the World Cup. Hales.
Swipe left.
Surya Kumar Yadav. Shadab Khan, and of course Sikandar Raza.
Oh, he's coming to the PSL.
देखिए आया नहीं जाता.
मुझे क्यों लग रहा है इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड उठा लेंगे? Confirm उठा.
I think they've got the spin department.
They'll have that double punch of Asif and Sikandar Raza. Oof. That's gonna be sick.
23 for no loss after 3.2.
Jose looking concerned.
I don't think he needs to
यार
be.
उसकी कोई accent है English में?
23 for no loss after 3.2.
Perfect, man. Perfect.
Well, Shan Masood से भी better.
नहीं.
Good Yorker. That's good bowling from Wokes. Dug out well by Babar Azam. It'll be a single to mid-on.
Good call. Just to the left of that short mid-wicket fielder.
Yeah, good taking over from Babar. He's a little bit in his shell, 7 off 11. But needs to get a boundary or two here.
ये कौन सी ball डाली इसने? Oh, it was on that Pusley. He won't do that again. Unbelievable, man.
I mean, they know they're going to get hit in the power play easy, but the bravery to get down on one knee, it is quite remarkable.
I can't even compute the अब मैं कह नहीं सकता लेकिन unbelievable, man.
24 for no loss after 3.3. In comes Chris Wokes again. Good delivery. Gets a lot of movement into the right-hander. And Babar sends Rizwan back. It'll be no run.
उसकी ये floaty से बॉलें भी इतनी swing हो रही हैं यार.
8 off the first over, Mr. Khwaja. 8 off the first 4 deliveries of the over.
ठीक है. Look at that something he bowled there. Out of the front of the hand.
24 for no
Knuckle ball
loss.
है, पता नहीं क्या है, कुछ baseball से लाया है.
Final 2 balls of the 4th over now coming up. Opening partnerships at the MCG. Highest of 27. The run rates of the average is quite low as well. This time, good delivery. Shaping away after it pitched. To the right-hander, it'll be a single taken.
But you can see immediately Chris Wokes has gone to his plan B. Now he's off pace completely and he's bowling those.
Yeah, I think that's a leg by as well. Moin Khan ने 92 में sweep पे सीधा छक्का मारा था और 99 में square leg पे. Well, Usman Bhai is
Final में?
Yeah.
Moin Khan batting पे आया था.
31 of 12.
Oh, yeah. Usman Bhai is reverse jinking, but 25 for no loss. Final ball of the 4th over. Chris Wokes has been good, economical, but he's conceded 6 off this over. This time it's straight.
Oh, yes!
Babar goes aerial. Has he cleared mid-on? Yes, he has. Will it trickle away for 4? That's a long outfield there, but Chris Jordan is quicker than the ball, and it should just be the 3rd run. Yep, they'll make it 3.
Shabba boys, good over.
That's good running for the Pakistanis.
And that's what you need to do. You have to be aerial here, Babar Azam. Nice, calculated, measured shot over wideish mid-on. Good, well played.
12 off the over. That's fine for Pakistan, isn't it?
Perfectly fine. The problem is we are having to force to do that, and they do that so naturally. So thoda sa.
Well, Lazy, if we survive the power play, we've got the likes of Haris and Shadab and Iftikhar.
Oh, yes.
I mean, there is firepower in this lineup, don't get me wrong.
But they have to be smart too. You can't try to do what you did against India and try to clear that cow corner fence. बहुत बड़ी field है, तुमसे नहीं होगा. देख के मारो, point के पीछे मारो, square के पीछे मारो.
I have no doubts about Haris's ability, but I do have doubts on him being clinically and tactically strong at this stage of his career.
But remember, that's what Shadab did. That's what who else did? Heather Ali did. So you have to be more measured in your approach.
Right, Mickey Arthur's put out a tweet saying,
Shout out
here we go,
Mickey,
Dil Dil Pakistan.
क्या great आदमी.
Love the mix. Worked away this
Aajo,
time
aajo.
off the
Nahi, oye,
pads.
oye,
It should just be one.
Oh.
Easy. It should just be one. He's made it quite comfortably.
Oh, yeah.
Giving a little bit of anxiety to everyone is Mr. Khwaja. 29 for no loss after 4.1.
Oh, he's taken another blow here to the right of his eye.
What's really good about this, AZ, is that the stealing of the singles makes sure that Pakistan aren't out of the game.
नहीं
in the
नहीं
power
बिल्कुल
play.
बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे हैं यार बेहतरीन खेल रहे हैं. They're full on their A game खेल रहे हैं.
Yeah, if they get to 170, AZ, just 170, it's all I'm asking for.
What happened there? Yeah, just the impact. Yeah, his basically eye got pressed against his helmet, so hopefully he'll be all right. थोड़ी सी हमें टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलप करनी पड़ेगी रिजवान के लिए. He needs a more malleable helmet or something.
Yeah,
Or
and
a PVC
I'm
का
always
बना
very
दे.
afraid of his dives because
Seriously, man.
they,
He's
I
fearless.
feel like he just belly flops onto the ground, which can be dangerous. Right, Jawad Raj is saying, inshallah, 190 plus, my goodness.
We will.
Going at 29 for no loss after 4.1. Pakistan's
Very solid start.
are
That's
set there.
मतलब 40-42 तो वैसे ही बन रहे हैं ना तो बस और क्या चाहिए
Yeah,
आपको?
it's
enough.
not a tournament where the power plays have yielded a lot of runs.
And Adil Rashid, we've taken a liking to him in that 7-match series. 2-3 फेंटे उसको ठीक-ठाक पड़े थे.
The pants.
So we'll be all right against him, I reckon. Levo को भी वो लोग bowling देंगे, leg spin
He's
देंगे.
here, Granddaddy G.
Oh, Zaddy!
He's not at the World Cup final. But I tell you what,
He never will be at
Ravi
this rate.
Shastri was doing the toss and he did a great job. I think he's
I
improved.
feel Ravi Shastri at his peak was amazing. We
Yeah.
didn't know any better, but now he feels dated. He feels like of another era.
Yeah, but you know, relics
Now
are
it's all
nice.
about Bish, Nasser, Athers, these people, you know, thoda sa younger brigade. Isha Guha is awesome, love her, big fan
Is
of hers.
Ravi considerably older than
Yeah.
Nasser?
Yeah, man, he's in like his 60s, I feel.
Oh wow, okay.
Nasser to late 40s या early 50s में होगा max.
29 for no loss after 4.1.
Makrum.
Now it's going to be Sam Curran to continue. Inside edge, and he's got him! Big wicket here at the World Cup final. Rizwan chops on. And you could think that it was coming. Rizwan looked a little circumspect, but he hit a 6 in the last over. It was a delivery that he tried to drive, but his feet were planted firmly in the crease. Finds the inside edge, and he is the architect of his own demise. Pakistan lose their first inside the power play. 29 for 1 after 4.2.
Yaar. Shot wasn't really on, a bit too straight for that big cover drive, inside edge on another day. Well, he survived one earlier, but not this time. Big wicket lost here in the power play.
29 for 1 after 4.2. Mohammad Rizwan has to go for a quiet 15 off 14 despite hitting a 6. Right, Haris, at the World Cup final.
I think I would still send Shan Masood. थोड़ा matchup का भी issue बनाओ ना, leg खब्बा चाहिए हमें मारने के लिए. नहीं इंटेंट यार, स्टूपिड इंटेंट नहीं होनी चाहिए, थोड़ी समझदार होनी चाहिए. शान ने बहुत अच्छा खेला था यार इंडिया के खिलाफ इधर. मीट तो लगेगा ना आदिल रशीद.
Sean or Haris is the
अभी
same
दायरा
question
खत्म हो
everybody's
जाने दो.
asking. Keep in mind that Haris is listed at 3 in the lineup, but you know, Pakistan are
I think it's
now becoming-
wiser to send Shan Masood, but I wouldn't be surprised if they send Haris because we're still 11 deliveries remaining in the power play. दलेरी दिखानी है लेकिन foolish दलेरी भी नहीं होनी चाहिए ना. Oh, here we go.
It is Haris. They've pulled the trigger here, Pakistan. They've sent in their secret weapon. They discovered him halfway through the World Cup against South Africa
Look at that
because
strike
Fakhar
rate,
Zaman was
man.
injured. And since then, they haven't looked back. They've got a very healthy average and a strike rate of 162. 230s. They've all come at this World Cup, AZ. It could
High
be
impact.
It could be a big one. Big one from him. They're
थोड़ा सा
expecting a
देख
lot.
के हारिस, देख के.
They're expecting a lot from him, Pakistan. First ball from Sam Curran. He goes big. And he
kya
tries
kar
to connect, but misses it completely. He went for the
Slap down
big
the
shot
ground.
immediately. Maybe he should take some a little bit of time, AZ.
यार ये सैम करन को विकेट देना तो वैसे ही हमारे आयन के खिलाफ है यार.
But AZ, he's the top wicket taker of the World Cup.
मतलब ऐसे लोग
Top wicket taker of the World Cup.
ड्रेको मैलफॉय
Yeah, could have been driven down the
ठीक है
ground.
मारनी चाहिए ड्राइव. अब चौथे ओवर में आ गए हो. वो बैलेंस उसका वैसा नहीं है ना क्योंकि इज ऑलवेज शेपिंग अप फॉर दैट फर्स्टली.
Oh, this has worked away down to short third man. Very risky from Mohammad Haris, despite being innovative. But there was an extra bounce on that delivery, AZ.
Just getting that extra bounce like you mentioned and nicely maneuvered in the end.
So a wicket and 2 dots, pressure building now on Pakistan. We're still inside the power play, and the team in green are 29 for 1 after 4.4 at the World Cup final. I think at this stage of the game, AZ, now both teams, both players, they're now well inside their cricketing minds. No nerves in the noise from the outside has been blocked out. What bat is he using, Haris? Get him a sponsorship.
ये कोई देसी sponsor है.
29 for 1 after 4.4. Sam Curran over the wicket, comes down the track. Haris, head going left, bat going right, dot delivery.
That's what I'm saying. ठीक है अपनी गेम खेलो, बट ये उस किस्म का वेन्यू नहीं है कि अपनी गेम so to speak आपकी चलेगी. थोड़ा सा स्मार्टली आपको खेलना पड़ेगा. That's why I wanted Shan in there. He could still come off, but the percentages don't favor him if he's gonna bat like this.
Well, Haris, he lives by the sword, and he often does get out by the sword as well. That's the way he started. We've seen him in the PSL falter at times when he goes at this, but when it works, it's glorious.
That's true.
29 for 1. After 4.5, you're listening to Change of Pace Live. You might be watching Change of Pace Live.
Shout out.
Final ball of the 5th over. Makes room again as Haris tried to paddle it over the wicketkeeper's head, but it was a change of pace from Curran. It reduced his speed to just 126 kph. It's another dot delivery, and that's just a wicket and a run off that over. Great one for England, and Haris looks a little bit out of sort here at the final.
चलो कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है. बाबर needs to have a word with him. 5th over.
4th over.
यानी 4.1 पे out.
4.1, yeah, 5th over. Well, Ahmed's bringing in the stats. He's saying that Amr Sohail was dismissed in the 92 World Cup.
तो इमरान कौन होगा इस टीम में? इमरान शादाब होगा.
Imran's probably Shadam, I mean, in terms of the importance of the team, for sure. Although in 92, Imran was fading away as a cricketer.
Exactly.
It's 29 for 1 after 5. Let's focus on 2:22. Final over the power play coming up.
किसको देंगे?
A
Chris Wokes.
completely packed house at the MCG. 92,000 strong, most of them supporting Pakistan. It's not the start they would have wanted though. Flicked away effortlessly, straight to mid-wicket, dot delivery, good shot for nothing. Babar Azam still struggling out there, 11 off 15 now, easy.
देख के खेले को मसला नहीं. You're timing the ball well, and you know your responsibility now that Rizwan has gotten out. You need to take the game deep.
AZ, I want to just reflect on how England got here. They played a semi-final against a pretty decent Indian team, and they absolutely demolished them. And if you listen to the India fans and what they had to say, they blamed a lot of it on their power play. Oh, that's picked away.
Oh yes!
Beats the field. A short fine leg, and it goes for 4. Good shot from Babar Azam. A poor delivery from Wokes. It was a good length delivery down the leg side. Had to be put away, but the trap was set. There was a cheeky short fine leg inside the circle for the catch, but Babar smart enough to maneuver it past him for a certain boundary. Pakistan get a much needed 4 runs, 33 for 1 after 5.2.
Very poor delivery there from Wokes. A slower delivery, but way down the leg side, and we saw him get dismissed in the Asia Cup final like that, but this time he missed the fine leg.
So Sohail telling me that this pitch is very similar to the game that we had against India 3 weeks ago.
That was like way too much swinging.
In the air, Babar has miscued this, and Jordan's running back, but thankfully he can't get there. Barely cleared the inner circle, and they'll pick up another single.
Thank God.
That slower delivery again from Wokes. Well
Khadi ho rahi hai
disguised.
ball yaar, ye kya hai? Haris Rauf will be very dangerous on this pitch.
I reckon Shaheen will too, that high release point.
Oh, shout out to the Eagle.
Well, he's been incredible after his comeback.
Man, how does he do it?
33,
And you
34
still
for 1.
feel he's holding himself back a bit.
Yeah, he's probably 90%.
Like 86%.
Right.
It's a sea of green at the MCG tonight at the G.
34 for 1 after 5.3 overs.
यार हमारे दायरा नहीं खत्म हुआ, जूनियर की स्ट्रेस ईटिंग शुरू हो गई यार.
Well, I mean,
समझाओ इसको.
it is what it is. Final 3 deliveries with the power play coming up, AZ.
यार हारिस प्लीज अक्लमंदी से. I guess it's fair enough for him to play a shot here, to be honest. थोड़ा सा स्कोर कम है, 3 बॉलें रहेगी दायरे की. किधर है फील्डर? चेक करो भाई. Mid on is up, mid off is up. There's a deep square leg, and third man is up. So it's going to be what, a deep cover probably.
Right. 5.4 now coming up. Haris is still to get off the mark. Slow delivery, edged, and it doesn't carry the point. That's a good delivery from Wokes. Well disguised again, and Haris in 2 minds. Tried to go leg side first, and then was squared up. It's a very slow delivery, 110 kph.
Slower ball थी और वो थोड़ा सा orthodox खेलने के चक्करों में था. If he had his regular intent, तो आराम से मार लेता. Just trying to ride it, and it's careful. Have to be careful.
Gotta be careful here.
Extra bounce to have, भाई.
Power play average in this tournament is 39 for 2 AZ. Power play average in this tournament is 39 for 2. So Pakistan are not struggling here, really. No fella's saying we've lost a power play session. Well, that's yet to see. Harris comes down the track, swings and misses. That's a tail-ender-like approach, to be honest. Wokes completely takes the pace off that delivery. It's almost 100 kph, 105 to be exact, and it's another dot delivery. Now he's consumed 6 in the power play and on a single run scored.
ठीक है कोई बात नहीं यार वो भी बच्चा है यार 20 साल का लड़का है उनको थोड़े it's a big moment for him.
Need Harris to settle down.
बहुत टाइम है गेम में यार अभी बहुत टाइम है 14 ओवर पड़े हैं.
Well, that man looks like he's been around since 92. 34 for 1 after 5.5. Or maybe he's a 30-year-old Pakistan fan. Final ball of the Pakistan power play now coming up. They've been a little slow. They've lost Mohammad Rizwan. They expected something from Mohammad Harris, but it hasn't worked. He's yet to get off the mark. Aziz is saying the pitch and conditions play such a big role, and we can see that.
यार काफी मुश्किल पिच है यार.
2 on the leg side, nothing out on the offside outside the circle, so Harris might do that. Down the leg side, that'll be wide. Good extra for Pakistan. Kumar Dharmasena.
They have been slightly errant with their power plays here, England. I mean, with their extras.
Dharmasena and Erasmus, the umpires on field for this
could we have really
World
not
Cup
done
final.
That series?
They were the World Cup final umpires in 2019.
And you know what a shambles that was.
That wasn't bad. They played by the rules, AZ.
The rule was wrong, bro. The
rule was wrong.
No, I mean the enforcement of the rule was wrong. Dharmasena ne koi howler kiya tha. I can't remember right now what it was.
Right, final ball of the 6th over now coming up. Power play in the
beautiful!
There we go! He's finally connected from Harris, and that is going to give him a lot of confidence. It's going to give AZ and the rest of the Pakistan fans a lot of confidence too. I think it was slightly quicker than his other deliveries from Wokes. Moved across the line of the delivery and just paddled it over short fine leg for 4.
Ahmed Hassan, aajo.
Change in commentary. It'll be AZ Khwaja out, Ahmed Hassan in.
बैठ तो सकते हैं लेकिन
नहीं बैठो
आज बैठो
नहीं बैठो
Well, he wants to take a break actually.
just sit and just comment like
No, he wants to do some other stuff.
39 for 1 after the power play.
Good afternoon.
Well, he's just been injured.
Yeah.
By the couch.
Oh,
Like
taking L's.
Like before wicket, yeah.
Taking L's, Daisy Khwaja.
Right, Emmett?
Zali.
How do you feel about the power play?
Yeah, average power play as expected. Wicket is a bit on the slower side, and I think Pakistan will be favorites on a wicket like this because this means you don't need a massive total if the ball is getting held up a little bit. With our pacers and our spinners both coming into play early, Shadab Khan picking up wickets, I feel like Pakistan are in this game even with a low total.
Pulled away from Babar Azam. There should be a square leg. Oh, it goes on the bounce. Careful there, Bobby. It'll just be a single. Jawad is saying there's a little bit of echo on the sound. Maybe producer Frost can have a look at that.
Yeah. But I was saying
Echo.
to some people on WhatsApp that for us, Sam Curran has been the bogey bowler. You know, he's the kind of guy that we take very lightly, doesn't have that kind of pace or massive swing at the moment, but he is getting something off the surface and the ball is getting held up. Mohammad Rizwan, again, just taking it too casually. And I think a little bit of a technical flaw in the way that he plays that stroke that ended up being his demise.
40 for 1 after 6.1. Tries to pull this away, Harris, but it's another slow delivery from Stokes. It'll just be a single.
And if I'm being honest with you, you know, when I looked at the lineup without Mark Wood, Pakistan would have felt very confident, but England have read the conditions and the wicket really well.
Yeah.
Because with Wood's pace, you know, when you're playing with long square boundaries, it helps you get those shots off. But against guys like Stokes, Wokes, Curran, and even someone like Jordan who aren't express, not 90 plus miles per hour, it is very difficult to manufacture those strokes. And Pakistan are not a power hitting side.
Aziz is saying 160 should be a winning total. Pulled away this time by Babar. There is another deep square there. It'll just be a single.
मुझे भी ये लग रहा है कि 160 तक जो है काफ़ी अच्छा टोटल है इस विकेट पे because it's not a belter of a track.
No.
We've seen.
Where's the green, Ahmed? I think we can bring him on soon. 42 for 1 after 6.3.
Yeah, I mean it's an average score right now. Pakistan are just going along. I don't know what do you guys
AZ's
want?
phone.
I have no idea where it is.
That's
mine.
yours. Right. 42 for 1. 42 for 1 after 6.5 overs. We can defend 150, says Atif. That's a bit low, I reckon. Oh, good delivery from Stokes. It might be given wide. It was over the helmet.
Come on, Murray, raise those arms.
That looked like a wide, Ahmed.
That looked like a wide too. The ball really took off.
Right.
And they're mixing things up. They're bowling the slow ball more as a stock delivery and then bringing in the faster one as a change of pace.
42 for 1. Harris, that was certainly a wide.
That's certainly a no ball.
Certainly a wide.
At least कोई 1.5 फुट उसके सर के ऊपर से जा रही है और वैसे ही वो छोटा कद में
Yeah,
छोटा
he's not
लड़का
very
है.
tall.
What a scene, what a sight. 90 plus thousand people at the MCG.
Down the track, has he
What a
connected
shot.
this? Will it clear the inner circle? It has, and it trickles over to long off. No, it doesn't. The outfield is slow. They should come back for 3 here, Emmett.
Yeah, they should come back 4-2. I think they were expecting the ball to trickle away. Chris Jordan, absolute
so quick.
gun fielder.
Very, very quick.
So quick across the turf.
5 off the first 5 deliveries, not a bad start.
It's not, but Haris ko thoda sa yaar apne shape maintain karna chahiye. He's just going for too much power at the moment, and he's missing more balls than he's connecting with right now. I just feel like he needs to reel himself in. There are balls to be hit within his strength
Most
areas,
definitely.
but he just needs to be a bit smarter.
44 for 1 after 6.5. Oh, that's hit him in front of the pads, but I think he might get a big inside edge on that. It's running down a fine leg.
किया यार तुम pads पे कह रहे हो?
क्या हुआ?
He meant it.
Yeah, I heard 2 noises.
He meant it. I don't know where your phone is.
Well, it will be a single.
Give it a call because I can't hear it.
It will be a single.
It's on a hard surface though.
हमारे पश्चिम में था यार.
Right, 45 for 1 after 7. A slight delay in the commentary because AZ has lost his phone. Right. Ahmed, we talked about this yesterday. We were having a bit of a back and forth on the toss. You were of the idea that if we should put runs on the board because it's a big final, it'll help us. I was teetering because I was thinking, okay, if we bat first, then of course we get to bowl. Well, our bowling is a strength and we could save for later. But at the same time, historically, we've been a better chasing side.
It has been the case, but I mean, for me, in a World Cup final, going with that, Australian mindset, when they have won their World Cups, they've always wanted to put scores on the board. It just adds that added, extra bit of pressure. And when you're batting first, you don't really feel it. आपको कोई run rate already जो है target में नहीं होता. You can play as you want.
Down the track, first ball. Harris goes down. Other Rashid. It could be taken out long gone. And it is good catch from Ben Stokes in the deep. And Harris live by the sword, get dismissed by the sword. That's a big wicket for England because Harris has been the secret weapon that Pakistan have employed when they want to increase their run rate. He's failed at the big stage. He has to go 8 off 12. A huge moment in this first innings here.
Yeah, and I was just saying to you that he needs to pick and choose his shots, just going a little too early, not even giving a chance to read Adil Rashid, who's again a very, very good leg spinner. The England fans have all the reason in the world to be happy. Pakistan, with the second dent, are going to have to rebuild here.
7.1 overs gone. Pakistan 45 for 2, and it's their firecracker of a middle order batter, Mohammad Harris, who goes 8 off 12.
I mean, I don't blame him because this is the way that he plays, and this is what they wanted him to do. If he connects and he gets those sixes or boundaries early on, the game changes entirely. But it will be a rebuild job, and with Babar Azam out there now, the task is for him to bat through the entire innings. Pishan Masood or Iftikhar or aage piche jitne bhi hai, Shadab Khan, maybe they go bold again and send someone like
Awaz or Shadab.
Yeah, and think they might want to mix up the right left-hand combination as well, because with Moeen Ali and Livingston coming in, they want to mix things up, not let them settle.
Just in terms of our matchups, Ahmed, Iftikhar is our weaker player of spin when you compare to Nawaz and Shadab.
Yeah, and he has been decent though. I mean, we saw him against India.
Yeah, true.
Hit some massive sixes. We saw him against South Africa as well. He's got the ability in the middle order right now to play against spin.
It is Shan Masood, yeah.
So, batting at number 4 for a change.
Yeah, sticking to their call here, Pakistan, sticking to the order that they had. Good delivery from Rashid, beating him outside the off stump. Quick one too, dots, 96 kph.
Qari Saab jo hai, bahut smart bowler hai. He flighted it up to Harris, knew that he wanted to come down the track, and he was expecting him to attack very early on. Ben Stokes is at least 20 yards away from the boundary, so it's expected that it's going to be hard to clear those fences. Pakistan need to be intelligent here.
45 for 2. Rashid this time goes with a little bit of flight again. Worked away through the leg side. No run. Shan Masood does take his time to get started.
Yeah, he does. And I think here Babar Azam will just need to be the more mature of the two batsmen. Let him know that it's okay if we don't pick up some boundaries in the next 2 or 3 overs. Target that 60-run mark that we look for in the first 10. And then, from there, if you're holding 8 wickets in hand, batting in the last 10, anything can happen.
Live forecast says 153. Swept across the line from Shan Masood. Good looking shot. He's heavy on the bottom hand when he plays that, but it'll just be a single.
And he's very quick between the wickets too. Babar Azam will enjoy that. With him and Rizwan, that's the one thing that we always talk about, that they have that chemistry. And we saw with Shan and Rizwan as well, they bat together for the Sultans.
Yeah.
Harris just very disappointed in that stroke. Ben Stokes with an easy take. And catches are extremely important. We've talked about this before. Can't drop these dollies.
But keep in mind that that's the shot that's on, because the square boundaries are even longer.
भाई बाउंड्रीज तो सारी लंबी हैं इसमें, मतलब इन फ्रंट ऑफ स्क्वायर आप अगर बाउंड्रीज देखेंगे they're all 80 plus meters, 81 to long off, 83 to long on, so you have to hit very, very straight to be safe. Slip in place.
Babar this time worked away quietly to a square leg. Will they push for 2 here? They could, and they are. They're going to get it quite comfortably, to be honest.
Easy. That's what I'm saying. They have that ability between them. They have the chemistry, and that's all you need right now, ideally. AZ Khwaja off camera saying the same thing, that they just want him to pick up these singles and doubles and just keep the pressure on the English bowlers. They looked a bit shaken up when Rizwan hit that six. There was a big over in there from Wokes, but credit to them, came back very strongly, started using those slower deliveries, not giving Pakistan anything to play with, and challenging them to go in the air.
Final ball of the 8th over. This time worked away to the leg side. Babar will try to push for 2 again, and will get it quite comfortably. Good fielding, but still the running is even better. It's a good over from Pakistan. They've picked up 5 despite losing a wicket. And 50's come up for Pakistan.
50
It has. 50 in 8 overs. Not bad.
Yep.
Could be worse.
92 में 8.4 तो 8.4 पे जो है second wicket गिरी थी. 24 for 2 Pakistan. In came Imran Khan. In came Miyadad. And the rest, as you know, is history. Yeah. 2 very important cameos in that match, though. Inzamam, 42 off 35, I believe, something like that. And Wasim Akram, 30 something off, I think.
It's a handy batter on his day. Wasim.
On his day, he was all gunpowder.
Yeah.
He could go any given point.
A nice low value wicket in today's T20.
Yeah, he proved it in that 92 final, and we walked home with a victory. And I think Pakistan might go for a formula like that.
But you don't feel like Pakistan are out of the game yet, right?
Yeah, नहीं बिल्कुल भी नहीं. मैं वही कह रहा हूँ कि अगर आप 60 for 2 and 10 overs with another 10 to go and you have so much batting still left, even if you swing and miss or pick up singles and doubles the way that they're doing right now,
33 off 18 is Kalandri Guna reminding us.
Yeah, you can easily get to that 150, 160 mark, and the wicket is tricky. I mean, if England play a blinder, that's another that's another story, but otherwise it's a tricky wicket.
Now, we talked about them bowling spin in tandem. They've gone for Chris Jordan, who is probably the most innovative out of the fast bowlers that they have.
Yeah.
Employs a lot of cutters and slow deliveries.
Which is perfect for a track like this. This is exactly what we're seeing so far. I don't think he's going to give any pace.
First ball, it's cut away well. It sounded really good, and it'll just be a single. They're just going to stick to the one. It went straight to the fielder.
Yeah.
And Masood will get off strike.
And they're really covering the square boundaries for Shan Masood. They know that he loves the cut and pull. They don't want him to get to his strength areas. And again, if he just keeps picking up singles, England won't mind. It's the boundaries that ultimately hurt. But for Pakistan right now, in that rebuilding phase, picking up these doubles is key.
51 for 2 after 8.1.
I think we've had 3 boundaries so far in the entire innings.
Well, Abdul Muqeed was our boundary counter.
Abdul Muqeed, please chime in.
8.1 overs gone. 51 for 2. Pakistan, they're not in control, but they're not out of it yet either.
No.
Good delivery, flicked away. There will be a fine leg, and it will be here. That's a good shot from Babar Azam. Timed to perfection. The final leg was too fine for that shot, and it's a much-needed boundary for the Pakistanis. 55 for 2 after 8.2. They need that big 20-run over to change the momentum of the game.
Yeah, वो 20 run over बड़ा मुश्किल से आएगा अगर इसी तरह freebies मिलती रही Jordan की तरफ से, or maybe someone like Livingston that comes on is a bit under pressure.
It'll have to be like either a Shadab or Iftikhar against Livingston.
I really feel like Pakistan right now just need to conserve those wickets until the 10th over. Right now, losing another wicket will be more detrimental to the overall innings. Yeah. We're in control. It's not a bad place to be in right now.
Babar this time works it away down at third man. It'll just be the one. Good batting from the captain. He's out there still, 27 off 22. Yeah. Stabilizing his side, anchoring his side.
Yeah, and England had been a bit wayward with those deliveries. Too many freebies down the leg side. We missed out on a few. I feel like Pakistan should have capitalized on a few deliveries early on. Rizwan should have had a couple of boundaries, but what's done is done. Right now, it's just a matter of rebuilding this innings. Being around that 6 to 7 run mark in the 10 for me is fine.
56 for 2 after 8.5 overs. You're listening and watching Change of Pace Live at the T20 World Cup Final 2022. Pakistan are looking for some stability to go big towards the latter end of their innings, as this is worked away from Shan Masood towards the leg side. They could push for 2 here because the fielders are a little bit back and they get there. Like Ahmed said, these two are very good athletes, and between the 22 they're rather quick.
Yeah. And I'm just thinking, going back to all the T20 World Cups that we've seen in the past, all the finals, I think majority have actually been won by chasing sides. Pakistan lost in 2007, 2009, Pakistan won chasing. 2010, it was England chasing, if I'm not mistaken. After that, 2012, Sri Lanka.
Were they chasing?
Or sorry, the West Indies.
Well, they won
batted
chasing.
first. They batted first. After that, 2014, chasing. So it's been a trend that we've seen in the past.
58 for 2. This time makes room to Sean Masood. It's a risky one, but he finds the gap on the offside. Will they push for 2? No, it could be a chance for a run out here. Oh, he's made it back in time. Sean Masood probably teasing the second, but in that teasing, he went far too down the wicket.
9 in this over already. That boundary is crucial, of course, but Pakistan don't need to take those risks, and that's the beauty of the game right now. Again, both these guys have enough time to get back into it.
A metric that we're a big fan of here on Change of Pace is the partnership run rate, Emmett. And right now the partnership is going at 8.4.
That's what you want. I mean, that gets you to 160 easily, and that's what Pakistan needs. Honestly, I don't think Pakistan need to go anything beyond that. Whatever we get beyond 170, 160.
Driven away.
Bonus.
Is it going to be straight to mid-on? It is, so it'll be a dot delivery. Good bowling from Jordan. Just 9 off the first over from him. Pakistan 59 for 2. And we are now into the 10th over of the innings. I mean, are you going to stick to Rashid?
I think they continue. I don't think it's worth changing at this point.
When are we going to see Liam Livingston?
Yeah, अगर एक और विकेट गिर जाती है, especially अगर शान मसूद की विकेट गिर जाती है, I feel like Livingston will come in. They will use him in that middle phase where somewhere between 10 and 14 when Pakistan might be looking to get more assertive. They'll bring him in to break that partnership. But I think Adil Rashid obviously the key bowler for them right here, and you mentioned that Babar Azam does have a little bit of a history where he struggles against leg spin.
I wonder what they feel about the cadence that Babar Azam is going at the moment. It's not really threatening in terms of a big total, but we know that he can set the base for Pakistan
as long as he's there.
Go big later.
Yeah.
First ball of the Rashid's second over. It'll just be a single. No, they're pushing for 2 here.
Good running.
And they'll get there again quite comfortably. That is good. That's the momentum we're talking about. Put the fielders on their heels. Ask them to work a little bit harder.
And when you keep playing strokes like this, England also need to get wickets by either getting you bowled or LBW. You're not taking those boundaries on. It's not going to give you those chances to take catches. And England will have to convert these half chances into something, and that's the pressure that Pakistan can build.
So impressive from Sean as he this time cuts it away through the offside. There's a sweeper out there, so it'll just be 1. So impressive with Sean when he picked up that 2 runs that he was almost in the run while he played the shot.
Yeah, he is. He's advancing down the track, and again, he's trying to assert himself in this way. Sometimes people think that just by scoring boundaries or hitting sixes, you get yourself in the game.
Yeah.
But these kind of innings are very important, and Sean's done this, multiple occasions now for Pakistan at the World Cup.
62 for 2 after 9.2 overs. 4 deliveries to go here in the 10th. And we'll also have negotiated Adil Rashid's 2 overs. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Good delivery, the Googs.
Flipper that time, I think.
Just coming into the right-hander.
Front of the hand.
Just a single, though.
He's a very, very clever bowler. He doesn't get the kind of credit, at least for me personally, he's someone that I've really admired over the last few years because he actually started bringing leg spin back at one point. He was bowling death overs for England.
That's true.
18th, 19th at times because that's how good he was and how difficult he was to get away.
63 for 2 after 9.5 overs. Rashid, this time, swept away from Sean Masood. That was very, very close to hit his front pad. And will they come back for 2? No, it'll just be a single.
Very slow, loopy delivery there from Adil Rashid. And I think Sean Masood telegraphed that shot a little too early. Adil Rashid was able to correct the line because he went very full in towards leg stump. Honestly, Sean could have toppled over and given away his wicket.
Stumped, yeah? Would you think Babar's going to go for a big one?
नहीं यार अभी ज़रूरत ही नहीं है आखिरी मतलब 2 बॉलें रहती हैं 10th over की.
That's worked away to find leg. It'll just be a single. Good batting from Babar.
And again, you're at 66, 67 runs in 10 overs with 8 wickets in hand to go.
So you need 100 in the last 10, Evan.
You could go for 100, 110 if Shadab or if Iftikhar, any of those guys gets going, even for a couple of overs. This could be a massive total for England to chase.
I'm going to keep the same. Well, I think we're letting Rashid off the hook here. And final ball, and we'll have a commentary change. It'll be AZ Khwaja stepping in for me, Emmett.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
He's pumped up tonight.
Oh, has he got him? It's going down the leg
Wide.
side, and that should be given wide. It is. Dharmasena works his deltoids. So that was a 2 full delivery. I mean, the line was completely
Again,
wrong.
7 runs in the over, Masad,
not
without
bad.
taking any risks.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. If you get another single, that's the perfect formula for Pakistan.
Wow,
The
damn.
Hulks are in.
Have a look at that, Sohail. Cut away this time. Oh, good. Misfield by point. Will it be 2 for Pakistan? It could
Yes,
be.
2
They're
runs.
pushing here. Babar's asking for it. Where's Sean Masood? There he is. And it's 2 at the end of the Rashid's second over. Pakistan are 68 for 2 after 10. Emmett, you'll move here.
Yeah.
Izzy will join you here. And I'll see you in the second innings.
Let's do this. Mr. Khuja. It is a drinks break, so we will have a few seconds to catch our breath.
Our breathes.
Pakistan are, at least for me, AZ, in good control.
Playing really well यार, and मैं कह रहा था ना शान मसूद को भेजो क्योंकि वो hard run नहीं करेगा, hard double लेगा.
Haris के लिए उन्होंने chance लिया था, and I don't think it was the worst thing
You
in the
should have
world.
had that, in your pocket यार.
But it's fine. I don't know if Haris would have been as effective coming in anything past the 12th or 14th over.
ये भी है, very true.
We're having some technical fixes in the meanwhile if you do lose the video. Don't worry, we'll be back in a few seconds.
Whoa!
And you can see Musad
ये कैसे
Abdul's crotch in the middle of the shot.
His crotch is here. Basically.
Yeah, उसने कहा groin, उसको यहाँ ball लगी chest में, वो कह रहा है groin. Unbelievable, AZ. But what is the total that you're honestly very comfortable with? Anything below 160?
यार मुझे लगता है 150 हम डिफेंड कर लेंगे. आपको याद होगा हमने क्या बॉलिंग कराई थी यार.
मैं आज वाकई ये सोच रहा हूँ कि अगर हमें 155 तक भी रन्स मिल जाते हैं, should be good enough.
लेकिन शुक्र है बाबर क्रीज पे.
भाई बाबर जब तक खड़ा हुआ है तो पाकिस्तान की उम्मीदें जो हैं वो जागी हुई हैं. And I don't think he's going to take any risks for the next 3 or 4 overs. He's going to get these loose
He's
deliveries.
found the perfect match for him right now.
Yeah.
Hard running 2 करने 3 करने.
Exactly. और मतलब unfortunately Rizwan out हो गया, but even if Rizwan was out there, they would have continued with this game plan.
Yes.
Pakistan need a lot more of this to get to
लेकिन
that.
on the other side of the coin फिर इफ्तिखार, शदाब, नवाज और कौन है हमारे पास टुल्ला? I'm missing someone.
वसीम,
यही हैं 3 टुल्ले हमारे पास.
Nawaz.
शादाब, नवाज, इफ्तिखार.
There's one more. Okay. इन पे बहुत प्रेशर है एग्जीक्यूट करने के लिए. We don't have enough टुल्लास.
Where'd the other guy go?
इन तीनों पे बहुत प्रेशर है
Yeah.
एग्जीक्यूट करने
Yeah,
के लिए.
yeah. I mean, जो हमारा मतलब not Tullah, but the guy that was going to add that impetus did get out early enough. You know, Haris was.
मैं इसलिए कह रहा था.
But अगर हारिस उस वक्त आके आपको 17
हाँ,
मतलब 10 बॉलों पे 17 या
That's-
इस तरह की
that's
innings
the
दे जाता
risk
है,
you take and it's
then,
worth it.
You know, that's the difference. You might be at 80 something right now and 2 wickets down.
फिर लोग कहते हैं बॉल ही नहीं छोड़ी एंट्री पॉइंट ये वो बातें
But I
हुई
think
थी.
पिछले जो 3 ओवर में इन दोनों ने बैटिंग
We tried our LVW, it didn't work. Fair enough. We
Which is
have
fine.
couple
Exactly.
more.
They're still going at 9 and over. पिछले ओवर में भी पिछले 2 ओवर्स के अंदर actually
बिल्कुल बेहतरीन खेल.
18-19 रन्स पड़े हैं. So it's not an issue for Pakistan.
बहुत
right now.
बढ़िया प्रदर्शन हो रहा है.
जी
बढ़िया.
लेकिन आज ऐसी बातें ना करें जी. आज नहीं बनता. आज
यार वो भी आए हुए हैं.
कौन आए हुए हैं?
आपने फ्लैग्स नहीं देखे?
नेबर्स आए हुए हैं
वो
हमारे.
वो
नेबर्स.
वो
अच्छा.
बस बस.
नहीं नहीं flags तो आए हुए हैं. It's a packed stadium as we mentioned early. And you know that feeling every child growing up that watches cricket or plays cricket has the dream. Full toss.
Oh.
He's put this away towards mid wicket, but finds the fielder Babar Azam. They look for 2. Sean Masood calls him through. It's an easy
wrong
double.
end, wrong end.
Livingston in to bowl the 11th over. It's the first.
यार ये
change.
तुम्हें बेट कर रहे हैं.
Yeah.
वो ट्रोल कर रहे हैं.
Yeah.
आपने ट्रोल नहीं होना.
Yeah.
आपने देख के खेलना है.
Absolutely, Livingston's picked up 3 wickets.
7.3 economy.
And all 3 in one match, in one spell. Short this time, cut away. Doesn't beat the infield. They pick up a quick single.
ये ऐसे ही खेलो. कोई मसला नहीं है.
Yeah. But I think against him, you know, Sean Masood will also fancy himself because he will try and bowl those offies. That's
Yeah.
the key with Livingston. Likes to mix things up. Can both bowl with
Malan
both
खेल
ways.
रहा है आज?
Malan नहीं खेल रहा. They've gone with Phil Salt. Even though I heard
Oh.
Malan was,
Yeah, he was-
fit for the final. I think they've gone for that more attacking approach and they're not really opting for another left-hander. Maybe Ben Stokes can come up the order if needed.
स्टोक्स ने 2 ही कराया ना. सो
Stokes-
लिवो से इनको 2 चाहिए बस. कवर हो गया.
वोक्स
bowler.
ने 3 करा दिए हैं. करण ने 2 करा दिए हैं.
Jordan पूरे कराएगा.
Jordan पूरे कराएगा. ये यहाँ से निकालेंगे. Down the track and he's hit it straight back to the bowler on the bounce though, so that won't be a catch attempt. Livingston doing the fielding off his own bowling.
ठीक है. Good intent.
Hit it
If
with
he's
a
comfortable
lot of
using his
power.
feet against the
Yeah.
spinners, वैसे ही खेलता है.
And I think he's using that very cleverly right now to mix and mess up their lengths as well, making
Yes.
them think a little bit. Bowling those off spinners down the track once again, nearly takes the head off his captain, but that's going to find the fence for 4. Sean Masood asserting himself on the game, using his feet, dancing down the track, and the Pakistan fans are dancing in the aisles.
If I had told you a year ago that Sean Masood would be batting at number 4 in the MCG with Babar Azam,
I would have slapped you.
You would have kicked me in the face.
I would have slapped you and then kicked you.
Whoa. Okay.
Would have been a violent
हम
effort.
दोस्त हैं,
Would have been
apparently.
much like Pereira versus Adesanya today. This time a wide, tossing it up, loopy off spinner.
चौका
And
मिल
Ray
गया. Chill.
Signals it
Daddy,
correctly.
chill.
Please don't do that ever again. We're gonna have to end this broadcast right now if you do that again.
Flagged.
Down the track once again. This is high in the air. It has a lot of height, but he doesn't have the.
Yes! Come on!
Into the stands, and the Pakistan fans have a chance to raise those arms. The second 6 of this innings, and it's
Wow.
Sean Masood coming to the party. AZ.
Man, कोई हमें भेंट किया इस कैमरामैन ने. What hang time and what distance, Sean Masood.
And it was a check shot. He didn't
Unbelievable.
follow through, but an 87-meter bomb over long on.
Oh,
And
मनकड़े.
this time Livingston pulls out of his run-up. Nearly went through, but he just pulled out at the last second, checking to see the intention of the batsman. We are well and truly in this.
Oi!
Over the offside this
He got
time.
it.
He's lofted it
Safer,
over
safer,
point,
safer,
beats the
safer,
fielder. This won't be a catch attempt. They'll come back for 2 quite easily. Phil Salt doing the fielding. Sean Masood looking very
Love it.
aggressive, AZ.
23 of 14,
Who
man.
said we needed Haris? That's the big over Masad wanted. 16
Bro, that's
runs
what I
coming
keep
off it.
saying. अब ये जो statos होते हैं, analytics होते हैं, एंड ऑफ द डे यूएई के वर्ल्ड कप ऑस्ट्रेलिया जीत गया, आधी उनकी टेस्ट टीम थी और हमें सब कह रहे थे वी आर द वर्स्ट matchup wise side for Australian conditions. Look where we are.
Look, who would have thought? Not us, but we are where we are. We know what our strengths are, and we're continuing to play to those strengths. Again, Sean
Exactly.
Masood was brought in as a spin basher. You know, a lot of people were
और अब उनको
critiquing
रौला
him,
पड़ गया उसके 2
criticizing.
ओवर का लिवो का, रौला पड़ गया उनको.
यार अब उनको अगर मोइन अली को भी लाना पड़ा, and this is the way that he's batting, it's going to be a good matchup for the Pakistanis.
ब्रदर मोइन ने ओवर कराया इस
अभी
World Cup
तक अभी नहीं करवाए हैं, 1-2 करवाए हैं, but I don't think he's gone for it. Livo can
Stokes
bowl too,
पूरे
but
नहीं देगा ना इनको.
they have enough. Oh, Googly this time in the air. He's got him. Adil Rashid has picked up the massive wicket of Babar Azam, who wasn't sure about the Googly. Just bunted it back to the bowler, who takes a diving take. A bit of confusion. AZ Khwaja is distraught, but it is the 3rd wicket down for the Pakistanis. The Googly just being played off the back foot. It actually came off the edge of the bat. AZ wanted to cut it away. Didn't read it off the surface. Didn't read it off the arm. Out of the hand, that was a very difficult delivery, and Pakistan lose their captain for 32 off 28.
just when he was gonna get going. यार
Has he done his job though?
यार अब इफ्तिखार को बहुत अच्छा खेलना पड़ेगा. That's the issue. Let's
Do you
see.
think they send Iftikhar or can they go for Shadab?
नहीं इफ्तिखार को भेजो यार.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Look, there are 2 leg spinners potentially being used.
That's
a third off spinner to come. Shadab Khan is your best spin hitter. Is that not a chance you're willing
But
to
I
take?
feel you need a partnership here.
Yeah, I think Shadab can also build partnerships if needed.
He can, of course.
I get what you're saying. If you lose a 4th right now and you're on 84,
Actually,
that's a
it
massive
makes,
hole.
It makes sense to send Shadab. Actually, you're right.
Whew. Just when the innings started to look
फिर googly पे
to go Pakistan's way, the googly comes out from Adil Rashid. 4th time he's gotten him out, says Sir Khail Khan. So he does have the captain's number so far, and he's dialing it in every single time. It's Chacha Ifti.
I like this move. We need maturity right
Something
now.
more अभी maturity की अगर बात करें तो Chacha Ifti से ज़्यादा mature कौन है? 114 runs for him in 7 innings at this World Cup. He's been
131
very
strike rate.
instrumental in Pakistan's win so far. A massive innings against
Another
India as
pendulum
well.
swing in this match.
Slip in place for him. The
Oh.
slow, loopy off spinner this time from Adil Rashid.
2
making
for
the
14,
batsman
man.
think. Yeah, he's proving to be the difference maker so far. Yeah, and if you're listening in and this is your first time, welcome to Change of Pace. We're going to be covering the entire final and everything Pakistani cricket.
Oh,
if you're
yes.
joining us on YouTube and you're dropping in comments, please head over to the website. We'll be reading them there. Another loopy off leg spinner just beats the outside
Back
edge.
foot से नहीं खेलो, चढ़ के खेलो.
Yeah, they're not reading him out the hand, AZ. That's the problem. He's
हमारा
flying
भी लगी है भाई,
beautifully.
सबर कर लो. हमारा
अगर इस
लगी
तरह
है.
बॉल स्पिन हो रही है तो हमारे लगी नहीं तो खा जाना है इनको.
We have, we will.
And Adil Rashid, Qari Saab just giving some stare downs there. This time again, 3 times in a row. Chacha Ifti has been beaten, and I think
वही ना, वो हिल ही नहीं रहा उस पोजीशन से
the
अपनी.
googly is coming out now, AZ. I'm calling it now.
थोड़ा सा पॉजिटिव इंटेंट दिखाओ, थोड़ा सा आप मतलब एक हाफ स्ट्राइड मार रहे हो तो वो
Yeah.
जाहिर है फिर बॉल आपके सामने ही
I
टर्न
think
होगी.
maybe just wait on the back foot a little bit just for the spin to go past him. I think you can play him a bit late. Batting still to come. Those 2 all-rounders in Shadab Khan and Nawaz. Slip still in place. He goes for the straighter delivery quicker. I thought it was going to be the googly. Instead, it's the flipper. He's bowling a wicket maiden so far, AZ
Oh,
Khwaja,
yeah,
in the
yeah.
12th over of the World Cup.
यार बाबर कम ऑन यार, तुम क्यों कट मार रहे हो यार, इतना स्ट्रेट तुम सीधा अच्छा खेल रहे हो.
Completely deceived. All ends up. Final delivery of the 12th to go. 84 for 3 Pakistan.
मार.
Flighted once again. The googly. Oh, inside edge is it. They have no
Wicket
idea
maiden.
which way this ball is turning. Adil Rashid with the over of the World Cup so far. A wicket maiden picking up the key wicket of Babar Azam. Pakistan 84 for 3 after 12.
स्टिल अ गुड पोजीशन यार. 7 रन्स पर ओवर आप जा रहे हो, बस रिलैक्स करो, चिल करो.
The set man now is Sean Masood. We saw the way that he went against Livingston in the last over. They need to continue to let him attack. He's seen enough of the balls. He knows the conditions. He realizes what the wicket's like right now. He's the man that I'll be relying on, AZ.
यार
And I don't think it's a track that you can come in and play your
नहीं,
shots
नहीं,
right
नहीं,
away.
नहीं.
We saw how to struggle. We saw how
ब्रो,
FP is
ये
barely
गेम
reading it.
इंग्लैंड के पावर प्ले में डिसाइड हो जाएगी अगर हमने उनके रोक दिए, आउट कर दिए. बट बटलर और उसको
Shaheen Afridi जो है वापस
He
फॉर्म में आ
needs
गया
to
और
nail
क्या
that
चाहिए
in
आपको?
swinger.
And when he does pick up that early wicket, Pakistan's fortunes do suddenly change.
good banner.
Yeah, Ian Bishop, I want to speak like you. I think many in the world of cricket do. We do.
Oh, absolutely, the goat.
Those kind of calls will be important. Ben
Oh,
Stokes coming in for his
no more
third
Livo.
over. So they're going to cover Livingston and Stokes here together on the leg stump. Just gets the leading
Oye,
edge
Ponja, bhai.
towards the keeper. They'll come through for a quick single. 85 for 3 after 12.1.
ठीक है अब
Iftikhar yet to get
इफ्तिखार
out
को
the mark.
मौका मिलेगा तो
And that struck him on the arm. Sean Masood is in a little bit of pain. He's not wearing that elbow guard either. So that ball has made an impact. They're going to have to call the physio out. I hope it's nothing too serious, but he does look like he's in a bit of discomfort.
गेम चेंजिंग स्पेल डाल दिया कारी साहब ने
What an
अनरियल
over.
बॉलिंग
He's been the best bowler for England so far alongside Sam Curran. 3 overs, 14 for 2. Curran 2-5-1.
2 overs for 5 करण यार
Wokes has 1 left. Stokes will have 1 left. Jordan and Livingston have been the 2 expensive
सात
bowlers
चाहिए
so
इनको।
far. But हो जाते हैं ना आराम
एक
से।
वोक्स
Curran
एक
के 2,
राशिद
एक
2 3
4 ही हो
और
गए।
जॉर्डन के बहुत ऑप्शन है
Easy,
उसके पास
easy.
यार बहुत
Yeah,
ऑप्शन
he can mix things up as nicely as he wants. And if needed, if you have the likes of Sean and Nawaz batting together, you could even bring in Moeen Ali for an over. So a lot of options to play with for the England captain, Joss Butler, who's looking for his first major trophy as well.
Absolutely, much maligned, much critiqued captain of England.
Yeah.
They were struggling in T20s in their home series. They lost to India. They lost to South Africa, but
South
in the
Africa.
World Cup they showed up big time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I mean, at least I was predicting them to make it to the final. I
हाँ.
hope that prediction doesn't come true tonight.
मैं तो South Africa कह रहा
हाँ, South Africa यार फिर आपको पता है उनकी जो एक जीन
Yeah,
है,
man.
unfortunately.
I thought
the
they had
choke.
finally broken the hex.
They look like one of the best sides at the World Cup.
They
if I'm
look
being
damn
honest,
good.
Daisy. So खेल की final prediction सही थी, semi-final prediction गलत थी, but we all have a mixed bag. The player of the tournament for you though, is it going to be Shadab Khan? Win or
Inshallah,
lose?
यार, inshallah. We need to win to make him the player of the tournament.
Assume-
वरना जॉस बटलर का काफी strong, Sam Curran का बहुत strong case है.
Sam Curran I think has a good call for
Who would have thought a 130 kph left arm
Yeah, वो
swing
भी
bowler?
Australia में.
Seriously, man.
Yeah, he's very under.
This is why I say the numbers are up good for you up to a point. उसके बाद it's all about how you.
And,
deliver.
sometimes it's your day. We've talked about Sean and Ifti. They were supposedly the weak links
Exactly.
in this Pakistan
Haris,
lineup.
who would have thought Haris, man?
Yeah, they've done well. Sean's look okay to continue. That's gone. That's outside the off stump, and Chacha Ifti squared up. The finger goes up, and Pakistan have lost their 4th wicket. It's Ben Stokes, the man for the big moment, for the big occasion, and he's got a massive wicket in Iftikhar Ahmed, who's gone for a duck. Pakistan 85 for 4, and the pressure mounts once again. That straightened off the deck, AZ. There was a little bit of extra bounce. Iftikhar Ahmed not sure how to play that. That's
ball,
taken the
yeah.
shoulder of the bat. You
can't
can't
blame
blame him for that.
Very very good ball. Ben Stokes showing up in a big match always.
The ball was perfect in a test match, in a T20, in an ODI.
Out
You
there.
can't play those. Those are unplayable deliveries. Pakistan now, though, are in trouble.
अब नवाज को भेजेंगे शदाब को तो नहीं भेजेंगे.
Yeah, नवाज को अगर भेज दिया तो दोनों लेफ्टीज एक साथ हो जाएंगे, and that might be a problem too
For whom though?
for Pakistan. I think Moeen Ali then comes on and
But
they
they
try and
usually
crack him.
trust Nawaz to bat the overs over Shadab. मैंने noticed.
Yeah,
किया.
he's more of the partnership builder because he has that ability to
लेकिन
rotate.
I would like you said left right combination.
I think you have to continue that. Pakistan don't have a very deep batting lineup. We've talked about this before. The tail starts basically with Mohammad Wasim at number 8. So they do need to make the most of these next few overs together with Sean Masood and whoever partners him at the crease. Ben Stokes getting another big breakthrough. 2 wickets in 2 overs for England. And Pakistan now just looking once again to rebuild.
But it's that kind of pitch you always have a chance. The bowlers
Yeah.
always have a chance.
And I think Pakistan will fancy themselves because of that. Even if we get to that 150 mark,
Shabash, Shadi.
things will be on. It's Shadab Khan, the star all-rounder for Pakistan. He's had some massive impact innings for the men in green so far. He's going to have to face another star all-rounder in Ben Stokes, who comes in once again over the wicket. Comes down the track, first delivery,
wow.
drops the bat, and he'll sneak through for a quick single.
उसको लगी है.
Yeah, I think that ball once again rose off the surface. There is a little bit of that two-paceness in this wicket,
Yeah,
AZ.
yeah, yeah.
The ball is getting held up. Iftikhar Ahmed getting an absolute Jaffa
Yeah,
from Ben
nothing.
Stokes.
Really on the money, and Ben Stokes with the ball, man.
Yeah. And the thing is, yeah, exactly. It's taken somewhere near the handle. He's got that nasty angle when the way that he runs into the crease, comes in very slanted, and then just gets the ball to shape off the deck ever so slightly.
yes, yes.
And that's exactly what.
At his peak, इसकी late swing बहुत अच्छी होती थी.
जिस तरह ये
135,
swinger गिराता था,
38.
उफ.
He's won Ashes Test matches with the ball alone.
Bro, he's playing on one knee right now, and he's still so good. Sean Masood now gets a delivery down the leg side, pulls it away towards fine leg. They run the first one hard, and Sean,
Oh!
as always, very quick between the wickets, picks up a second. Shadab Khan, both very, very good athletes, and they're able to turn these singles into doubles. The score predictor right now is 148. What is the chat saying? What is Dilvis saying?
Yeah, I would happily take 148 at this stage. 60 runs away feels like a lot.
I'm okay with anything between 150 to 155 right now. I feel like Pakistan will be in the game with a score like that.
Yeah, it's all about getting Butler in the power play. उसको पकड़ लिया फिर game on है.
I think Hale's AZ might even be.
Hales इतना ultra attacking नहीं है जैसे
But
Josh.
he has
है.
that ability to take the game away
Yeah,
from you
yeah.
right away. Stokes once again slower
Nice.
delivery, uses the pace, guides it down to third man past the keeper. Sean Masood
क्या
batting very
जबरदस्त खेल रहा
cleverly
है
so
शान.
far.
जबरदस्त खेल रहा है.
Pakistan 89 for 4 with a delivery to go in the 13th. A lot of green faces in the crowd. A lot of green flags. That Sitara
Plenty
has
of
been
St. George as
shining.
well, to be fair.
I mean, you know, I don't think anyone in Australia is going
नहीं,
to
it's
supporting them.
heavily भाई हमारा scene हो
I
ज़्यादा
think
होना है.
everyone in Pakistan and outside of Pakistan, except for England, are supporting. the
All
men in
said and
green.
done, it's been a good tournament.
I think it's been a good tournament. The rain games aside, everything else was pretty good. Final ball of the 13th coming up. Sean comes through for a quick single. He calls his partner.
Not a
Respects the
convincing-
call. 90 for 4 after 13. AZ. Do you think he's going to go
7
right away?
over 7 over में कितने मार लेंगे पाकिस्तान?
Yeah, I think 60. I think we get to that 150 mark. But do you think if the spinner is still there, Adil Rashid with 1 over to go, does Shadab Khan target
Yeah,
him?
that's a very good question.
Is
I
the
think अब
intent
इस
still going
जिस
to be on?
scenario पे मैच आ गया अब वो बल्ला नहीं उठाना चाहिए उसको.
And I think the way that Adil Rashid's bowled, it's okay to give him the respect and let him just go through.
Yeah, man.
Complete the 4 and it's fine.
I always believe in seeing off their best bowler. I
Yeah.
always believe in that.
What's
क्यों?
what's
Why are
the
you
chat
bringing him in
saying,
the game?
Sahil, in terms of the score predictions? Can we get some numbers and some names going here?
Earlier we were saying we still have 7 overs, we still go 150, we get 1 big over probably with Jordan.
All right, Kalani Gunnar going around 150. What are the other numbers that are coming in?
130
130
Jordan
Abdul
को तो
Mukeed? यार क्या हो गया Abdul Mukeed? कभी तो थोड़ा positive सोचो.
154.
154 from
Jordan
Reed.
को
Yeah,
आप
I'm in line
कंफर्म
with
लूट
that.
सकते हो यार. Cleveland Browns की jersey कौन
Adil
पहनता है
Rashid's
यार?
going to finish off his spell here. Slip in place for him with Shadab Khan facing, who pulls it away. It was a short delivery. Again, mistimes it, but down to long on for a single. I think he was hoping to find that mid-wicket gap.
Half-cracker ball थी यार.
He's just not reading it off the surface right now, AZ. But what an over
Wow,
that last
look
one.
at that turn, man.
Yeah, and Shadab Khan will be licking his lips watching
He
that
knows
last
the
over.
spot where to hit.
Exactly.
158.
158 says Atif. 156 says Rafa. So everyone's between that 150 to 160 mark at this point. Sean Masood gets a loopy, flighted delivery towards leg stump.
And
hits
that's
it
what
down
they're
the
doing,
long on
just
for a
taking
single.
those straight singles, want to see him off and then look to counter-attack against
think it's-
Jordan,
yeah.
Karen.
I don't think it's an issue if you go for 6 this over. Just don't want to, get him overly aggressive here. Shadab Khan getting himself into the innings, getting that read of the wicket right now, which is very key. 3 off 3 for him. Slip still in place. Hits it straight down the ground. This might be 4. It's going to replay.
yes!
No chance for any fielder. That's a safe shot from the star all-rounder.
Just a short arm jab there from Shadab.
And I think he
Beautiful
locked his
timing.
wrists very early. That's why he was able to play it very, very straight. No chance for long off and long on. Even though they're standing very straight, AZ, they're not towards the extra cover or mid-wicket region. But Shadab Khan, as straight as they come, into the side screen for 4.
Positive intent, good footwork as well. Got to the pitch of it.
Good over for Pakistan already.
Oye,
This
dekhe
time
yaar,
just driving it
victory
off
dikha
the
raha hai.
front foot towards the cover region. They'll pick up a quick single, 97 for 4. I think it's a good over. They've done the job.
Bahut hai,
That's all
bahut
you
hai,
need.
bahut hai,
Even
bahut
if you
hai.
pick up 2 singles in the final 2 balls, Pakistan will be happy closing in on that 100 mark. Inside the 14th, AZ, I think you'll take it
बिल्कुल
any
सही
day.
है यार और क्या चाहिए आपको?
I think just that one extra
बस
wicket that
batting
we
कम है,
lost.
हाँ.
Yeah. No slip for Sean because he's playing the spin quite beautifully. This time
Shot,
he cuts
दो
it
है, दो है,
away.
दो है, easy दो है.
Will they come back for 2? No, the fielder is positioned quite well
Thoda-
and he's hit
thoda
it straight
piche
to
the.
his hands. 98 for 4 with a final ball to come.
Don't go after it.
I don't think Shadab needs to go after it. Needs to respect Adil Rashid, who's bowled a maiden already. But 8 runs in this over. Pakistan have done a
Respect
good
the
job.
Rashid.
Pakistan's record at the MCG, they've lost 2 games.
एक तो 2010
यार
10
वो
में
भी
था.
कोई फिर आपको याद है मैच था. I think that was a Sean Tate game
Yes, it was.
where he destroyed us. Oh, beats him outside the off stump. The flighted loopy leg spinner.
ठीक है.
Shadab Khan recognizing his leg spin counterpart. That's the end of his spell. 2 for 22, AZ. What more
Awesome.
can you ask for in a final?
Outstanding spell from Qari Saab yaar.
Qari Saab is delivering when his team needed it most, but he is now out of the attack. England have a big question here. Do they continue with Ben Stokes or do they bring in the
नहीं,
front
वो
liners?
3+1 हो गया ना उनका.
So
तो
Livingston-
फिर Jordan, Karen और Vokes.
I would even feel that they could cover a Jordan over with Livingston's.
Very true. Or with Vokes.
They could, because I feel like Stokes, with the way that he bowled that last over, he's getting a little bit of extra
Maybe they'll
bounce.
try to bait us with one more over of
Yeah.
leg spin. I agree with you.
I mean, they are. I don't want to say it online on air, but I'll tell you afterwards. Pakistan, though, again, getting a good over to get the innings starting again. It's those stop-starts that Pakistan need to counter right now.
मेडन ही करा दिया यार.
Yeah, that maiden with a wicket of Babar Azam being absolutely crucial so far.
But it's been that kind of cagey game so far.
Adil Rashid in the last 3 games, 1 for 16 and 4 against Sri Lanka, 1 for 20 against India in 4,
Elite
and 2
hai
for 22. He is one of the
Bring
best
him to
leg
PSL,
spinners.
man.
यार बनता है उसने apparently नाम दिया अपना.
भाई कराची किंग्स उठा लो तुम, तुम्हारे पास नहीं है लगी.
Yeah, और क्या? It's Jordan continuing.
Oh!
Delivery. It's hit him in the helmet. Shan Masood too early into the stroke. That's hit him flush on the side of the helmet. He's just laughing because there was no pace on that delivery. There will have to be a check because this is part of the protocols now. The physio will have to come out and maybe change the helmet too.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
again, the ball getting stuck in the wicket. Most fantasy points in that last game. I don't think anyone cares. None of us are playing this. But it was Joss Butler, if that is something that concerns you.
यार इसको आउट करो यार.
But the way they went in
Shine.
that last game, AZ, I don't think anyone expected that kind of aggression and that kind of control.
Yeah, versus India though.
I mean, they are used to 10-wicket losses, but I mean, in a semi-final,
Shout out.
that's still asking for a lot.
Unbelievable, man. And they never had a sniff in that game.
Oh, no, absolutely. Do you think they missed a trick by not playing Chahal in that game?
Bro, the problem is they refuse to change their batting. उनकी bowling तो weak है ही है. लेकिन इंग्लैंड कैसे ओवर कॉम्पनसेट करती है और आप कैसे करते हो, बहुत फर्क है.
अच्छा, हम हमेशा ये कहते हैं कि पाकिस्तान के ओपनर जो हैं उनका इंटेंट नहीं है, उनमें एबिलिटी, अगर मतलब एबिलिटी की चलो बात नहीं होती लेकिन इंटेंट की बात होती है. इंडिया हैव एक्चुअली बीन स्ट्रगलिंग विद दैट अ लॉट मोर विद केएल राहुल एंड रोहित शर्मा.
way more.
They've been extremely slow and they were
और
built
रोहित
up.
की फिटनेस ही नहीं है T20 की. वो 4 क्विक सिंगल लेता है उसको सांस
I
चढ़
think
जाती
age
है.
is catching up to him
He's
as well.
done, man. He's cooked.
Yeah, but he is the captain, and India do have a job to rebuild. Is this the final World Cup for VK though?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
I think
Can he drag himself to 24?
I mean, it's going to be asking a lot. He's never won a World Cup as
That
a star player.
That is
when
the
he
thing.
did win in
he
2011.
hasn't won a T20 World Cup period.
No, he hasn't. But he hasn't won a T20 trophy period.
Oh yeah.
He's never won in his domestic league either. And when he was a part of the team in 2011, he wasn't one of the mainstays at the
He
point.
could come to Lahore if he wants. We
I
could
mean,
win him.
you know.
We could win him a trophy.
Yeah.
If he
easily,
wants.
easily.
But Hafiz, बड़ा player है उससे.
Hafiz, obviously, yaar. Hafiz, bada player hai. Shan Masood's okay to continue. Chris Jordan will be targeting that short delivery once again. Comes down the track, slower one. He's bunted it towards mid-on. They'll take the quick single, come through quite easily. 99 for 4 now, Pakistan.
यार, if we were 99 for 3, I would have been fine. 4
It's just
थोड़ा ज़्यादा है.
something, you know, in the psyche that really affects you. I feel like Pakistan would have been feeling a lot more.
Pasaichi.
Pasaichi.
सही तरह बोले ना.
Sorry.
गलत इंग्लिश नहीं बोले.
Exactly. मैं colonial हो गया था एकदम
Whoa,
से.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Shout out.
The overlords. Jordan, Livingston, Curran, Wokes, Stokes all have overs left.
बहुत option है
Stokes
यार,
and Wokes with
बहुत
1 each.
option.
Curran with 2. Jordan will have 2 after this. So in the last 5, they can mix and match between the Pacers. They don't even need to bring any other spinners
I
back.
think they might need to not give Jordan all 3, but they do trust him.
I don't think they want to bring the spinner on with Shadab Khan facing.
True.
Pakistan 1 away from the 100. Shadab gets a leading edge. This is going down to third man, but falls
Oh.
short. It was looking like a ball that was going to end up in the hands of third man, but it falls a couple of bounces short, and that's the 100 up for Pakistan inside the 15th.
Bro, if he had gotten out there at deep
Oh,
third,
that would have been a massive hole for
बहुत bad
Pakistan. He
scene
wanted to go through the offside, no foot movement, extra bit of bounce. But Pakistan do have the 3 figures on the board now.
Kudrat. That
This
was
is-
straight up Kudrat
This
ball.
is where we would have expected Pakistan to be at this point, AZ. 6 says Junior in the back. Shan Masood has already hit one.
शान मसूद छिक्का मारेगा
But Shan
जॉर्डन
Masood ने already मार दिया एक.
जॉर्डन को.
क्या पता. Down the track, over long off.
Who would have thought?
Not us. 2 runs and it's over so far. Hard cut from him.
आ
This
जाओ
time
आ जाओ आ
has
जाओ.
cover.
Oh yes.
There are 2
Oh
fielders
yes.
deep, but no one's
Oh
getting
yes.
around.
Oh yes.
It's not a 6, but it is a boundary. Shan Masood
What a
piercing
shot.
the gap off the back foot, hit it firmly enough. No one in that region in the extra cover area.
That was BCL at his best, man. What a shot off the back foot.
He went in deep into the crease, and Moin Ali had no chance. He was positioned at short extra cover, bounced over his head. No chance for deep point. It's a long boundary out there, a lot of real estate to cover. But Pakistan once again picking up a boundary in that over.
Absolutely, man. We're
The
on
runs are
move.
flowing.
Oh,
104 for
look
4.
at that edit.
In 92 as well, we had a lot of 4s and 6s. England just sending an extra fielder towards the offside. It's a very interesting field from them so far.
बहुत
A
leg
lot of
side,
square
man.
fielders, long on, mid-wicket, square leg, fine leg, and a deep point. Kishan Masood does have that as his strength areas.
Third उन्होंने अंदर रखा हुआ है.
Third inside, no extra cover in place either. Can he drive? Makes room once again. Hits the shot in the similar kind of area.
आ
but
जाओ,
he
आ
hit
जाओ,
it
आ जाओ,
too
आ जाओ.
firmly.
दो थे
Shadab says
शायद
no. Shan Masood was interested, but I think the throw was good enough. It's a good call from Shadab.
सॉल्ट है
The LQ legend,
उसको तो सीधी मारो बोल्ड हो जाएगा
PSL winner, Phil Salt, coming in for what is his second game, even though he was in the lineup in the last one, never got a chance to bat because,
you
India
have
didn't
to
pick up a
feel for
wicket.
David Malan man
Yeah, David Malan, who's hard done by an injury, a hamstring pull,
अच्छा अच्छा
has essentially...
उसका मसला यही है फिट नहीं रहता वो
And he's also, one of the elder statements
yeah,
of the
yeah.
statement of the team. Hitting कब शुरू करनी है भाई 2 ओवर के बाद. I feel like the next 2 overs, if we go like this around 6 or 7 or 8 and over, you're still in a decent position.
भाई आपको पता है शाहीन तो मारता है एमसीजी पे
जी Shaheen has an affinity for the MCG. Similar field for Shadab Khan.
Oh, shot it!
Kicked away. This doesn't find the gap.
Hey.
Harry Brook will come around from square leg. It'll just be a single. It was a
Good
loose
over, good
delivery.
over.
Again, a good over for Pakistan. 8 runs coming off it without taking too many risks. 106 for 4 after 15. Now, the key question being asked by Junior, the intern CEO,
Achha, yeah,
when
achha.
do you go for the big shots?
like you said a couple of overs last 3 में आप चलाओ
I think if we go for, again, around 8 or 9 in the next 2,
I guess it depends on the bowler they put on
But would you go after Kern right away? Because I feel like Kern might be coming on now.
Karan it doesn't suit us maybe Shan can just behind point behind square ऐसा कुछ कर ले उसको
Maybe find a couple more
Yeah,
gaps
yeah.
like that. We got another stat coming through. Tournament strike rate of Babar Azam is 93.23. Struggled
Bro,
to
ये
get
उस
a move
किस्म
on to
का
this
ground
tournament.
ही नहीं है
124 runs in 133 balls. He crossed 50 once and hit just 13 fours across 7 innings. Cricinfo obviously pulling out the wonderful
the
stats.
slander stats
62 dot balls and 133 deliveries faced by
वो
Babar
वो
Azam.
एडलेड वाला कोई पिच था
या जो भी था मतलब आप इस तरह के स्टैट्स उस फॉरेन क्यों निकाल रहे हैं ऐसे मतलब आपने
जब
रिसर्च
final चल
क्यों
रहा है।
रखा है Stokes for his last over Shadab giving himself
दो।
room just hits it through the leg
Easy
side
दो है,
towards
easy
mid
दो
wicket
है,
it'll be an
easy
easy
दो है।
two Livingston has a lot of ground to cover they'll come back quite comfortably
अब इंग्लैंड में आई थिंक स्टोक्स है जो इतना चलाओ नहीं है who else is there
यार बीच में मुझे लगता है कि बटलर शटलर भी फंस जाते हैं I feel like on a track like this at least my read is because Butler plays with his hands a lot doesn't have any foot movement he's culpable to those balls spinning away he's culpable to balls
Sack
moving
ball
away
is digging in
It is going to be a very tricky time. I don't know what he said there. I don't know what he said. I'm
यार
going to
खाना
ignore
खा रहा है
it.
वो
Down the leg side, he was moving away again to give himself room. The umpire gives it wide.
ओ भाई तुम कैसे मांग सकते हो
raising
भाई
his arms. Yeah, the thing is, he was moving, but he followed him so far down the leg side that it was a wide any day
करण
of
को
the
बड़ी
week.
देर से इन्होंने ओवर नहीं दिया यार
But Karan will be coming on for the last 4 overs of the innings. I think between him and Jordan, they might finish things off. Wokes might not get another over.
Yeah.
Unless they want to tempt
he's
Shadab.
purely power play specialist
Yep. A lot of faces in the crowd that are representing Pakistan today. There are some comments coming through that Sirkhail will read and let us know. Stokes once again. Driven through the offside. That's a hard stroke. The fielder will have a massive task. It's Phil.
Oh!
Messes it.
Oh! Salty!
The stadium erupts. The studio erupts. And Shadab Khan propelling Pakistan towards that 160 mark. He hit it very, very firmly. Phil Salt had to come around from deep point. He put in the dive, but the ball bobbled off his arm and ricocheted into the skirting. And that's a boundary once
England
again for
has
Pakistan.
been poor with the disciplines in the field. It
They
has to
have
be
been,
said.
but easy. That was a lot of ground. He did well to get around. He just didn't complete that effort.
Yeah, he didn't stop it at first time. Then it ricocheted off his.
Could not do it. I'm hearing the delayed screams in the background, but that's the excitement. That's the adrenaline coursing through everyone's veins right now. And Phil Salt is distraught. You know every single
You
run
have
matters
dropped the
here.
work.
Shadab once again, leg
Shaba
side
Shadi,
this time,
Shaba
works
boy.
it away. He's hit it softly. The call is for 2.
नहीं
And Sean says no. I think there was a bit of yes/no there. They didn't have a clean first, and they'll just come back for 1. Again, in this over, AZ, 8 runs.
सही है यार बिल्कुल सही है
3 balls to go, and you've already picked up 8.
बिल्कुल सही खेल रहे हैं
114 for 4 Pakistan. We're into the 16th over at Shadab Khan and Shan Masood, who's 34 off 23, playing a very underrated
knock
innings
खेल
here.
रहा है भाई
Very underrated innings here.
MCG specialist है हमारा शान
Absolutely. He loves playing here, Shan. He's played some good innings, and this might be his finest so far in a green shirt. The final has
And credit to Mohammad Wasim, man. He pulled the trigger on his selection.
Yeah, he did. And I think a lot of people were, criticizing him. And we thought that, maybe
वही
at
हम
number 4 he might
labels में
not
पड़
be.
जाते हैं एंकर ये वो अबे छोड़ दो भाई
Makes room this time through the covers. This shot from Shan Masood. He's hit it firmly though.
Oh नहीं Shadi.
हाँ यार हाँ.
या शदाब
Yeah,
क्या कर रहे हो
I
यार?
don't think it.
His end was dangerous.
Yeah,
His end
I
was
think Shadab
dangerous.
would have been running towards the dangerous end. Shan has been very keen for every
Bro, उसके
single one of
cardio
these.
is off the charts, man.
Yeah.
क्या भाग रहा
He's
है?
a very fit athlete, Shan Masood. One of the fittest in the
और आप
Pakistan lineup.
आजम खान खिलाओगे ऐसे मैच?
यार अब आजम को slander ना करो. इस वक्त जो खेल
मैं
रहे हैं,
वैसे
उनको
उसकी
support
cardio
करें.
compare कर रहा हूँ.
We're not comparing anyone. We're not slandering anyone. Today, everyone that's represented the green shirt is going after
Different
the same
strokes
goal.
for different folks.
115 for 4 after 15.4.
यार 163 कर ही दो यार. मैं तो
163 आपने मतलब बड़ी
63
उर्दू लगाई है वैसे. Makes room once again, pulled away hard. This finds the gap. The fielder has to come around. It's Sam Curran. He does well enough. Livingston will back him up there too.
ओ भागो throw पे
For
मारो.
three. It's a
शाबाश
wayward
boys.
ball. Good running there from the Pakistani. Shan Masood
Shadi is
through.
gassed.
Shadi is gassed. Those threes are not hard. We know that he's carrying a niggle into this tournament,
yes.
AZ, so
Fair point.
it's very hard for him to
course.
convert these
Izlu explainers
single
आ गए हैं
doubles
as
into
always.
triples. But Sam Curran putting in a good effort, came around from fine leg. Shan Masood could have gone for 4 there if he wanted.
Unreal running, man.
Saying no, just 3, not a boundary, but a good over for Pakistan.
सही
How many
हम-
runs off this
Stokes
junior?
को 4 ओवर दे दिए.
Nine,
Interesting. मतलब वोक्स पे इतना भी भरोसा नहीं है उनको.
11 runs off this over, 12. Pulled away hard this time.
दो
by
है,
Shan
दो है,
Masood
easy दो है,
towards
easy
mid-wicket.
दो है.
I think it's straight to the hands of the fielder.
Good over यार.
That will end an expensive over. Again, no risks taken, but Pakistan have accumulated, what, 13 runs off that over? What more do you want?
बेहतरीन बल्लेबाजी का प्रदर्शन.
119 for 4 now, Pakistan. We're into the final 4. I think Shadab Khan has all the rights in the world to go after them now.
He most certainly does, but I'm worried about, like you said, he has a bit of a
119
niggle.
for 4.
He didn't train apparently.
But that's
before.
why I think he wants to go for the big
और
strokes.
boys रोजे भी रख रहे हैं यार.
रोजे भी रख रहे हैं?
रोजे भी रख रहे
यार, ये तो
हैं.
मतलब
Since South
वाकई-
Africa रोजे रख रहे हैं to replicate 92.
That's insane.
कादिर ख्वाजा की फोख्ता ने बताया.
अच्छा चलें मतलब उसी बहाने जो है
वैसे
हमें
मैंने देखा तो नहीं है किसी को पानी
बरकत
पीते
मिल रही है. मैंने भी नहीं देखा वैसे.
Shout out
Yeah,
Barkat,
yeah,
shout
yeah,
out
yeah.
Kudrat.
I mean, that makes it even more special when guys like Sean are running these, doubles into
Bro,
triples.
he's crazy, man.
If you're not even getting any water. Fielding rankings in global game: Glenn Maxwell at the top, Phillips second, Livingston third, Van Merva, the one that took
That catch
amazing
alone,
catch,
man, that catch
is
alone.
number 4, and Shadab Khan at number 5, along with Sam Curran. So a few fielders from Pakistan and England in the mix. Nawaz
Nawaz
is in the
bhi
top
hai.
10 as well. And normally we're not known as a very good fielding side, but we've
Bro,
been
but our
decent
fielding
in the
against the
last few
Kiwis
games.
was nuts, man.
Yeah, some runouts and some exceptional groundwork there. The Chief is in the house too. Sam Curran into the attack.
Oh,
He's
nobody
locked
there,
his
nobody there,
in
nobody
the
there.
air. Didn't connect cleanly. They'll come back.
Oh, running, yaar, zabardast running, boys, shabash.
It fell in no man's land. Sean Masood not in control of that stroke. It was a slower delivery again from Sam Curran, but they come back for 2, and that's what matters. 121 for 4 now, Pakistan into the final 4 with Nawaz, Wasim, Naseem, Shaheen, and Haris Rauf still to
यार इसको
come.
तो लपेट दो अब यार.
भाई अगर किसी का edge पे भी चौका छक्का हो जाता है वसीम शाहीन में, those are bonus runs.
Yes.
You could easily go from 120 to 165 here, easy.
100%.
I think in the last 4,
We should.
Pakistan will be looking
We
for
have,
at
we
least
will.
40. And the last few
Itni
overs have been
tape lagi
expensive as
Nawaz
well.
ke helmet ko.
Curran once again, Sean makes room, wanted to cut
Oh.
it, misses it. He didn't follow the batsman this time, bowled it well outside the off stump,
Smart
keeping it
bowling.
wide, wanted
You
him to
smart.
reach. Sam Curran has been a star bowler for England at this tournament, the leading wicket taker, not someone that you would have put up there to be the leader at the end of the day. 6 matches, 11 wickets. Shaheen Afridi though does have the chance, and so does Shadab Khan, to overtake him by the end of this innings.
They will, inshallah.
And I do believe that Shaheen Afridi will end up as the leading wicket taker at this tournament. Sean can go, but I think he's doing the right thing. Even if he picks up singles and doubles, it's not a problem. He's lofted this time towards mid-wicket, straight into the hands.
Yeah.
He wanted to go deep. He wanted to go big. And once again, Sam Curran bringing the breakthrough for England. It was a full delivery, not short enough for him to hit it. Use a short arm jab, but he's found Livingston in the deep. And that's the 5th wicket down for Pakistan, 121 for 5.
Yeah, I wanted to go towards mid wicket, but
Yeah.
just too square.
I
But
do feel like he's gone a little too early there, Izzy. I think he should have rotated
ठीक
the
है,
strike.
3.5 over यार, fair enough.
But I mean, yeah, you know what? Not going to criticize it, but he's done his job. He's played a wonderful innings for Pakistan.
Well played,
38
yaar.
off 24
Zabardast.
for him. He came in when Pakistan needed those partnerships. He's built 2 of them with Babar Azam and Shadab Khan, and we're in a good position still with Nawaz to come,
It's
with
all about
Wasim
the
to come.
execution. अब तो 3.5 घंटे अब चलाओ भाई, चलाओ.
भाई अभी भी पाकिस्तान को ये कॉन्फिडेंस होगा कि अगर 150 से 155 160 रन बन जाते हैं, this is a game that we can win.
100% यार. We should win.
Again, this is a good time
Just
for me
need somebody to give that flurry.
to ask you, Dilviz, I need a prediction.
यार it's always green, but I think maybe 50-50 है यार अभी.
50-50 कोई prediction हुई?
क्या आपने
What
क्या
50-50?
मांगी?
मुझे
अच्छा
proper
नंबर
prediction
चाहिए
है,
आपको.
हाँ.
पाकिस्तान कितने
It
का
has to be no number नहीं चाहिए मुझे दिलविज दें 50-50 दिलविज नहीं हो सकता has to be either or.
अच्छा
You can't sit on the fence.
नहीं यार फिर तो 66% पाकिस्तान.
66%.
34.
All right, what's the Dilviz?
1/3 उनके साथ है.
We need some numbers. AZ Khwaja is 66%.
Shaba
I still
Nawaz.
feel like it's 75-25 Pakistan.
तू मेरा मैच विनर है.
Match जिताएगा तू मैनू.
21.
Another lefty coming through. Full delivery,
good
driven down the
punch.
ground, but straight to mid-off. Good fielding there from Chris Jordan, who's very quick across the surface. Cuts it off, not letting them get that early single.
And he has a big role with the ball as well यार उनके.
Sam Curran ने boundaries नहीं concede की है जी. मसला सबसे बड़ा ये है कि he's bowling some very quiet overs. He doesn't mind the singles or doubles.
Unreal.
What's the Dilviz saying in the chat, Sir Khail?
40 England for Atif.
Atif says 60-40 England.
ये क्या बात हुई?
69 says Ramiz. Nice.
Nice.
Number 80.
Nofel says 80 to who?
80 England.
80 England. Pulled away this time by Nawaz. This should come back for 2. I think they
Shadab
found...
तेरी call है?
No, just the 1. I think Nawaz is just coming in. 70-30 says Abdul Muqeed to England. Yeah.
Jordan को ही देंगे.
Most of the people are fancying 65-35 says Mehdi to England. So a lot of English supporters in the crowd wearing green, but dil hai Englistani. It's a
बस
big hit.
one big over will change the innings.
Yeah, I
man.
think Sean just picked the longest part of the
Yeah.
ground to play that stroke, and it didn't work. England's highest wicket taker in T20Is in 2022, Sam Curran. So he has been,
Who would have thought, man?
who's been the key bowler for them this time. Oh, wanted to play the ramp shot. Shadab just
यार, इसकी over
opting to
कैसे
lean
beat करा रहे हैं हम
back
यार?
and hit it through. Curran is asking, did you edge it? It doesn't matter. The overs ended. Another good one from Sam Curran. He's bowled 3 now.
8 रन खाए हैं 3 ओवरों में.
He's been the catalyst right now. Pakistan will have 3 overs to go big. 40 runs in 3 overs is doable with these two at the crease, but you're going to
100%.
need to have at least 1 over of 15 to 16.
Yes. और वो हमने देखा है एक चौके के साथ हो जाता है यार. आपको 2 छक्के मारने की जरूरत नहीं है.
Yeah, and I mean, when you're converting the singles into doubles, one boundary can still fetch
Exactly.
you 13-14 runs. We saw that in the Stokes over where it was just the 1-4, and the other runs came through the running. It's
पता
a
लगे आज
massive ground
वसीम
still.
जूनियर का बल्ला चल जाए.
Most wickets at the T20 World Cup. Sam Curran, for the ones that have played only in the Super 12, he's leading the way.
Fake stat
Wanindu,
भाई
Bastida.
एक्सपोज हो गया तुम्हारा वनिंदू.
यार मेरा मतलब पर्सनल थोड़ी है, मेरा बेटा थोड़ी है वो. मुझे अच्छा लगता है लेकिन ये थोड़ी
We
है
haven't
तुम
seen the
मुझे बार-बार
documents.
स्लैंडर करो. Jordan now
वो कौन है वो?
bowling his third.
कौन होता था मोरी?
कौन सा मोरी?
You are not the father.
अच्छा मोरी. मोरी केड़ा मोरी?
मोरी गेट.
मोरी.
Shout out our
3 overs to go, 122 for 5
it's a
Pakistan.
sea of green at the
Chris
ICC.
Jordan should be targeted. Nawaz facing, gets a delivery down the leg side, helps it on its way
यार.
towards fine leg. It'll just be a single. It was loose,
MCG के अलावा ये हर जगह चौका है.
but there is a fielder there.
वही
I think
बात
it's
है
very
ना, इसलिए
difficult.
उन्होंने डीप फाइन रखा हुआ है.
1, 2, 3 for 5 now. Pakistan 17.1 overs up. We have just around 17 deliveries to go.
Yeah, we cannot limp to 150. थोड़ा सा
We
दलेरी.
saw Shadab Khan at a 15-20
Look at
deliveries.
Naseem's strike rate 209.
तो आपको पता है सिर्फ छक्के मारता है. चौके सिंगल डबल शबल तो होते ही नहीं
अब्बास
उसकी बॉल.
भाई वो याद है वो क्लिप.
हाँ, सारी
बहुत
जिम्मेदारी.
डांट फिर गया यार. He's so sweet man.
What a kid.
Shout out
He's been
Urvashi.
dropped by a QG.
सोचो यार.
What a
यार
call
तुम
by
लोगों ने
them.
उठा लेना तो बहुत प्लानर हो.
Retain. They can they have the right to retain. Makes room, goes down the ground. He hasn't cleared it cleanly, and that'll be the wicket
यार ये
that
क्या
England wanted
शॉट है
most.
यार.
It's Shadab Khan who wanted to assert himself, hit it over long off. Instead, he spooned it straight into the hands of mid-off, who takes an easy catch. And Pakistan now are definitely in a lot of trouble. The extra bounce from Chris Jordan was the undoing of Shadab Khan, who hits it straight into the hands of Chris Wokes, who didn't have to move a muscle to take that.
Why are
You
you
can see
trying
the
to create
disappointment.
something, man?
Oh, they know the square boundaries are too long. They know that they're not strong on the pull. Shadab will be very disappointed. He's signaling to the next batsman in that they're mixing things up. They're bowling the cutters. They're getting stuck in the surface. I think if I'm Wasim, I rotate the strike. I give it to Nawaz, and everything's
आपके
on
इधर
his
15 रन
shoulders.
कट गए हैं यार.
This is going to be a massive moment now.
अब 150 पहुंचना पड़ेगा.
We were thinking 160. We were thinking 170. Now Pakistan will be hoping that 150, 155
कोई
is
नहीं
still on the
वसीम
cards.
जूनियर मारेगा यार. थोड़ा सा क्लियर माइंडेड अप्रोच वाला बंदा भी इस सिचुएशन में चल सकता है.
Yeah. And I think his role right now is to at least get bat on ball and rotate the strike. He can't
Yeah,
just
man.
swing, you know, the way that he did in
वो
that
तुम्हें
game
आगे
against
नहीं कराएंगे,
Zimbabwe.
तुमने स्ट्रेट बैट ग्लाइड करो थर्ड मैन को, पॉइंट को सिंगल लो यार.
आगे का तो चांस ही नहीं है. उन्होंने देख लिया कि जो बॉल पिच अप हुई थी उसको मतलब किस
उन्होंने
तरह
homework
बैट्समैन ने
किया हुआ
ट्रीट
है
किया.
तो.
Yeah, they know that the pull shot is weak for these Pakistanis. He's not
बट
having
ऐसे
a great.
स्प्लाइस शॉट वो भी मारेंगे यार, वो भी
They're going to
मारेंगे.
struggle too with the same things that we're struggling with. Wasim into the attack, gets a short back of a length delivery, hurries onto the batsman, who just gets a little bit of bat on it towards mid-on. Again, a good over. The last 9 deliveries, AZ, have been very good for England. They've clawed their way back into the
It's
game.
not a percentage shot, man.
It
And
isn't.
off the back foot, you're trying to loft the mid off.
Because the amount of power
Up
that you
square
need.
घसीटो ना यार.
Exactly, the amount of power that you need on a wicket that's having the ball stuck in it, you're going to need to be like
ये
Chris
तो
Gayle.
बेसबॉल वाली शॉट अब ट्राई करो मिड ऑफ का चौका लेने का.
Not a good decision there from Shadab Khan, but doesn't matter now.
Oh,
Wasim is gone! No, he's dropped it!
Oh, Brookie!
Harry Brook has dropped. Wasim.
overthrow!
There are gonna be overthrows as well. Everything happening out there.
दो
Comedy
इजी
there.
दो है, इजी दो है, वो इजी दो है, कितना थ्रो मार लेगा.
They'll come back for 2. This is
ओए
actually.
आ जाओ फिर से आ जाओ.
It's going to be 3 runs off a drop
Hey,
catch
yes.
at point. Wasim hit it hard straight to the hands of Harry Brook.
Have you dropped the World Cup?
He may have dropped the World Cup, much like
Exclusive!
Herschel Gibbs back in '99. It was a diving effort from Book.
Oh,
Who had it straight
Brookie.
into his hands
Oh,
and
Brookie.
straight out. Chris Jordan attempted a run out at the other end.
Benny Hill
Goes
music
past
लगा
the stumps and Ben Stokes will have to collect. They'll come back for 3.
Activated.
This is Kudrat being activated.
पहले दायरे में एक्टिवेट कर लेते हैं.
अगर वर्ल्ड कप में किसी को ओवरथ्रोज का फायदा हुआ है वो इंग्लैंड को हुआ है. So this is karma.
For what? Which one?
World Cup final.
Oh yeah.
How can you forget that, AZ?
Oh my God.
Joss Butler just urging his men to be a
ठीक है,
little
ठीक है, आओ
bit more
single लो.
sane here. Cuts it away off the back foot towards the cover region. They'll pick up a single.
Can Nawaz line up Sam Curran
I think he can. I think it's
with
going
that
to be.
front foot jab जो
I think
मारता है?
if he hits it clean enough over mid wicket, between
मुश्किल
mid
shot.
wicket and long on, that's going to be the key. But they're pitching it a little too
यार
short.
हर दफा बेचारा क्राइसिस पे ही बैटिंग पे आता है.
यार,
या तो एज अ
काम
लो
ही है.
वैल्यू विकेट या तो एंड में बचाने के
Nawaz
लिए.
is a man of crisis.
Seriously man.
5 runs coming off this over. The final delivery of the 18th to come. 127 for 6. Jordan has had a decent
वो भाई
comeback.
ठीक ठाक उसके GBTS हुई है.
वो तो हर किसी की हुई भी होगी.
यार ये तो है.
Right, let's see if Wasim can just rotate the strike here once again. Short delivery, strikes him actually near the
Oh.
throw-in area, but goes through his legs past the stumps. And more importantly than anything, even though it's a dot delivery, Nawaz will be on strike in the next over.
150 भी दूर हो गया.
18 down, 127 for 6. What is the prediction now?
यार 150 भी दूर हो गया है. 140
23 2 ओवर में तो बन सकते हैं.
बिल्कुल बन सकते हैं बट वी विल वाला बंदा भी चाहिए एक.
यार कोई नहीं, शाहीन आएगा, आपको पता है. उसने आगे बढ़ते साथ
अभी बेच दे.
करण को 2 छक्के मारने हैं ऐसे कि मतलब
सीरियसली अभी बेच
होश
दे.
उड़ जाएंगे आपके.
अभी बेच
कैसे
दे.
भेज दें? रिटायर आउट थोड़ी हो सकता है.
नहीं अब हाँ ये तो है.
अब तो जो भी खड़ा है उसको घुमाना पड़ेगा. I just hope that
नवाज की स्ट्राइक है.
Yeah, Nawaz doesn't get out. I think that's the key here. Even
वही
if you
है
have to
बस
farm
चला
the
ही जाओ यार,
strike,
चला ही जाओ.
I'd be okay if he's farming the strike because he's the higher percentage hitter of the two.
ब्रो बटलर किसी भी हाल में दायरे में आउट करो.
Yep.
हेल्स चलो थोड़ा सा रोक के खेलता है 50 और 40 मारेगा बट बटलर इज अ मस्ट.
But Butler's the guy that's going to stick around for the entire innings. He's going to be the anchor for
मुझे नहीं लगता,
England.
मुझे
क्योंकि
लगता
उसके बाद
चलाएगा.
Phil Salt isn't the guy. Wide outside the off stump. Nawaz swinging
How was
blindly.
that?
That's not given a wide by the umpire. It's another dot delivery.
Bro,
Kearns
that was-
racked them up today. Picked up the massive wicket of Rizwan early on to bring the first breakthrough for England. The second wicket for England came
Yeah,
through
Haris.
Adil Rashid, who picked up Haris.
तुम
and then
नहीं
Adil
पहुंचे थे तो ना मारते.
went back to back to pick up Babar Azam with that exceptional googly bowled a wicket maiden that ultimately led to the demise of Iftikhar Ahmed as well. He was under pressure.
This was the game changer moment.
Whew, 127 for 6. 11 deliveries to go. Short, pulled away.
Do.
Hasn't connected
Easy
cleanly,
do,
went into the
easy do.
gap. They should come back for 2.
आ जाओ वसीम.
Easy for Nawaz. They can jog through. 129 for 6 now.
आई थिंक टूज में ही करना पड़ेगा. चौके मे बी a random 4 but you gonna have to do
अच्छा
running.
मसला दूसरा ये है कि their third man and fine leg are also so fine
Yeah.
that they're not getting those edges or those nudges down the leg
उसका
side.
फायदा ही नहीं होना. वो
So
रोक
you can
लेंगे.
only really pick up 2, but Shadab, I think probably the most disappointing shot of the innings. That wasn't really the area that he needed to go.
वो भी Jordan
Not a
को
high
यार.
percentage shot. Anyway, we continue. 10 deliveries to go. Leg
Oh.
side, flicked away. This is straight into the hands of Livingston. Sam Curran, when you need a wicket, you go to Sam Curran. He's picked up his third. And Pakistan are now 7 down. It was a full delivery on the leg stump. He flicked it, but exactly to the man positioned for that stroke. Shan Masood got out to the same exact bowler in the same exact area, and this time Kern picks up another lefty in Nawaz. Pakistan in all sorts of trouble. That 150 mark looking very unlikely.
कैच ही छोड़ दो यार ये वो.
It's the longest part of the boundary. We saw that he's one of the best fielders in the world, even statistically, and he's picked up another catch. It's going to have to be the Lahore Qalandars captain, the Eagle, Shaheen Afridi. Can he propel the men in green to a respectable total that he and his co-bowlers can defend here?
यार सैम करन को तुम लोग विकेट दे रहे हो यार.
Sam Curran now has 3 in the innings, and AZ, despite your slander, he is the leading wicket taker at the tournament.
एक
You
तो ये
can't-
स्लिदरिन वाले कसम
You
खुदा
can't
की
count him out. He doesn't look like the most threatening or potent bowler, but when it comes down to it, he does the job for his team. Joss Butler has a gem
वो
in
30
Sam
रन काट
Curran.
गया है हमारे स्कोर में से.
He's picked up 2 massive wickets, both the all-rounders, Nawaz and Shadab Khan. Sorry, Shan Masood.
1992 में हमारा मिडिल ऑर्डर तो कोलैप्स नहीं हुआ.
नहीं भाई, हमें वसीम अकरम ने जो है वो एक कैमियो दिया था,
Akram?
maybe Shaheen's time. Swings hard
Oh,
through the
shot.
leg side, comes through for the single quite quickly, but straight to the fielder, so no 2.
Bro, their combined age is like what? 40?
Yeah, 42, 43.
इस उम्र में वो MCG में लाख बंदे के सामने वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल
क्या
खेले.
यही तो नर्व्स होती हैं, यही तो मतलब आपको ग्रेट और लेजेंड के बीच में जो है एक प्लेटफॉर्म
Bro,
मिलता
but
है.
still, man, it's so hard to
No,
fathom.
of course, but we talked about this, AZ. The nerves that they needed to control, they've been controlling the last 4
Brook
games.
भी इतना ही है 20-22 का है
सब
बेचारा.
इसी तरह है. England might have a few more experienced players, but in
Yeah.
general, even Sam Curran, very young. Wokes and Jordan might be some of the
शाबा वसीम.
senior statements. Oh, I wanted to go for the pull stroke. Sam Curran very smartly pulls back the
यार
length,
क्या कमाल बॉलिंग करा रहे हैं यार.
and he just swings and misses. Another dot delivery. Sam Curran. We thought Adil Rashid was bowling a spell. Sam Curran has just come in and done him one better.
140 भी यार.
In their 8 overs, AZ, we've only gone for 33 runs and given away 5 wickets.
We couldn't target anyone. Even only Stokes went at like 8 runs per over.
And they bowled to their field, they bowled to their strengths. They saw the long part of the ground and they continued targeting it. 44 dot balls in this inning so far. The final delivery of the 19th to come. Sam Curran bowling his final one. Comes down the track, bunts it towards point. He'll be on strike in the next over as well. Wasim, 131 for 7. We're into the final over.
If there
Pakistan
is
need-
one hittable bowler that
It's
Wasim
Jordan.
can hit is Jordan.
It's Jordan. He just needs to have a stable base, wait for those short deliveries, even some edges, maybe over the keeper's head, might fetch them some runs. Or if not, let Shaheen target. I feel like Shaheen can go after Jordan. The hopes and dreams of Pakistan to get 160 are no longer on the board. Anything above 145 will still be a target that the Pakistanis will ask for. But going into this innings break, it's all England right now.
Unbelievable bowling यार.
The game shifted entirely in the last 4 overs. Those wickets that they picked up, Shan Masood, Shadab Khan, and then Nawaz, those were the men who were going to make the difference between 160 and 145. Sam Curran in his 4 overs went for 12 runs, picked up 3
अब
wickets.
मसला ये है कि ये सारे उनके मीडियम फास्ट हैं, हमारे एक्सप्रेस फास्ट हैं. Is that an
That-
advantage or a
exact-
disadvantage?
Yeah, हमने देखा Naseem has become more intelligent with his slow
Ah.
deliveries, mixes things up quite nicely. So I think he might go to that a lot earlier. If there's a lot of swing early, that's a different story. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Maybe the first over only from Shaheen.
Haris will be very crucial with this.
Right. Wasim against Jordan. It's a matchup that should favor the right-hander. Final over to come, 131 for 7. Waits for it, swings, misses, goes
यार
through
ये
to the
नहीं
keeper.
करो यार.
And that's another dot delivery. There were a lot of calls for him to be labeled an all-rounder, but right now he is not delivering. Pakistan with 5 balls to go in this inning so far. 5 balls to save their World Cup hopes. They need to get over 145. A lot of worried faces. The
क्यों
energy is
cross
just being
swing
sucked
कर रहे हो?
out of the
Single
ground.
लो यार.
The energy is being sucked out of the studio as well. A lot of tentative faces just looking on. Kudrat ka nizam needs to come through for Pakistan now. A lot of shell-shocked faces, AZ. A lot of silence to build on, but this might be the moment that Wasim comes good.
Just make bat to ball connection.
Exactly,
यार.
just needs to wait on this. Shaheen is ready to run that quick single, even if it's a bye. What does Jordan do here? He goes short once again, swings and misses. They don't come through.
यार
That's
भाग
2 dot
जाओ ना.
deliveries. Butler very rightly is fielding a little bit closer than he normally does. Wasim has been culpable to that short ball, AZ. We saw it against Zimbabwe. We're seeing it again here tonight. It's an area that he needs to work on. Pakistan, with 4 balls to go in this innings, are 131 for 7. 140 is now looking a very, very far distance.
कितने डॉट्स करता है यार ये बंदा.
The last boundary was hit over 4 overs ago, AZ. 24 deliveries since the last
When
boundary.
Shadab got out.
When Shadab got out. When Shan Masood got out. Can Wasim make contact here? Gets a slow delivery, pulled it away, hasn't connected cleanly, goes towards mid-wicket and straight into the hand, which is worse for Pakistan because not only is it a dot, but the new batsman will have to be at the crease. It's not going to be Shaheen. It will most likely be Haris Rauf. He bowled it slow into the surface. Wasim was targeting that leg side, and once again, 3 wickets have fallen to the mid-wicket fielder. It's been Livingston that's taken the catch. What is the umpire signaling?
The man of the match. I think there might be a no ball. I don't know.
There was something there from Dharmasena. I'm not really sure what happened. I don't think it's a no ball. But Wasim Jr., once again, just not able to get going. It was a clean take, so no issues there. And it's going to have to be Haris Rauf to face. 3 balls to go. 4 off 8 for him. Just needs to work on that pull shot. He's still very early in his career, but the pressure of the moment telling for him tonight.
यार इसको 8 पे तो भेजना बंद करो.
No, I don't think he can bat ahead of Shaheen or even someone like Rauf at this point. I think we need to work on our batting, but the long tail that had been fortuitous for Pakistan so far suddenly become detrimental.
और उनकी 11 तक बैटिंग.
They do have batting till 11, but it doesn't matter if the Pakistani bowlers get going, but they need enough runs on the board to make it happen.
140 यार.
Haris was able to hit a 6 against India, his first delivery. It became a competitive total after that. He needs at least one of those here tonight. 131 for 7. You could really feel the energy just being sucked out of the stadium. England done really well. They've dried out the runs. He pulls it away, connects at least towards square leg. They should come back just for a single. Shaheen Afridi will be on strike. 132 for 7. Shaheen, the man. Can he do it? We've seen him hit some big shots in the past. Can he do it here in the final? Livingston's had some catching practice. Nasser Hussain calling it on air as well. And they're saying just stay on the boundary ropes. The job's not done, England. But holding their nerve when it mattered most. A lot of solemn faces in the stands. The dancing, the singing has suddenly died out, and it's all England so far.
Chalo, chalo, shabash. One hit will change the momentum of this innings. Shabash.
Leg side field here for Shaheen Afridi. What does he do? He likes to make room, likes to go leg side. Maybe coming down the track here. Makes room already. Pulls it.
Okay! Bhagja!
We needed one of these edges to go our way, and this time Shaheen finds the gap. No one there behind the keeper, and that's a much needed boundary for the men in green.
140.
He swung with all his might, and that is 4 runs that Pakistan desperately wanted. 136 for 8 with a ball to go. Even the Indians are celebrating that. Hit it out the top of the bat.
ठीक है.
And no one there to cut that off.
Oh,
Josh
look at the
Butler.
eyes, Jossie.
देखें उनकी आंखों में ना देखें जी. ये time नहीं है. Right, last delivery. Shaheen Afridi facing.
तू नहीं जिताना है.
It's the World Cup final.
It's up to you guys.
Can he hit a massive 6 here? Nope, he doesn't. It's a dot delivery.
And he's missed.
They
आजा
come back
भाग
for
जाओ.
one. He snuck through for a bye. And Pakistan end on 137. England will need 138 to win this game. They've done really well to pull this back. At one stage, it looked like a 160, 165 total. They picked up some massive wickets. Curran, Adil Rashid, Ben Stokes, and even Chris Jordan at the death, bowling exceptional lines, bowling to their plans, and restricting the men in green to what looks like a subpar total.
Definitely,
a lot of pressure on the Pakistanis to defend this, but if anyone can defend a low total, it's the men in green. We'll be back again in about 15 minutes. Stick around to Change of Pace Live.
See you then.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to what could be a very quick second innings, Mr. Khwaja. If you look back at Pakistan's accolades...
England 82 all out.
Could be. Kudrat ka nizam. But
Shout
if you look
out.
back at the accolades that Pakistan has gotten, whether it was 92 or 2017 or 2009, the bowlers had a huge say in each one of our achievements. If we are to get anywhere near the World Cup title today, we will need the bowlers to once again step up.
They'll have to do it for us. The score is not enough. 138, very below par target. We needed at least 150, but it didn't happen. Now we move on. Now over to the bowlers, and the fielding has to be right on the money. Let's
Right.
go.
First ball, Shaheen Afridi left arm fast, slip in place. And flicked away through square leg. A bit upish, and it should go all the way for 4, I reckon. It's going very quickly, and I think it's
चार
Mohammad
भागना
Haris
जाए.
that's giving chase.
No.
It should just be 3. Just look at the colossal stadium that is the MCG, AZ. Imagine fielding in front of
theatre.
this 90,000 strong crowd. But there's a lot of Pakistani representation. We should take heart in that. And
Joss and Hales beware. Shaheen is here. Let's go. Hint of swing, but not on the money. Too much on the pads, and nicely clipped by Jossie to get underway. Nice shot.
yeah, 3 for no loss. England don't need to do anything extraordinary or even special. They can just be straight up average and still walk the line here, because it's a very, very low total that they're chasing here to win their second T20 World Cup. Afridi this time to Hales. Man of the match against this India in the semi-final. And it's a good full Yorker driven well straight to mid-off. Should just be the single. And Pakistan missed a direct hit, but even if they had connected, it would still be a single.
ठीक है Shaheen. He
So-
has that magic formula. Early wickets in the power play.
What's the probability here, AZ?
Yeah,
10%?
it's England's game to lose. I'd say about 75% if I'm
Wow, 75.
truly honest.
You're giving Pakistan a big chance.
yeah,
I'm saying 90-10.
नहीं अब थोड़ा तो
They need run a ball, AZ.
थोड़ा तो लड़ेंगे कोई बात नहीं देखते हैं.
4 for no loss after 2.
It is a tricky pitch.
Good start here for the Engrays.
Shout out.
Freddie steaming in. Will just pick up a single
Oi!
ball at the inside edge. Goes to find leg. Gotta be careful there. Oh, they're coming
किधर है
back
यार
for
वसीम
2.
जूनियर.
Coming back for 2, and that's the kind of luxury that Pakistan really can't afford with this kind of total, AZ. They've already knocked off 6 runs in the first 3 deliveries.
ठीक है कोई नहीं. Not seeing that same swing we saw for even Stokes or Curran or Wokes.
Momentum is a huge factor here. If Pakistan don't get wickets in the power play, they can say goodbye.
फिर तो done and dusted है लेकिन हम लेंगे power play victory for sure.
Right. Well,
I
Shaheen,
feel like Naseem Shah will have an impact.
Shaheen is the man that usually delivers on that front, but we are up against the best opening pair in world cricket, in T20s at least right now. And just beat the outside off stump and the outside edge. A very good delivery by Shaheen Afridi. Butler didn't know what to do with that. 94 miles an hour.
He looks guilty. यार ले लो वर्ल्ड कप में क्या चांस लेने हैं बटलर है यार.
एज नहीं लगा यार, क्या हो गया
यार आपको कैसे पता?
यार, आपको पता है मेरी विजन.
हाँ, बिल्कुल
6 for no loss.
इसलिए तो मैं कह रहा हूँ.
6 for no loss after 4. England and Pakistan still have all their reviews intact.
Each of a delivery there this time just.
On another
Moving
day,
away.
that could have rocked the off stump. Maybe it's just not Pakistan's day.
यार ऐसे तो ना करें.
Well, it seems like it, AZ. What do you think went wrong in the batting? Do you think...
यार वही जैसे अहमद हसन कह रहे थे we were 120 for 4 in the last 4 overs. We should have gotten at least 30, 7.5 runs per over.
Right, 6 for no loss after 4. Good Yorker, but it's dug out well by Butler. They should pick up at least 2 here into the leg side, but there is a fielder there, so it'll just be the single. After the first over, England are looking good.
एक ball है.
Ek ball hai, sorry. Was there an outside edge? No.
नहीं था.
Good decision from Pakistan. to not-
BCCI ने म्यूट किया हुआ है ट्राई.
Yeah, ऐसे ना बोलो.
यार क्यों नहीं बोले?
But good decision to not review that, AZ.
Yeah, you've got 2, so you can always burn 1. I don't mind to be honest.
Yeah, I've seen matches lost.
यार 2 रिव्यू 20 ओवर में बहुत होते हैं.
7 for no loss after 5 deliveries. We're still in the first over here, so there still could be that early wicket from Afridi. In he comes to Hales. And oh my! Come on! That's the one we're talking about. Shaheen Afridi in the first over. He gets his man again. Nipped into the right-hander, and much like KL Rahul last year, Hales knew nothing about that. The first one goes down. Pakistan need 9 more of those. AZ 7 for 1.
What a beauty. It's the Eagle landing in Melbourne and Alex Hales. Bye-bye. Middle stump rocked.
All legs up.
Pitched in middle, moved into the leg stump, hit his pad, onto the middle stump again. It's a brilliant delivery. And this is almost prophetic from Afridi. Every single time he bowls a first over, and it's raining. There's a slight drizzle in the stadium.
Cancel karo match.
Slight drizzle in the stadium.
What drama. What a delivery. Shaheen Shah Afridi has put Pakistan on the board.
DLS, 110 and 10
After
overs.
10 overs, right?
10 over there. Each.
But it's only a slight drizzle right now.
Go there.
At this point, Pakistan will
तू
take
भी ले
it.
जा मैं भी ले जाऊँ
7 for 1 after 6.
हिसाब का कटर लाओ
Right. Let's get back to the. Let's get back to the game. 7 for 1 after the first over. Pakistan have removed one of the key openers, one of the key assassins of the Indian bowling lineup in the semi-final. It's a big wicket, AZ. Ahmed was telling me before the game.
Okay,
ये क्या WWE चल
loading day तक लेके
but Vince McMahon's going to come in. Well, Phil Salt, he's a big PSL player, AZ. He spent a lot of time in Pakistan with the multiple franchises.
First
in fact.
innings of the World Cup, it's in the final.
Just remember this, AZ, that England haven't really experienced or exposed their middle order enough at the World Cup.
100%.
Right, here we go. Butler to face. Naseem streaming in right arm fast.
Oh, what a
magnificent. That is good bowling. Hits the hard length and it moves away from the right-hander. And it moves away from the offside edge.
Absolute ripper there from Naseem Shah. Late swing and Shaheen Shah Afridi. Look at that one. He has been KL Rahul. See ya later. What a ball, yeah. How does he do it time and again, man? How does he do
And
it?
it's the same way, AZ. It's like you know it's going to happen to you, but you still can't
You
stop
can't
it.
stop it. And Shan Masood taking flight as well.
Love it. Love the passion from
Needs
Pakistan.
to see a dentist.
Right, 7 for 1 after 1.1. Driven away. Good shot by Butler.
ठीक है,
Finds the
ठीक
gap
है,
on the
रुको, रुको,
offside.
रुको.
It's a big outfield, but it might still go all the way for 4. It does. Good shot from the English captain. A much needed boundary for England.
Have to be careful. Don't overpitch. Beautiful shot there by Butler. And he will counter-attack. That's the way he plays. Nice looking punch, yaar. He's already raised to 10.
मैं आपको ये बता रहा हूँ इजी कि अगर आप इनकी जो रिक्वायर्ड रन रेट है
जी,
उसको 8 की तरफ पुश करेंगे और 8 तक
करेंगे।
चली गई तो गेम ऑन है
100%.
This is not an easy pitch to bat on.
100%.
11 for 1 after 1.2. Pakistan with the early wicket again, but they need more than one wicket, easy.
लड़ेंगे ऐसी कोई बात नहीं लड़ेंगे ज़रूर
आप लड़े ज़रूर, बस यही हमारी ख्वाहिश है.
गिरना नहीं है आपने बिलीव
Partnership लगेगी?
नहीं लगेगी लगेगी भी नहीं आज
11 for 1 this time. Finds some swing away from the right-hander, but it's a poor delivery from the
Overpitch
seam.
कर रहे हो
It's given too much room on the offside, and he's pitched it up too as well. It'll be another boundary, back-to-back 4s. Butler getting away with it.
ठीक है 2 चौके खा के भी आउट कर लो ठीक है बट हैव टू बी केयरफुल बहुत तेज करा रहा है बहुत ओवर पिच कर रहा है एंड लुक एट दिस
Oh, Ed Sheeran in the crowd. 15 for 1 after 1.3.
bulimic at
It's Johnny Bairstow. Right, easy.
deflated
What are we going to do here? We're going to
आउट करेंगे और
fix the line here? I think
Out
it's too wide
यही वो
outside.
बॉल चेस कर जाए आउट है
It is raining. It's raining.
oh it's raining
It is raining.
call
quite
it
heavily.
off
10 overs now to complete the game.
हाँ 10 ओवर चाहिए
Well, let's see.
I'm just saying.
but do they restart the next or is the same
They restart the next day. They continue
Yeah, right.
where we left off today. In comes Naseem with a wet ball. And oh, yeah, and it goes past the slips. The third man for at least a single.
यार ठीक है अब कितने स्लिप लगाते हैं
यार 3-4 तो लगाओ.
3-4 तो नहीं लगाएंगे
Offside में चौके थे.
एक तो ये है.
Well, it should have been could have been a catch if Pakistan had 2 or maybe 3 slips, but it is a T20 game with all due respect.
I needed 2 slips and a gully
9 off the over already, so England are getting the runs on the board
stars
as well.
to watch oh yes brother Moeen for the Engrays yes
Yeah, he's
why
going
not, man?
to offer a lot towards
Salt
that.
first delivery get that one to nip in middle stump पक्का आउट होगा मिस करेगा बोल्ड होगा
It is raining, AZ. Keep in mind that gripping the ball when wet conditions is so difficult.
very true
But how about that from Shaheen?
दो बॉलों की मार था literally
Perfect from him, as usual. That's almost the standard that we expect from him.
you expect nothing less
Yorker, but he misses the
Oi!
length. It's an inside edge that goes to fine leg and for another boundary. Luck is favouring Salt and England. And Naseem is, well, increasing his speed, but he's going for the same amount of runs as well. 20 for 1 now, England after 1.5. They're chasing this down at a canter.
यार अब ऐसे inside edge रिजवान का बोल्ड हो गया था through his legs man Naseem trying too hard perhaps he is inexperienced it is his first ever big not his first ever second ever big final
Win predictor right now, 26% Pakistan. I think I'll take those chances.
It's improved from what I was saying. but
20
chalo.
for 1. They've got a very fine third man and a whitish fine leg.
शाबाश कोई नहीं आउट करेगा
Mid on-
बिलीफ रखो यार
mid on
होगा,
and
होगा.
wicket in place inside the circle. In comes Naseem. Oh, good delivery again. Defended away to mid on. It should just be the 1. Another single. Good over for England. A brilliant over for
Very good
England.
over.
21 for 1 after 2. They take a lot off of that one, AZ.
Yeah, वो दो अच्छे drive थे फिर inside edge. Just trying to be too quick here. Naseem Shah just spraying the ball a bit around. थोड़ा सा ठीक कर ले अपनी line. Maybe we have plenty of options. We can mix it up. हारिस राउफ को जल्दी लगा लो.
I don't think that's a bad shot.
मुझे
AZ.
लगता है शाहीन को अब 3 on the trot देने पड़ेंगे मुझे.
But don't panic. Don't panic.
Game इधर ही बनानी पड़ेगी यार. इधर ही दायरे में ही बनानी पड़ेगी.
Required run rate still 6.5, AZ. It's not gotten away from Pakistan.
Like you said, push it up to 8
Yeah.
and get close.
Yeah. We get to 8.
Zari.
You get to 8. You need to get the opposition also needs to get
Shadab
boundaries.
has to bowl the spell of his life once again.
Well,
Wait, none for 21 type, none for 22. Make it 2 for 22.
Pakistan is he's been Pakistan's MVP this tournament
Absolutely brilliant.
by far. In comes Afridi. He's been given the second over. Let's see if he can pick up a
Shaba
wicket.
Shine Shaba.
21 for 1
Salt
after 2.
पक्की तेरी मार है यार पक्की तेरी मार है.
The English will be slightly afraid as well. Left arm over the wicket.
Oh!
Slow delivery. Good fielding off his own bowling. It'll be a dot. Pakistan will need a lot more of those if they are to get close to defending this measly total of 138.
Nice change up there from SSA, getting 1.4 degrees of average swing. Of course, you'd expect it from the eagle.
Now, even seam movement, Daisy gets a little bit extra,
Yeah.
especially in the power play.
और आपको जब याद होगा जब शाहीन नया आया था उसकी इन स्विंग नहीं थी. He developed it, and now he's absolutely unplayable.
I mean, that's where
They
he gets,
cannot play him.
That's where he gets most of his wickets in the power play. Shaheen's all set to win. Dharmasena has given a not
Dharmasena.
out. It's a full toss that's hit him on the thigh. But it's, I think the impact's outside leg stump. And Babar goes upstairs for a review, a cheeky review. I think
नहीं
it's,
यार नहीं मिलेगा.
no, it's
उसने
not out. So it's going to be 4 leg buys, huh?
hit him in line जरूरी होगी यार.
No, but still, the impact is outside of the.
84,
Maybe it's hitting.
4 leg buys.
Pakistan only one successful review in the World Cup. नहीं ये था third
Third thought? Okay.
Was that change of pace but didn't land it? Shout out.
You can see he's outside. Like,
अरे
when you watch it in the other one,
हाँ
it might not look
लाइन में नहीं
like
लगी
it might
उसको
be
लाइन में नहीं
Yeah, I
लगी.
reckon it's umpire's call, AC.
It's taking him. You can see all 3 stumps. You
Yeah.
don't even need Hawkeye for this.
Oh, hang on,
Hold
right on the line.
The ball's literally like, look at it. It's away from the stump.
Yeah, but it's clipping.
Clipping what?
So at least,
इतना दूर नहीं है जितना.
at least we
दूर है.
saved the review.
the impact
We should
is
at least
high.
save the review. Let's see.
Like barely.
21 for 1.
They shouldn't do it on iTunes though. Put it in the.
Yeah, they will. But I'm just telling you.
चलो दे दो ना रिव्यू यार. एक तो तुम्हारी बैंडविड्थ ही फारिग हो जाती है एमसीजी की.
At least we're catering.
Right, it was Phil Salt. It was 5 off.
इतनी बारिश में खेलने दे should go off.
Yeah, honestly, a shortened game helps England.
That's true.
21 for no loss after 2.1. If it's a passing shower, Pakistan should try to stay out there.
नहीं तो तब भी 7 point कुछ रन रेट हो जाएगा in like 6 overs फिर क्या
That's
रोकोगे?
easy.
हाँ.
Right, we're still waiting for ball tracking. Maybe they're moving it a little bit left, Daisy. There we go. Umpire's call on wickets. That's a good review, though.
Out दे सकता था यार.
It's
दे
a good,
सकता
it's a good
था.
review,
I
AC.
think initial like viewing page.
हाँ, viewing पे बोला है.
ठीक है सॉल्ट पे भी अब थोड़ा
We didn't
दबाव
lose
है.
it, we didn't lose it.
Exactly, so it's a good review.
Did they take a
regardless
run,
of
though?
Pakistan. No,
It's
I
a
think,
dot ball,
I think it's a
okay.
dot ball.
No, bye.
Oh, bias.
How many of them?
डॉट दिखा रहा है उधर.
Like, by any means,
नहीं नहीं डॉट दिखा रहा है.
Well, it's 21 for 1. And Afridi once again starting economically in the over.
ठीक. नहीं तो फिर बटलर आ गया.
Yeah, it's a single. 22 for 1.
वही उनका साबुन स्लो है क्या करें. Whoa. Hi, come on Shine, get Butler. फिर they'll get rocked 100%.
You get Butler here, AZ, and I think the
Bro,
World Cup is,
game is on.
going to Karachi.
यार इतना भी नहीं है.
22 for 1 after 2.2 overs.
11 तक बैटिंग है उन लोगों की.
Need a wicket here, Pakistan, and preferably of Joss Butler. Well disguised cutter.
Yeah, I didn't land it though. That was the problem. He knows Salt goes really hard at the ball always.
Yeah. A PSL experience coming in. Afridi, great bowler, better hair.
Shabash, shabash, Shine, shabash.
Left arm fast.
Karega
of
out,
Butler.
karega out.
Butler's looking good. 15 off 8. Pakistan need a wicket. Oh, it's a good Yorker again.
Yaar!
Dug out through the leg side. It's timed immaculately well by Butler. And where Pakistan was struggling to hit the ropes, Butler has gotten 3 boundaries on his own.
हमारी एक्स्ट्रा पेस ही हमारे गले पड़ रही है यार. Beautiful shot.
Another boundary. 26 for 1 now. It's getting away from Pakistan now dramatically.
38 for 3 तो हमें चाहिए भाई. They need to be chasing 100 with 7 wickets in hand. कोई नहीं शाइन, कोई नहीं. थोड़ी सी मिडल स्टंप पे ले आ, बोल्ड है.
26 for 1 after 2.5 overs. The runs don't matter at the moment. If we can pick up a couple more wickets in the power play, game on. In comes Afridi with a slip in place. Driven away by Butler, so confident to mid off for a single.
फॉर्म लगी हुई है उसकी यार, आराम से बस नज करके निकल गया. चलो ठीक है, सॉल्ट को टारगेट करो, कोई बात नहीं. आई थिंक शाहीन नीड्स टू बोल 3 हियर. 2 से काम नहीं चलेगा. डिसीजंस नीड टू बी मेड बाय बाबर आजम. यार 150 कर लेते, हमने निकाल लेना था मैच आराम से.
Once again, Pakistan's batting letting them down at the big stage, and this scarce attendance of English fans is celebrating. 27 for 1.
शाबा बॉयज, शाबा, गिरना नहीं है, शाबाश. फाइट
Free
करो, फाइट
second
करो.
over yields a boundary for England. Here we go. It's a miss hit from Salt. No run, straight to mid off.
Hard hands. Kumar Dharmasena, good decision under pressure, has to be said.
Need a couple wickets from Pakistan.
100%. 3 तो दायरे में चाहिए.
How about that? Yeah,
बिल्कुल यार, रऊफ को लगाओ यार. You don't have time to waste. You don't have runs to waste.
Final ball of the third over now coming up.
Brookie. PSL goat. ये क्या बने हैं? Don't recognize it. Anyways. Shabash, shabash, Shaheen.
Shaheen this time smacked straight back to the bowler. Good
Shabash,
fielding.
okay.
Good fielding by Haris Rauf, who's been an exceptional outfielder in this World Cup. It was
He
hit
read
very
that
hard,
still,
straight to long on, but Afridi stuck a leg out, hit his leg, and went to Haris. So it's a dot delivery, AC?
1-1, just one.
Single, wow, okay. 28 for 1 after 3. How you feeling?
Yeah, we need wickets. We need 3 in the power play at the very least. We need to expose the middle order. Livingstone को इतनी बैटिंग नहीं मिली, मोइन अली को थोड़ी सी मिली है. Butler has been doing a hard carry. We need to get him out. Simple as that.
28 for 1 after 3. Pakistan, well, they're concerned about the wickets because England bat quite deep. Need to pick up the...
They bat literally all the way down to 11.
Right, they only got 137 earlier today, Pakistan, and Shan Masood tried his best. Babar went at his usual slow pace, but it was incorrect tactical decisions and then some poor application between Shadab Iftikhar that just didn't work for Pakistan today, and Haris didn't go either. They've only ended up with 137 at some point. They looked like they were in for a certain 150, 160. Pakistan, at the side of their average score is 160 to 165 in T20s, so the batting is definitely underperformed.
Yeah, 120 for 4th. Yeah.
Right.
Shaba Rauf.
It is going to be Haris Rauf. It's going to be Kalandars from both ends. Right arm fast, and
How is he only ranked 18?
doesn't
in the
matter,
world,
AZ. He
man?
could be the best in the world if he wins the World Cup tonight. It's as simple as that for Pakistan. None of the other numbers matter. Salt is 6 off 6, so he's still struggling out there. Haris could possibly get him. Here we go. Right on fast on the leg side. Poor delivery. It's been flicked away through mid-wicket. There's a sweeper out there that won't get there. It's another boundary for England.
यार ये क्या नथिंग बॉल है यार. Full on leg stump. इसका क्या करें हम?
Well, Pakistan look like they've not shown up today. It's the Pakistan that we dread and we dislike. And they rarely show up these days, but, well, it's a World Cup final. So it is quite going to be a dramatic thrashing if, well, they don't fire on any cylinders, in fact.
Really nothing delivered. The pace was good, but वही है. पैरों में दे रहे हो. 10 off 7 salt भी निकल गया.
The lines have been poor from Pakistan. Even the lengths have been questionable. In comes Haris again. He's put a mid-wicket in place now on the leg side. Will he go offside this time? No, it's driven.
Oh!
Straight to mid-off. Good fielding.
That's a better area. ये हट के मारेगा. Bold होने के बहुत chance है इसके. Time and again we've seen that.
Dot delivery for Salt, but he's already got a boundary in the silver, easy. 32 for 1.
Margin for error is
Well, none, AZ. None. Absolutely none.
shout
Pakistan
out
need-
Babar Azam.
Pakistan need a miracle.
Great record versus Alex Hayes. अब वो तो चला गया, आगे क्या करें?
Yeah, these stats were premeditated, but Alex Hales has already been dismissed by Afridi. In comes
Bravo.
Aris to Salt. That's
What? Yes! Come on! Haris Rauf!
Well, we said we needed 3 in the power play. We've got 2. It was a good length delivery at pace. Salt made room to crash it through the leg side. The mid-wicket had just been placed there. It went straight down his throat for a good catch. It came very quickly, AZ. England 32 for 2.
Thank God. Finally in the right areas, and they had just moved Iftikhar to that position at catching mid-wicket, and he's got him. Shabash boys, one more in the power play. Butler ko pakdo. Phir game in hand hai.
Butlers are out there in Pakistan, just like in their World Cup. They refuse to say die here at the final. 32 for 2. I reckon, AZ, if England try to play out the 20, they'll win the game. So
Oh,
Pakistan need the wickets.
Yes. इनका middle order में कौन है यार?
Well, the middle order is stacked, absolutely stacked. You've got Moyne, you've got Livingston, you've got
Brookie.
Brook, who's so talented.
He's too good, man.
Yeah.
But ठीक है, another opening.
And you have Sam Curran and Chris Wilkes. They bat too.
वो तो 11 तक बैटिंग है ना. आदिल 11 पे आ रहा है. He almost saved a test match against us. I still remember. याद है वो 2015
Rashid, Rashid's up there. 32 for 2 now. Pakistan.
We need a double strike here, back to back. इनको हिला के रख दो.
That's what Pakistan are used to. You think of Muhammad Amir in 2009 against Tilkaratna Dilshan.
फिर से बोलना जरा.
Tilkaratna Dilshan. I've nailed that one, AZ.
That was harder than the Urdu, or was it?
Well, that took about 25 takes. Look, but that's what we did against Sri
Oh,
Lanka.
Stokes आ गया. Just get that one into the pads. Just get it swinging in. Just get him here. 105 strike rate. He's not been good at the World Cup.
Right, Harsh Rauf steaming into Ben
Shabba Rauf,
Stokes.
Shabba
He's a
boy,
big
Shabba
player.
boy.
Ben, he gets up. Oh! Good delivery. Good delivery from Harris Rauf. Hits the good length, and Stokes dangerously watches it go over the off stump. That was a great delivery.
यार कैसे बच गया यार.
Edge होता तो मजा आता.
Bro, bold था.
The ball has extra bounce here today at the MCG. Pakistan will be looking to exploit that.
ओ भाई replay दिखाओ उस बॉल का यार. ये छोड़ो, ये तो हमें पता है आउट था. Stokes, he looks absolutely. Oof.
32 for 2. Another good delivery. Rizwan has made a meal of it. Was there an edge there? He's cut Stokes in hand. The camera work is a little late, but I think it beat bat and pad and the stumps, AZ.
149 kph. Haris Rauf breathing fire here.
How about that, AZ? It was a full pace delivery. Yeah, just beat the
अंदर
inside
नहीं
edge.
रिजवान को क्या हो गया?
If we're defending this, AZ, there cannot be any fielding mistakes.
They didn't take a single.
I know, but still, I'm just saying, no fumbles.
Shabba Rauf, you have it, you have the groove. कर दे, कर दे, कर दे.
32 for 2. Final ball of the fourth over coming up. It's been a good one for Pakistan. Ben Stokes drives it away straight to point.
ठीक
No
है,
run.
great overall, boy.
It's a good one. It's a good one for Pakistan. Just 4 from it and a wicket. It's a big wicket too. Phil Salt, when he gets going, it's hard to look back. And suddenly Pakistan
This is the pair.
have given them a little bit of just a slight crevice through the door.
ये इन
AZ.
दोनों के प्रेशर प्लेयर है. इन्होंने वर्ल्ड कप 2019 को जिताई थी. इनको ही हमने जल्दी आउट करना है. Like he said, get that run rate up to 7-8. कुछ भी हो सकता है.
Right now we're almost over 6.5 AZ. But what's very important is to dismiss Butler.
कितना हो गया required? 6.62. Okay.
Babur, I bring inshallah inside the power play.
यार वो बहुत बड़ा चांस है. स्टोक्स मारेगा यार.
Take it. You don't have
Power
any
score with 2 wickets after 10 overs should be 62.
So they're behind.
I mean that's over going.
Oh, right, okay. After 10.
After 10 or after 6?
After 10.
Because 10 is minimum, right?
वो तो यार बहुत दूर है.
Well,
देखो यार,
if
Jordan
we
10
get
पे आ
wickets,
रहा
that changes.
Yeah, wickets go
Yeah,
high,
yeah, exactly.
If Brooke, Ali, Livingston are not the
अब
guys.
अभी वो शाइन को तीसरा देगा या नसीम को लगाएगा, क्या करेगा?
बहुत आउट किया.
Right, here we go, folks. Into the fifth over of the power play. What's Babar's decision going to be? It's going to be Haris Rauf or no, Naseem Shah, of course.
Come on Naseem, you need to make up for
He
that
was
over.
very, very expensive in the first. He went for 14. Needs to correct and needs to get a little bit better. There's a deep square leg and a third man in place. Umbrella field on the offside. Butler will have to go inside out to get a boundary.
Brooke, you don't want to be in the middle of this.
Naseem, good leg.
Oh! Has he got him?
No, it beats the outside edge. AZ beats the outside edge. Kumar Dharmasena says, calm down, Pakistan. You're in this, but that's not a wicket. Another good length delivery shaping away from the right-hander, missing the outside edge. And this is that phase of play, AZ, where Pakistan often channel their hal.
Oof, I thought he had him there. Need a slip, yaar. Slip किधर है?
32 for 2. I think there is a slip in place.
रखो यार, catching extra और slip रखो यार. ठीक है
This
नसीम
is a
यही
big
है, यही
over.
है।
This is a big over for Pakistan.
दे देना दे दे
And he comes again to Naseem, this time to Butler. Down the leg side. That'll be four. That'll be four. Oh, it's wide as well. I thought it was off the glove. Rizwan tried to get there. It was difficult, to be honest. And that's gone for 5 wides. Pakistan's shoulders drop because with such a low target, AZ, runs like these, deliveries like these are match changing.
Big swing यार, no chance for Rizwan.
The prayers have started from Nawaz. Well, Pakistan will need divine intervention again. And it might be in the shape of Shadab Khan, who's been so clinical in this World
बस
Cup.
आउट करो, बस आउट करो, खैर है यार, आउट करो बस।
5 extra runs off the first ball of this over.
यार तुम क्या मैच रोक रहे हो यार?
Butler apologized to Naseem as he walks out of his batting stance.
There's just a seagull, man.
There's
Whoa.
a seagull.
Call Peter, please.
Well, the seagull has left, AZ. The seagull has left.
Oh. यार जॉसी यार अपना हेनरी केवल है यार
30
छोड़
the
दिया
worst taste in men.
37 for 2
जॉस बटलर अच्छा नहीं है
after 4.1. If he gets out, AZ, I'll take that. Oh, bhai, chale jao tum, seagull.
यार वो आ रहा है कैच के लिए
Right, here we go. Naseem Shah steaming into Butler. And good. It hasn't carried. It hasn't carried. He finds the edge this time to Butler's bat. But Nawaz, Rizwan was just a few steps back and it didn't carry the keeper. Another good delivery, hit the hard length, moved away from the right-hander.
लगा है नहीं लगा
I think it touched.
नहीं,
I
नहीं,
think
नहीं,
it touched.
नहीं लगा नहीं लगा
इतनी movement नहीं होती है
क्यों कब से हो रही है उसकी
He's got it on stream
After the
right
bat though, after the bat.
हाँ वो जो ग्रीन पे टर्फ पे लगता है
now.
Well, it didn't carry anyways.
Through the gate.
शाबाश नसीम you have him
Middle stump gate.
37 for 2. Here we go again. Edge to taken. No.
यार रिजवान इसको मना करो यार वेट कर रहा है
Lot of movement off the bat. We thought there was an edge. There wasn't. But Butler is poking outside the off stump. He's taking the bait that Naseem is offering him.
यार स्लिप क्यों नहीं रख रहे तुम पागल तो नहीं हो गए इधर उधर उड़ गया उसका एज
The voice is going. That's always a good sign. Required run rate's going over 6.5 AZ.
You are the master.
अब आया ना इफ्ती शाबाश रिप्ले किसको आउट किया था इसने स्लिप में किसको आउट किया था इंडिया के खिलाफ हारिस ने किया था रोहित को आई थिंक रोहित को किया था
37 for 2. Goes for the paddle. Absolutely magnificent. Shades of Matthew Wade. Shades of Matthew Wade in Dubai. And Butler moves across the line and just flicks it over the side screen of the keeper's head for a half a dozen. That is just unbelievable.
क्या बंदा क्या बोले इस शॉट
Imagine being beaten for 2 deliveries and then doing that easy.
प्लेयर है यार you have to respect his audaciousness there the audacity
I'm still saying is you get a wicket here, it changes things for Pakistan.
यार
But we also know that even if we get wickets and England get about 50 in the power play, game's still done.
नहीं नहीं लड़ेंगे तो सही रोकेंगे तो सही
Right,
बस
40,
इसको आउट कर लें
43 for 2.
he has too much of the juice in the team for them
Right, 4.4 overs gone, 43 for 2. Need a wicket here, Pakistan, preferably Joss Butler's. They've come close through Naseem, but he's counter-attacked with a magnificent flick.
शाबाश शाबाश नसीम
Over fine leg for 6.
चांस है
Good delivery! Another walking across the line of the ball. It was
क्या
Joss
bowling
Butler,
करा रहा है यार?
and he misses the outside edge. Another dot delivery, 11 off it despite that, though, and delivery to go.
this is peak cricket man क्या bowling करा रहा है नसीम Butler wants none of him
But what a shot, man. How do you do that, AZ?
clarity of
It's
thought
not just a
man.
shot, it's the mental application to play it. My
Absolutely.
goodness. Many people around the world have the
बहुत बड़ा
talent.
player है यार it's like disgustingly good player
43 for 2, final ball of the 5th over. There is a fine leg in place, and the third man too. In comes Naseem. He finally has a slip to his name. Edge! No, and again, beating the outside
यार
edge.
उसको कोई 5 दफा बीट किया इस ओवर
ये कोई over है.
This over, AZ, has been
वहाब
literally
रियाज लेवल ओवर
yin and yang of cricket because Butler was unable to touch the bowling of Naseem, but when he did, it went for 6.
he couldn't do it with a straight bat down the wicket so he tried it behind
Well-
5 wides now, they would have been a 6.
शाबारोफ कोई नहीं स्टोक्स this is the matchup you want ठीक है
Still in this?
इंशाल्लाह इस ओवर में 2 विकेट इंशाल्लाह एक भी नहीं. स्टोक्स भी है और ब्रुक भी है. दोनों कलंदर होंगे इंशाल्लाह अगले साल. हाँ यार comments.
Well, what's the chat saying? We've lost words. This game is matching the 2015 World Cup
यार
quarterfinal.
मत करो यार.
Mohammad Ahmed Hassan says.
Inshallah we'll go one step further. 95 needed of 90.
In comes
Shabarov. Get Stokes. Get
Gets second
Stokes.
over. Into Stokes. Good
Oh!
delivery. Good delivery. Straightens up. Straightens up, and it's a dot delivery.
ठीक है. Dot ball pressure बनाओ शाबाश.
Stokes is the kind of man, though, he thrives under pressure. He waits for these moments. He pounces
Ultimate
at them.
clutch player. Ultimate clutch.
But he is yet to get off the mark here. Butler giving shades of Shane Watson then in 2015.
Yeah.
But no drop catch from Rahat Ali so far. 43 for 2 after
तो
5.1.
हमारे पास बहुत candidates हैं इस team में.
Well, we just need a genuine edge. Naseem has bowled so well, but just
Bro.
missed the outside.
Straight
edge
up
again.
fire कराई उसने bowling. Straight
Right.
up fire.
Stokes this time to Harris. Driven away well. Good shot. And that is
रोको!
found-
Oh! शाबाश बॉबी!
Babar Azam has saved 3 runs for his country. That is an absolutely magnificent dive. That's a great effort, though, AZ.
Unbelievable stop, yeah.
Running backwards and stopping a certain
Oh,
form. Maybe Pakistan are still alive. Maybe there's
Unreal,
still a
man.
heartbeat here.
Why you have to fight, yeah? It won't be delivered on a platter.
You don't get these opportunities in life. And what I like about Pakistan is even now they're still relaxed, AZ.
100%, yeah.
They haven't lost the plot.
Trust the process.
44 for 2. You are listening to Change of Pace Live. You might be watching Change of Pace Live. Pakistan are defending 138. It seems a very, very difficult task, but something inside us says there might be a chance here.
There is a chance.
A whisper. 44 for 2. In comes Harris. That'll be wide.
नहीं ठीक है.
Good bouncer, though. Yeah.
यार
Erasmus gives it
हमारे
wide.
वक्त तो फौरन
It was well over the batter's head, and Butler leaves it alone. Thankfully, not a no ball, but an extra run again from Pakistan. Sam Curran, once again, one of the MVPs for England tonight at the World Cup final. Pakistan needs something extraordinary here. They need a spell that has 3 or 4 wickets. Maybe it's Shadab Khan versus Australia
Inshallah,
in Dubai.
Inshallah.
Here comes Harris to Butler, who looks so good.
Yes, sir!
Well,
We're on the move!
2022 T20 World Cup. Pakistan have one motto, and that's never say die. It's embodied here by Haris Rauf's brilliant bowling. Finds the hard length, moving away from the right-hander. Finds the genuine edge. And when Rizwan should have celebrated, he didn't, but we all knew it was out. That's a huge wicket. In the course of this game, it's a huge wicket. And for Pakistan's desire to win a World Cup. Massive moment in the game. It's a middle order that has not been exposed in the World Cup, AZ.
Set him up by Naseem.
England are vulnerable.
The 5 plays and misses from Naseem set him up for that.
And you can see England are a little shaky. Naseem set the plan up. Well, Ralph got the luck. He found the edge.
शाबाश.
45 for 3. You wanted 3 wickets in the power play. You got them.
चलो एक और. One more.
Don't get greedy.
Sometime it's okay.
Sometime it is okay. And today would be one of those days. 45 for 3 after 5.3. What a power play Pakistan have had. It's been a...
Stokes खड़ा है यार. This guy, his whole life is a movie script, man.
He's going to lob one up to Shadab Khan. It's going to be taken by Babar right middle.
इंशाल्लाह. किसने आउट किया था 2017 के सेमीफाइनल में?
45 for
हसन अली
3.
को तो है नहीं.
93 required off 87. But AZ, this game is so good right now because England haven't really been bogged back.
What
right?
a final.
They're going at 8 and over.
Required run rate 6.4, but इसको आउट करो यार. ये बच्चा कुछ ज़्यादा ही दिलेर है. Over दिलेर.
Right, 45 for 3. In comes Harry Brook, and Nazi Khwaja sitting right beside me has will liken him to Kevin Peterson many a time.
He's a beast, man.
He said he's as good as Kevin, sometimes even better.
He will break all of England's white ball records. मैं आपको लिख के देता हूँ.
Well,
इतना
hopefully
बड़ा
that doesn't start tonight.
लेकिन आज नहीं.
Brook,
Sometime it's okay.
Brook first ball.
Shaba, Rauf,
He's going to have
Shaba.
to face Haris Rauf, who is fired up. And this time,
Oh!
defended back to the leg side.
ठीक है.
Rauf trips in his follow through, but that's usually a good sign for Pakistan.
क्या बॉल डाली है यार. क्या दिल है. क्या जिगरा है इस बच्चे का यार. And Rizwan, thank God.
Thank God he took that catch. He prodded at it, didn't he? And he was doing that all of the last over too, AZ.
Unreal.
VK's wicket, he got a bigger one than Joss Butler.
Yeah. He's been dreaming of Virat's wicket, but he could be dreaming of winning a World Cup here. 45 for 3. Pakistan stay alive.
By the barest of margins. Yeah, that's it. बच्चा है फाइनल में लाया आपको
45 for 3.
क्या यार रसमस क्या मसला है तुम्हें
Brook is asking Haris Rauf to try again. And we saw before the World Cup, AC, there's a good friendship between Brook and Haris.
no friends when you cross that white line buddy
Well, don't cross it all the way.
buddy
45 for 3. AC saying another wicket. If we get that, oh, it would have been insane.
नहीं आएगा
45 for 3 after 5.4. Haris Rauf to keep Pakistan in the World Cup. Right arm fast. Comes down the track. Brook, that's a good shot.
रोको वसीम रोको
Past mid
छोड़ना
on.
नहीं है बॉल
And it goes all the way for 4. That's a good batting. Brilliant batting from Brook.
शॉट यार
Negated the swing by coming down the track and punched it through mid on for 4. Even Babar Azam would have been proud of that.
unreal shot man look at that balance look at that just flick of the wrist man
49 for 3, AZ.
ठीक है यार 3 विकेट दायरे में लेके इससे ज्यादा क्या
But they've given away too many runs.
ठीक है अब काउंटर अटैक अब ऐसे ही होता है attacking
So,
bowling
are you going to bowl 8 overs of spin?
गुड क्वेश्चन आई थिंक शदाब ने इसको आउट किया हुआ है ब्रुक को
Right, 49 for 3, final ball of the power play. It's been a good one for Pakistan in terms of wickets, and it's defended away to point for no run.
टेक्निकली सॉलिड प्लेयर इतने मुझे जहर लगते हैं ना
But you also like them deep down, don't you?
समटाइम्स ओके
49 for 3 after the power play, AZ. What's the win percentage?
Ahmed Hassan come in for a spell
We got Ahmed Hassan coming in for a spell.
हाँ मैंने दायरे में 6 डाल दिया मैं थक
आपने
गया
अच्छी कराई है उसे, आपने अच्छी कराई है.
Where is the
गरारे करने जा गया
49 for 3 is a good spell.
ये आप
yes thank you
6 overs
I
gone.
want to sit on that.
Right, Ahmed, how you feeling? You've been watching from the sidelines. We've been hearing you occasionally.
यार सच बताऊं तो पट्टी पड़ी है.
Okay.
But बाकी अल्लाह मालिक है.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's...
Yeah, I think we've done a good job. It's just that we don't have enough runs on the board to concede 45 in the power play. I think this needed to be like 25, 30 run at most. अगर हमने 150 तक बना लिए होते 155 बना लिए होते this would have been the ideal platform for Pakistan. But if anyone can turn the game around, literally, it's Shadab Khan right now.
Well, thank you for the pun, and thank you to Islamabad United for this incredible cricketer. He's been Pakistan's MVP throughout the World Cup with the bat and the ball. He could do something very special here against Ben Stokes. Tosses this one up and it's defended away to mid-on. It'll just be a comfortable single.
And he's got a history of picking up big left-handers, you know, at ICC events. If you remember Yuvraj Singh
Yep.
with that famous LBW,
Yep.
maybe we'll see a replay of that tonight. But wow,
50 for 3. The 50 comes up for England. They would have liked to do it with less wickets gone down, but they'll be very happy with their run rate.
yeah, absolutely. I think they're happy with the fact that they've negated some of that early pressure from Pakistan by scoring, 50 runs inside the first 7 overs. You can't really ask for more when
No,
chasing
not really. 50
138.
for 3 after 6.1.
Look at his record against Pakistan. He absolutely loves to play against the men in green. He's not so good against everyone.
Oh, good delivery from Shadab. Nice flight on the leg spinner. Dots, 95 kilometers an hour.
Dots, yeah. So
That's what you need.
On and on kilometers
That's what
per
you
hour.
need. That's a good delivery, though.
That's what you need. But we saw how Adil Rashid was bowling against the right-hander, so there is hope for
Oh, for
for
sure.
Shadab
He's
Khan
been
off the surface.
picking the bowlers for England, in fact. On the back foot this time, cut away well by Harry Brook. Too much
too
room
short.
and too much width as well. A bit of a misfield, a bit of a fumble in the deep. It should be at least a couple. Have they come back for 3?
Honestly, I would have even liked to have seen Shaheen come back for a third over inside the power play. I just feel like wo jo pressure ban raha tha. I mean, Naseem did a brilliant job. He set that wicket up alongside Haris Rauf, but Shaheen's presence is just something different. And right
is.
now, the question is for Babar Azam, does he bring, Wasim into the game, Nawaz, Iftikhar, who does he turn to next?
Well, that's a short delivery again. Brook this time reads the leg spin and it's bunted down to long on for another single.
Just needs to mix it up. Khushtol Shah on the field, just replacing someone as a substitute. Not really sure who he's come on for, but maybe Shaheen.
Could
maybe
be
one of the
Shaheen.
quicks.
Well, Pakistan dugout looks nervous. They're praying. How do we bowl Nawaz? Stokes khada hai.
Yehi asal masla hai. Stokes likes to take left-handers on too.
Well, I think we should let him take him on. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Makes room, driven away through the offside, straight to the fielder inside the circle. Good dot delivery. Pakistan need a few more of those.
The thing is, if we want to take a risk, we go for someone like Iftikhar. But I do think that he can still turn to, Wasim at this point if he wants
Wasim,
to.
yeah.
If he wants to cover it up. Because the next couple of batters are left-handers.
Driven away this time
Fully
from
in.
Brook. It's a good shot. He clears the infield and should pick up another single.
Just a single. I think he's bowled too full here to Ben Stokes. He needs to drag it back just enough for him to come on the front foot. For 54 for 3 again, England aren't pressed for boundaries.
No.
That's the situation that Pakistan find themselves in, that they just need to pick up wickets.
Yeah.
And the wickets won't necessarily come from them playing big shots.
No.
That is why I still
brilliant
feel
bowler.
like, someone like Shaheen up front will be the difference maker.
Yeah, look, Pakistan have to hedge their bets. If the game goes deep, it favors England.
Yeah, इस situation में game को मतलब deep ले जाना is
Doesn't make sense.
is next to impossible. They need less than 6.
It's Haris that's gone off the field. Which
Haris
Haris?
has gone on. No, it's Haris Rauf.
It's Haris
Mohammad
Rauf.
Haris was fielding at cover. क्योंकि मसला ये आप game को 20th तक खींच नहीं सकते. You
No,
have
no.
to go hard. You have to go early, and if you can get those wickets and enough action happens at this point, then you're asking England's lower middle order to come in and bat.
Yeah.
And at that point, your spinners are good enough.
You know,
to tackle it too.
as he was saying that we need that turning point, and typically for Pakistan, historically, it's been like a double wicket over.
वही मैं कह रहा हूँ कुछ ऐसा एक momentum shifter चाहिए पाकिस्तान के लिए because if England are 60 for 5 right now, that's anyone's game. Then the game goes deep.
60 for 5.
That's the double wicket over we need right now. And
That
it
would be
might-
something.
It might just be Wasim, who wasn't good with the bat, needs to deliver something with the
He
ball.
has an
here.
opportunity here. Sohail, if I can ask you to just
थोड़ी
put
सी
this
अपनी
laptop
length
down.
ये पीछे करे क्योंकि normally he just bowls it too full.
Wasim, first ball, down the track, smacked by Stokes.
Good fielder.
And through the offside, it'll just be a single.
Yep. Whew. Barely a moment to catch your breath.
Kale Ghazal saying need a man cut.
यार कर दो वैसे. Who better to do it against than England?
Well, I preferred if we did it against India.
I would have, but as much as India love to do it, England hate to do it.
True.
And they're the most. And Ben Stokes, मतलब
It'll be
रो
hilarious.
पड़ेगा वो.
I don't know. I don't want to do that.
क्या यार रो पड़ेगा.
Right, 55 for 3 after 7.1.
अश्विन टाइप होता हमारी टीम में तो ऑलरेडी हो चुका होता है.
दो तीन हो गए. Stokes 4 off 9. He's struggling. Emmett
Just get that in.
Brooks 7 off 6. We'll see him this time. Makes room. It'll just be a single.
Yeah.
Good batting from Brook. They know they don't need more than that.
अच्छा दूसरा मसला ये हो गया कि जब हम बैटिंग कर रहे थे because England were in that बच-बचा मोड वो अपनी स्लो बॉल्स और कटर्स और
Yeah.
वो सारी चीज़ें इस्तेमाल कर सकते थे.
Yeah, but we need
अब
wickets.
वो क्योंकि सेफ बैटिंग कर रहे हैं the slow balls don't matter. We need to go ultra aggressive to get those wickets. So
And that yields edges and boundaries.
exactly.
And
So that's the pressure that you bring on. The wickets that we gave up towards the latter half of the innings, those were all manufactured by poor batting or game plans that England
Exactly.
set up. We don't have that liberty, so the pitch does not come into the equation enough.
56 for 3 was Seam. Needs to do something special. He's been good with the ball for Pakistan at this World
Yeah,
Cup.
he's picked up some wickets.
It's certainly
I
not
think
been
6
a
or 7 overall.
Exactly, certainly not been a liability, but he could write himself into their history books here. Down the leg side, that'll be wide, or has the bat
I think wide.
gone past the ball? No, it'll be wide certainly. Erasmus has given that. So another extra for Pakistan. They can't really afford too many of those.
No, and I wouldn't mind a wicket down the leg side or just a strangle or a random inside edge. मतलब कुछ भी मिल जाए इस वक्त फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
We take a look at the anatomy of Ben Stokes' batting career in T20s, and this is the kind of situation he really prefers.
He does, but he's also not a very aggressive batsman.
Yeah,
in
but you don't
T20
need to be at
cricket.
this point, right?
But I'm just saying in general,
Oh, that's interesting from Wasim. Goes too short, too wide. Will that be given wide? No, it is.
marginal.
It has been
Yeah,
given
it
wide.
has been. I think it's the right decision. But the way that he plays in ODIs, the way that he plays in Test match cricket, it's more suited to the T20 game. But then when he comes out for England in the shorter format, he seems to just go into the shell.
Yeah.
And that's where Pakistan do have a chance to maybe get that wicket.
I'm not sure about that call.
It's very marginal.
And Pakistan are not getting the marginal calls at this World Cup generally, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
58 for 3 after 7.2. Goes short, inside edge. Goes to the keeper. It'll be another dot delivery.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, sorry. Have they taken a single? They
Yeah.
have, yes. Stokes crosses over, which means that Wasim has an opportunity to bowl to Brook.
I mean, all the fast bowlers are bending their back right now. Everyone's approaching 90 miles per hour. It's just that,
It's now or never, isn't it?
yeah.
When else would you try your
Need
best?
Something exceptional, but the beautiful MCG, one of the meccas of cricket.
An opportunity that Pakistan, well, they've seldom had. This is their first final in 13 years.
Yeah,
And England are bossing it right now. Comes on the track, punches it Brook.
should be one.
Through the leg side. They're
No, two.
pushing for 2 here. They'll get it quite comfortably at the end. What about this technique from Brook to come down the track?
Yeah, he's trying to negate all the extra bit of movement that Wasim or anyone else is going to get, and also throwing them off, letting them mix up the lines and lengths because he doesn't want them to settle. The one thing that Joss Butler maybe did incorrectly, despite the fact that he hit that 6, he did have those 5 plays and misses because he was going for the exact same stroke every time. The 7th time he had the same delivery, he got out to it. So Brook is being a bit more intelligent, mixing things up.
And he comes again. This time, swing and a miss from Harry Brook. Was that a change of pace from Wasim?
It looks slower, right?
Yeah, it did.
Itna lamba hoga
We'll have to
bhaiya ye.
see. He bowled 2 wide, didn't he? But it's a dot delivery for Pakistan, so
Yeah. Something.
Yeah, they need a few overs where there's no boundary and there's only 3 or 4 runs scored.
Yeah. यार हमारा एक spell आया था जब हम बैटिंग कर रहे थे in between Jordan and Kern. I think over 2 overs or 3 overs they gave away like 6 or 7 runs.
Yeah, well, the maiden was included as well.
And Adil Rashid when he was bowling, so you know those kind of moments do come. But
Final ball of the 8th over. Oh, it's cramped it for a run. Good bowling from Wasim. Good bowling from Wasim.
yes, right on the elbow.
Yeah, that's hit Brook on the elbow. Sean checks in on him, but only slightly.
हाँ तोड़ दो इसका कोई मसला नहीं है. LQ कोई और उठा देंगे.
Munna Mobile is saying Pakistan needs to do something extraordinary with the ball.
Yeah, we do, and I think Shadab Khan will be the guy that they're turning to. The pacemen, of course, are trying their best, but England are getting settled in against the pace. Shadab is still the X factor in this lineup, and it might be his moment to shine. Nawaz का मुझे नहीं लग रहा कि इस वक्त कोई utility factor है. I don't think he's going to bring him in. Maybe at best right now a wild card would be Iftikhar Ahmed.
Yeah, thanks for the message, Hassan. Yeah, we're all doing okay. Still hanging in this World Cup final. Pakistan are not completely out of it, but frankly, if you ask any neutral, there would be 90-10 to England.
I mean, the win percentage actually went up from 25-75 to 28-72 Pakistan. So maybe there's something there. Maybe you can be retired, injured, or whatever. Whew. Yeah,
Well, Pakistan
it's
need
got a
batters to
sting.
go.
You
Yeah,
can see
that looks bad.
the welt on that. That has gone purple. Oh, I wouldn't want someone touching that.
Why is he wearing that forearm guard?
यार वो शान मसूद ने भी पहना था लेकिन उसको स्लो बॉल लगी थी. ये 90 पर लगी है.
Yeah.
That's an arm breaker.
61 for 3 here. England. We're taking a quick break because, well, Harry Brook has been slightly injured
Yep.
in the telecast.
He's taken a welt on his elbow. Massive.
So, 77 required and 72.
I mean, it's a wickets game. There's no, dragging the runs back. मतलब वही तुम जो कह रहे हो कि 3 ओवर में अगर आप 10 रन दें, कोई ऐसा moment आए, then the equation will change. But
If I say 75 for 5 in 10, would you take it?
yeah, absolutely. At any given point in the next 3 overs, if we pick up 2 wickets,
Yeah.
that's game on. Because the batsmen still to come with Moeen Ali, Livingston, Curran, Jordan.
Yeah.
They're all able and capable of hitting big boundaries, but they're not, the finishers that England
Yeah.
always wants. A lot of the time, the matches are carried through by Butler and one of these guys are around like Brook and Stokes.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you can get into the Moeen Ali's, if you can get into the Sam Kerns, you're giving yourself a good chance.
61 for 3 after 8.
अगर याद हो 2 साल पहले जब हम इंग्लैंड का टूर कर रहे थे, there was a game in which Hafiz came on the bowl near the death.
Yeah.
And we nearly pulled it off. And it was a very similar game, not enough runs on the board. The wicket just started slowing up towards the second half, and we used our spinners really wisely. Livingston came on, hit a big 6, and that kind of changed the game, but he got out as well. So Pakistan need to give themselves a moment like that. I just don't think you can drag it out till the 20th at this point.
Abdul Waqid is saying, well, this position that we're in right now is the management's fault, not the players.
In which sense? Like, what is the call?
I think he's going to go referring to the Iftikhar and Shadab decision.
Yeah, matlab theek hai, I guess they stuck to their guns and maybe they should have changed things around. I was of the opinion that it should have been Shadab Khan as well, but they didn't go for it. We can't really change anything now, and we are in the situation that we're in now. The point is, what can we do from here?
61 for 3. Shadab Khan in for his second over. His first one went for 5.
Yeah, but a bit
Yeah,
too
kya ho raha hai
defensive.
yaar?
A bit too defensive from Shadab early on, just bowling too full, too fast. He needs to give the wicket enough of a chance to come into play.
Right, Ben Stokes this time.
that's what we
Great through
need.
the offside. It'll just be a single, but it wasn't a genuine shot. Felt like a
No.
bit of an edge.
Yeah, you can see how tentative he is right now. He's not really reading the spin very well. He's playing it off the surface, and because there is a bit of extra turn, playing it off the surface is dangerous. So Shadab can be in the game here, just needs to give himself a chance.
62 for 3 after 8.1. Pakistan are staying alive in this World Cup final, but frankly, they are struggling here to keep a hand or even sight of that elusive trophy. Comes down the track, does Brook.
Nope, safe
He's
as
doing
right.
exactly what he did against the fast bowlers, negating the spin, and it'll be a comfortable single to long on. He knows that's all that England need to do.
They don't need to pick up any boundaries. I mean, the equation just doesn't require it. They can drag this out till the 18th over if they wanted, playing like this.
Yeah.
6 and over gets them there. And
So if England win this, Emma, who's going to be your man of the match?
today,
Curran?
Curran.
Or Rashid?
No, I think Sam Curran. Because even when his spell was finished.
Reverse sweep! Oh! Unlucky for Pakistan. Went for the reverse sweep there, got the inside edge, and it runs down to fine leg for 4. But poor dive from Naseem, to be honest. And a certain boundary. Really, really lucky for England.
इस बंदे की लकी ऐसी है, वर्ल्ड कप जिता गया इस तरह ही खेलते खेलते. आज जो है उसको ऐसे चौके मिल रहे हैं. मतलब बंदा करे तो क्या करे.
Seems like it's England's day.
Yeah, but no, when Sam Curran came on to bowl his second spell, Pakistan were still looking at 160.
160.
And he was the difference between them not making it even to 150. So, yeah.
Well, maybe can
Disappointing
question the
there.
fielding there, but that was a four runs.
No,
First
very
boundary of
fortuitous.
Shadab's bowling. Goes too short, pulled away by Ben Stokes,
that's
and there's a sweeper there, so it'll just be the one.
और मसला ये होता है जब इसको ऐसे random चौके पड़ जाते हैं, he tries
Defensive,
to go
yeah.
a little too extra and then, gives away the plot. Brook has been very smart though against every single bowler so far, coming down the track, using his feet, giving himself room at the crease, just making them think. Haris Rauf is off the field though, not
hope
sure
he's
what's going
good
on
enough to
in
bowl.
his head. He looks a bit distraught.
70 required off 68. Pushes
That's
Brooke back into the
The
crease.
dot.
Yeah, there it is, and it'll be. That's what you need. That's what you need.
95.
Yeah.
95.
Dot delivery, but I mean, it's almost a run a ball at this point.
It's nothing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You need one of these to just like under edge onto the stumps and you get a wicket because they're not lifting their bats to
Yep.
hit big shots.
Brooke 11 off 12 comes down the track, just presents the face of his bat towards the offside. Be a
Class
single.
और control के साथ इस वक्त खेल रहा है ना Brook, मतलब a guy beyond his years.
But the task is so easy.
It is, but we've been in this situation before where the task was very easy. We let it slip. They don't want to have that situation. They know that this is the pair that
Yeah.
needs to see them through.
Shot from juniors. Let's bring back the fast bowlers. What do you think?
I think it's time. I think it might be necessary to have Shaheen bowl here because
Haris
Haris is ball off. I know, but like you need to mix things up between Naseem, Wasim, and Shaheen. All the Eames, Eanes, whatever you want to call them.
Well, our cricket with England doesn't stop here. They're going to come to Pakistan for some tests.
I'm gonna beat them in those tests.
I'm not sure.
यार होम कंडीशन में तो हमारा बनता है क्यों
We
नहीं?
should have.
या हाँ नवाज खा जाएगा उनको. टेस्ट मैचेस में तो वैसे ही हल्के हैं इनकी तो ओपनिंग पेयर ही अभी तक सेट नहीं है मिडिल ऑर्डर भी इनका आगे पीछे टेढ़ा मेढ़ा है जॉनी बेयरस्टो भी इंजर्ड है so there's
Maybe.
a good chance
Well-
they brought Livingston in.
They need 69 off 11. Very, very comfortable chase. Edged! No slip in place, so it'll run down to third man for a single. Naseem is there, and he'll keep it to one. Good fielding.
Yeah, no, I don't think Pakistanis really know how to get this game back under control right now.
At this point, I'm afraid to say that even a double strike might be too little.
I mean, it would still keep our hopes alive, but yeah, with every passing delivery, they're slowly just going away right now. Ball modi hai.
Yeah, Rashid was very instrumental.
Modi hai. Ghumai nahi hai modi.
70 for 3 after 9.1. In comes Wasim Jr. It's been economical so far. Good Yorker. Played well by Stokes. Straight to the man at mid-wicket.
Yaar, Ifti.
Still be a single though.
Can't do this here.
Misfield by Iftikhar Ahmed.
Not
Pressure.
the World Cup final, man. Every run matters right now. We barely have enough on the board.
The problem with today's performance, Ahmed, is that we said in the morning when we woke up, we said,
Yeah.
we want Pakistan to give themselves a chance. With their batting, they just didn't give themselves a chance.
We had a chance. We were well set up. I was saying this to AZ Khwaja as well. 16th over, you're 121 for 4.
Yeah.
You shouldn't only be making 17
The
runs.
final
for
result
loss.
was just nowhere near what Pakistan
Yeah.
needed.
That's
Wasim
where we
this
lost the
time,
plot.
like side-ish, worked away.
Good fielding, Shadab.
Straight to mid-wicket. It'll still be a single though.
Yeah. और मसला ये क्या हम उस कस पे हैं मतलब हमारे पास इतने pieces हैं हमारे पास इतना skill है सारी चीज़ें हैं but we need to get to that point where we make use of those moments.
But we talk about our death bowling. I mean, the England's death bowling been just as good, and I think if they win tonight, they've been the better side by some distance.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if they win this game, they completely deserve the final. There's no complaints from that side.
Yeah.
We're gonna rule them. The minor mistakes that we made, those moments that could have been capitalized, but other than that, England have been all over Pakistan.
Asked Wasim to try that again with his bowling.
ये बेगैरती है मतलब क्या इतनी छोटी distractions पे जो है ये लोग वो छोड़ देते हैं. They want perfect conditions.
Well, Pakistan need a bowling miracle, and they've asked for many of them in their history.
I'd like them to turn to Shaheen right now.
Low full toss, right away to the offside. There's nobody there, and he might not get around
that's
to
a
it.
massive chase.
4 more, and for the first time in this game, England need exactly a run of ball.
Yeah, when you get freebies like that, even if you're Ben Stokes and you're struggling, you're going to put them away. The cover boundary is massive. Mohammad Haris had to run at least 40, 50 yards to his left. In the end, the ball just races away too quickly, and a much needed boundary for England as well. Just keep Pakistan at bay.
Yeah, maybe you could fault the fielding effort, but it was...
Yeah, but a lot of dropped shoulders and
This time it's a full-length delivery outside off stump and a comfortable single.
Furrowed brows and worried faces in the crowd and also on the field right now.
61 off 61. England are walking to their second T20 International World Cup.
Yep. And I mean, we've seen them in the one that they won. They were clearly the best side in that tournament as well. They used a very similar setup. They used Ryan Sidebottom very good early on, and the wickets in the West Indies were also very conducive to that kind of
Very similar to
that
today, to be
style of
honest.
bowling. Yeah.
Yeah.
And England
61 off
stuck to their
61.
guns.
We need a wicket here. Pakistan. Wasim Jr. has been pulled away and it goes past mid wicket. Chance for a run out. Chance for a run out if he hits. Pakistan fumble.
So those half chances, you need to make them count. That might have been an opening for Pakistan. Unfortunately, they couldn't convert.
And if you pick someone who you want to go to, it would be Shadab Khan.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want someone in the field that can get you that breakthrough, it's Shadab Khan. But I think it might just be a task too monumental even for him right now.
This is heartbreaking for Pakistan, and it's giving the vibes of the 2021 semi-final, Asia Cup 2022.
They have 10 overs, 45 minutes to play for their lives. If
Yeah, but
if they can pull it off, it's truly a miracle. I'm not expecting them to. I'm beyond that point right now. I feel like we're in that stage of the game where if they do it, it's a miracle. But if anyone can do it,
The opposition is just
Pakistan.
so in control.
Look, we saw the opposition against Sri Lanka chasing a very similar total in a very similar kind of wicket, similar condition, and they dropped the ball. It was a couple of wickets that came out of nowhere, and England ended up taking the match to the last over. So if I'm Pakistan, I'm hoping for those kind of moments. Just reset in the second half of the innings.
Yep.
Take the drinks break. Get your plans in order. Figure out who you want to bowl in those final 10. And then you have to go hard. You can't sit back and let the game come to you. You need to go and grab it with both arms.
It also is, Ahmed, it comes down to the number of boundaries. Pakistan hit 8 fours in their 20 overs.
England are already.
They're already 8.
यार वो शुरू के मतलब पहले दो ओवर के अंदर 4 बाउंड्रीज आपको लग गई हैं. वो पैडल स्वीप्स खेल रहे हैं, ड्राइव्स खेल रहे हैं. Everything that Pakistan were looking to use as their strength, England have actually brought it out tonight, and that's been the difference so far. Joss Butler with that quick innings, even though he did get out, but he set the platform, and that eases the pressure for even a very low total. We talked about this when we were chasing against Zimbabwe. The openers weren't able to get a stand. All of that, those kind of mistakes are what England are trying to avoid right now.
I think the only way that Pakistan have a whisker of a chance here is after the drinks break, they bring back their fast bowlers.
हाँ, मुझे लग रहा है शाहीन को आपको लाना पड़ेगा. आप आखिरी ओवर तक ये गेम नहीं छोड़ सकते. If Shaheen
आखिरी
does
ओवर तक वो
enough,
खुद नहीं छोड़ेंगे.
वही कह रहा हूँ, अगर शाहीन और हारिस के एक ओवर में अगर आपको विकेट मिल जाती है, then maybe it's a different kind of ball game. You can dry things up in the middle, maybe drag it out, but yeah, you need something in the next couple of overs. Otherwise, this game is all but done.
$77 for 3. We're taking a quick drinks break here. It's too easy for England right now. They need exactly 61.
जैसे इजी कहता है, बल्ला उठाने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. अगर आप बल्ला उठाए बगैर
So
रन बना सकते हैं तो फिर क्या मसला है?
let's fantasize a little here. Ahmed. Let's say next 2 overs we pick up 2 wickets. We only give away
6 runs.
8 runs.
ठीक है.
Okay? What does that mean for us?
12 बॉलें निकाल दो 48 balls पे 53 runs of 48 balls with 5 wickets in hand.
Game's back.
I think it's game on. It's still a tough task, but the game will be on. But you need wickets. There's no other way to do it. It's a famous win against Australia for England in 2010. They won their first T20 championship under the captaincy of Paul Collingwood.
What a player he was.
Yeah, unlikeliest of heroes in the final.
Yeah.
Craig Keysweater no
it was
longer plays cricket due to a unfortunate eye injury, but wasn't a big total then. 147. Australia that day they needed 148, and England did
they
it
finished in
in
17,
style in
yeah.
17 overs. But it was Keysweater 63 off 49, Peterson 47 off 31, and Morgan and Collingwood both finished it off quite easily.
Right. I think we're back.
We are back.
We are back. Shadab Khan to continue. Aided to the air. Goes down to short third man. Bit of a fumble from Harris.
Yep.
But it's
He's
still a
back
dot.
on the field at least, so that's a good sign.
That's a good
Hopefully
sign.
he'll get to bowl very quickly.
Next over has to go to pace.
I think he has to. I think he has to turn to pace right now.
Doesn't
and
have
it
to
can't
be Harris, but it has to be pace.
Yeah, but it can't be Naseem and Wasim right now. I feel like it needs to be one
Shaheen
of
or Harris,
the
the big
one of your
boys.
main guys. Yep.
77 for 3 this time. Good delivery.
Googly,
from
well outside
Shadab.
like stump
Another
flip.
dot delivery. 2 dots in a row. Pressure on England.
Yep.
61 now required off 58.
Keep tossing it up, Shadab. Invite them to play.
Look,
those
anything can
drives.
happen. Emily. It's still cricket.
It can. I'm not ruling anything out, but you need to give yourself a chance, and that's wickets.
Good delivery again, and it'll be another dot delivery. A little bit of pressure. You can see the crowd at the MCG. Most of them Pakistani.
I think 11th
clapping a little
over जो
now.
था हमारी innings का वो wicket
Maiden
maiden
था?
था. ये 12वां over था.
Well, we've got half maiden, as we like to say.
Yeah.
Need a wicket here. Big leg side field. I'm at 3. Square leg, deep mid wicket, and long on. That's why he's keeping it leg side-ish. Driven away through the offside. Another dot delivery.
Pressure. Say.
Well, it is still a
Nawaz
World Cup
once
final.
again.
It is still a World Cup final, and England are feeling the heat. 4 dot deliveries, and it was a yes-no situation
Dude, that was
between
a
Brook and
chance.
Stokes.
That was the chance. He just needed to get it to the hands of Shadab.
Yeah, left hand.
He was falling.
And no, but it was in his strong hand too.
Another dot delivery. No, it'll be a single this time. So no maiden for Pakistan, but a quiet over nonetheless.
He was falling over this way and he was throwing it.
They've missed two run-out chances.
I mean, that's a chance. For me, that's a chance. He's not even in the picture, Harry Brook. Nawaz has had a few missed run-out chances in this tournament, unfortunately.
Hey, it's been a difficult tournament for him.
ये अगर half chance इस वक्त मिल जाता, that's where the pressure mounts on England too, because they've given away a wicket through their own mistake. Nothing more than that. That's what you need right now.
78 for 3. Final
For
ball
a
of the
line
11th
game,
over.
खेलना पड़ेगा
Flicked
आपको
away well. Good shot.
Might be 2.
Through mid-wicket. I think they might
No,
pick up a
just
couple.
one.
No, just the one. Good over from Shadab, though.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, again, a half chance in there that we didn't capitalize on. The Green Hulk, Maulana Hulk, looking very upset.
Required run rate 6.65. They need 61 in 9 overs.
I think it's Shaheen time.
Oh, it's got to be Shaheen.
It has to be Shaheen right now.
This is also uncharted
अगर
territory.
आपने 6 बॉलर खिलाए हैं और तब भी आप शाहीन को
बचा के रखो।
टोटलिटी में इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते भाई डेथ में अगर बात आ गई नसीम ने 6 ओवर कराए वसीम भी है हारिस भी है even if Nawaz needs to come in and bowl another over somewhere in the middle but you have enough combinations to mix things up but yeah Shaheen has to come through right now you can't save him for a point in the match when the game's gone
Yeah, they can give us 3 maidens and still make
but that's
Right.
they can make the runs but it's the wickets that matter it has to be someone like them
59 required.
I think it's Naseem
It is Naseem Shah. Back to the
Right.
Pacers, Pakistan. Right arm quick. In he comes. Oh, what a delivery to
carry.
start off with. That is fast. Harry Brook has absolutely no idea how to play that. That is supreme fast bowling.
that was a cobra spitting off the surface that is venomous wow
Need a wicket. Need a wicket here, Pakistan. They've gone to their Pacers. They've gone to Naseem Shah, who's been a little wayward with his
Haris Rauf,
extras.
the senior bowler, just giving him some advice. Drag your length back, hit it hard, let the ball do some talking off the surface. Harry Brook struggling, and if anyone knows Brook, it's Haris Rauf.
And they know Emma. They know that this.
Oh,
it's a big.
again!
No, it comes down the track, swing and a miss, dot delivery.
That's the desperation that will creep in with Harry Brook as well. Dry out those runs enough, and he will try and go for a big stroke.
देखिए मेरी बात सुने हम भी इंसान है वो भी इंसान है वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल वो भी खेल रहे हैं
Obviously, यार उन पे भी प्रेशर
You
है
put pressure on
थोड़ी
him,
है।
anything
अब
could
तुम
happen.
सोचो इस सिचुएशन से अगर इंग्लैंड हारना शुरू हो जाए
Desperate times. Yeah.
mentally you're starting to forfeit.
And you talked about this with me before the game, Emma, that Harry Brook, if you quiet him down, if you don't give him the boundaries, he starts doing exactly what he's doing now.
He will exactly that.
But I'm afraid there might be a big edge that goes over third man or something, to bring back the momentum.
Beach mein slow ball bhi dale, just like keep him guessing, don't let him have that.
Big hit,
No,
it clears
no,
the
no,
infield,
There's no one there.
and there's nobody there, so it might go all the way for 4. It could stop it. Oh, that's a brilliant stop, I think, from
I think
Haris.
that's 4.
I think he stopped it.
He's putting it as his line,
Look-
his body on the line. His life.
I honestly, though, I know we're losing the World Cup final, but, this is such a great team.
Yeah, I mean,
like-
you gotta love the boys.
That's a
oh,
save.
what an effort!
That's
What
a
an
great
effort,
save.
Haris Rauf.
That's a World Cup saving effort if it might be. If Pakistan win by 1 run, this is that run.
Inches.
I'm
From
telling
his
you.
fingertips just barely grasping the ball, and he saves his team a run.
56 required off 51. Did they pick up 3? They
Yep,
did.
luckily for England, though, Brook is off strike. It might be time.
No, I think Stokes is a big wicket too, Evan.
He is, but I think the pressure that was building on Brook was
Heavy
gonna be
offside
telling.
field. Hey, oh, it looked like it was an edge, but it just beat the outside edge. Movement away from the left-hander. He knows nothing about it.
Is it reversing? Is there a little bit of karoncha sharoncha?
Well, if it's time for the bottle caps and
Did Wasim
sandpaper,
Bhai have a
it's
talk to the team in the drinks break?
accidentally step on one side of the ball repeatedly.
With their mouth?
Right, Emma,
Wow,
it's
yo, come on, dude. Literally from his,
He literally rolled.
leg
Essay.
spin it away. Leg
Essay.
spin it away. 82 for 3 after 11.4.
This is a good over again from Naseem.
Yeah.
He's been unlucky tonight.
Keeping it quiet, but we need wickets this time. Another brilliant delivery.
dude.
Another brilliant delivery. Moving away from the left-hander. Ben Stokes is actually afraid of this bowling. I mean, he's not even playing that delivery.
Because itni ball late swing ho rahi hai, it's pitching, it's staying on line till the off stump, and then it just suddenly deviates, and you have no idea how to play that.
But Pakistan need to make these count. They need
this
a
is
wicket. They need a wicket.
Exceptional right now from Naseem.
Need a wicket.
Again, I'm just sad that we don't have those extra 15 runs on the board right
Imagine.
now. Though they would have made all the difference in the world.
Oh yeah, England would have been shell-shocked.
If he can get one to hold its line right now, not move, I think he edges it.
82 for 3.
It's
Naseem
just moving
Shah
a little too much for him right now.
breathing fire against Ben Stokes. This time straightens up. Oh, he's asking for it. Loud appeal from Mohammad Rizwan. Naseem is going up.
No.
They have 2 reviews. Emma, do you?
Go for it. You have to go for it. Just put the pressure. Yeah. Go for it. Put the pressure on.
Rizwan's not very good with reviews, but Pakistan are desperate here at the World Cup. They look to their captain. 2 seconds left. He's gone upstairs. He's gone upstairs. A
It's
drama.
desperation.
It is.
But if this proves to be a wicket,
Game
this
on.
could be the moment.
Someone blow to the mic, man.
Just FYI, first time since the drinks break, England are behind.
या क्योंकि पिछले 2 ओवर में हमने 5 रन दिए हैं वही हम जो बात कह रहे थे कि अगर 2 ओवर्स आपके इस तरह निकल जाएं, there's a chance.
So is there any chance this is out?
I mean 50-50, right?
यार ये लोग हमारे साथ खेल रहे हैं.
Whisker, a little whisker.
No, they're genuinely afraid right now of the
Here
way
we go.
the Naseem's bowled.
You don't do this in a World Cup, Surprise. You got to get these runs.
They're waiting.
Oh, I think that's come off the middle of the bat.
भाई उसकी कोई स्नीकर से लेसेस शेसेस हिल जाए, एग्जैक्टली कोई स्टिकर हिल जाए, कोई बैट में कुछ हिल जाए. No, it's just there's a
हल्का सा.
honestly, you see, there's
At least umpire's call.
It's the tiniest mosquito bite.
It's umpire's call. No, that's not out.
we needed some money transfer over.
Pakistan just needs some luck, man. The bowling has been so good.
Yeah, मैं वही कह रहा हूँ नसीम का ओवर फिर तुम चेक करो 3 रन पड़े हैं लेकिन everything was just luck. Neither Stokes nor Brooks had any idea
Ahmed's
how to
asking
play.
who are we going to bring in?
The
Haris?
No, it has to be Shaheen or Haris. One of them has to come in. I'm not okay with continuing with the same line right now.
Shut up.
Shadab का एक ओवर बचा के उसको दोबारा आप दे दो एक एंड से लेकिन I feel like he needs to.
Shadab
bring the
once
fast
again
bowlers
been
on.
economical, 15 innings 3.
No, of course he's been brilliant so far, but he hasn't looked threatening enough. That's
So-
my problem.
England now needs 7 and over.
Yeah.
They're going at 6.8.
ठीक है आहिस्ता आहिस्ता आ रहा है लेकिन आपको विकेट चाहिए मतलब there's no other way to do this right now.
Pakistan are desperate for wickets. And to be fair, if you think of the process, they've done it perfectly. The bowling has been absolutely magnificent. Good stop in the deep. I think that's
Yeah, it is Iftikhar.
It is.
He's going to finish Shadab off here. It's his last over.
It's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea, but again, Musad, when you have so many bowlers at your disposal, I don't know. I would have felt like
You're saying you don't want to bowl Shadab out.
no. After that last over, I would have brought Shaheen on just to continue that pressure. Let them continue facing high quality pace bowling. There's a little bit off the surface. There's something in the air, and Ben Stokes is acknowledging it too. You don't want to relinquish that
Shadab
pressure.
tosses this up and he comes down the track straight to cover. No, dot delivery. Just got to keep things quiet.
Yeah, build the dots.
Just gotta
it's
keep
fine.
things
Let
quiet.
Let it build. I said it against Sri Lanka. They did a very similar thing where they quieted up and the wickets came.
Run rate goes over 7.
But the
Required run rate.
percentages are in England's favor. 85% win percentage right now.
Well, at some point, Pakistan were a 3% chance to make the semi-final. In the air. Take it! Shut up, God finds the man. He tosses this one up. Brooke goes after
That's
it.
what you need.
That's what you need. Dotson.
But he's hurt.
Afridi's taking a brilliant catch at long off. Brooke is
Shaheen's
gone.
hurt.
It's not against the run of play. Pakistan have been desperate for this wicket. They've been keeping England so quiet that Brooke had to come down the track and play that shot. There was a long off there. Gobble it up. Great catch under pressure.
Oh, it might be his knee. Oh, it might be his knee. Dude, look at he's.
नहीं कुछ नहीं हुआ.
I
Oh,
think he's going to be
hurt.
okay.
He's hurt.
I think he's going to be okay, Ahmed. You got to pray. You got to believe.
We're right now exactly England or exactly where Pakistan were 84 for 4. If you look at the over whatever when the wickets fell, I think it might actually be exactly head to
Wow.
head.
What a World Cup final we're having.
I just hope Shaheen's okay.
He has to be.
ऊपर जाओ जरा उस पे I just want to see when the wicket fell for Pakistan.
Sure.
85 for 4
yeah.
in 12.2. We're in the 12th over right now as well, so this might be that glimmer of hope that we needed.
Big wicket.
Man, I don't need that.
Big wicket. Big wicket. It's the hope that kills. Or the crowd? Is that what the studio audience is saying? But who are you going to send in next, Emma? Liam Livingston?
If I'm England,
Yeah.
no,
Moeen Ali, right?
yeah, I would go with Moeen Ali because they still can't bring that left arm spinner on. They want to cover something because Shaheen is limping.
He's okay. He's okay.
He's limping.
He's
limping.
okay. It's a little cramp, whatever.
It's the other knee.
It's the thing is his knee got stuck in the turf, and that's where the damage happens.
डर फिर तो सही बनाओ यार.
यार ये मतलब वही बारिश होने के बाद फिर मुझे मसला होता है ना जब सॉफ्ट ग्राउंड के अंदर आप मैच करवाओगे there will be risk. And honestly, again, I'm going to go back to the same thing. There is a covered ground in Melbourne. They could have opted for that.
It is Moeen Ali.
Yep. And he's a massive
Ah,
choker.
look, he's okay.
It's fine. He's going to be okay. He has to be okay. This is the kind of moment, even if he has to bowl on his fingertips, he has to be okay.
50
घुटनों पे bowling करा ले, he's better than half the.
But what a
bowlers in
brave
this
call from
World Cup.
Shadab to toss it up outside off stump.
Incredible. And we talked about this. Harry Brook, with runs drying up, has that tendency to try and assert dominance, play those stupid shots. Yeah,
Huge
yeah,
catch.
he took
Huge,
a very,
huge,
very
huge,
good
huge,
catch. It was
huge
going
catch.
flat, fast. Everyone's hopes and eyes were on him, and he doesn't drop those.
First ball, Moeen picks up a single. Good running there from the Englishman.
But अब दो lefties आ गए हैं. Chacha Ifti once again in the conversation.
Do you think you're going to bring him on?
Oh, that would be a
He
massive
has to do
call.
something this game.
Someone
risk.
has, yeah. I think something crazy like that, where maybe he dries up runs in another over, because he's very good against left-handers. We know this. We've seen this quite a few times. Yeah, ऐसे मतलब वो अगर 16 run over आ जाए Livingston वाला, that's a different thing. But again, from 15% to 27% Pakistan.
changing.
Things are changing, and Shadab Khan, the most wicket take.
Oh, the delivery from Shadab. Quicker this time, straight to cover. Another dot delivery, another dot delivery.
Just one run in this over, 2 runs.
Three.
3?
Yeah, the two off the first ball.
Oh, okay.
Final ball of the Shadab Khan
Through the
spell
gate, come on, Shadi.
to Ben Stokes.
And that distance is now growing, Masad. 53 off 43. 10 ball difference.
I told AZ at the start of the game, if we push them to 8 runs and over, game on. Let's see what happens here. Makes room, cuts it away, finds the gap. And that might be 2 at least.
Yeah.
Could be 3 if
नहीं नहीं दो उसकी throw अच्छी है.
yeah, it should just be the 2, yeah.
Right over the
Good over, brilliant spell from Shadab once again at the World Cup final. At the biggest stage, well, he has arrived once again for Pakistan, 20 in his 4 overs and a wicket.
He's done the job. He's done exactly what Adil Rashid did for England here. Very similar figures, very similar positions of bowling. And again, right now, Harry Brook going with Moeen Ali coming in could be the difference for Pakistan winning or losing this.
Well, Moeen Ali is a dangerous man. He is a dangerous man in T20.
He's a dangerous man for both teams, though. Him on his day can take the game away from any team. But then for England, he's had moments where he's just dropped the ball.
True.
That's not what they want right now.
That is true.
They want Moeen Ali, the potential future captain. Hey, who? Yeah, I mean, I've had some moments with
Who?
Moeen Ali. With Moeen Ali.
7.28 and over. I mean, if it wasn't a World Cup final, you would think England should walk to this.
भाई neck and neck
Trophy.
हम भी ऐसी सिचुएशन में थे जब हमें लगा था कि हम 150 160 बनाएंगे. We got out for 137.
Right, Pakistan have 7 overs to bowl, Ahmed. Let's see what kind of resources they have available. 2 from
Naseem's
Shaheen,
going to finish off here. So
2
take
from
Naseem
Shaheen.
out and then count the rest.
2 from Shaheen, 2 from Haris. That's 4. And then Wasim. So it's going to be all 3 pacers. Oh, inside
Slip
edge.
in place.
The inside edge went to mid-on, and it was Haris Rough. He's a very safe fielder, took aim. He had 3 stumps to look at, but he missed again. It's the 3rd run out Pakistan have missed tonight.
And I think he was gone too.
He was certainly gone.
I think he was gone.
He was certainly
He
gone.
was slow to turn around.
Oh, he was
gone.
out. He was out.
he was going to be
Fine margins. Fine
He
margins.
slipped. He slipped turning around Ben Stokes, put a dive in, and you could see that he was out. He was out by at least half an inch, 2 inches, whatever you want to call
Right,
it.
Moeen Ali this time. Naseem Shah picks it up. Could it be taken? No, it goes over mid-on. It's trickling away, but they'll stop it. Will Haris Rough and keep it just a single. Good fielding.
But that's the chance.
3 run outs.
And that's what you need to take. Ben Stokes is just asking for a change of gloves, I think.
3 run outs, Ahmed, that Pakistan have squandered today. 3 half chances. This one was a full chance.
But England को भी इस वक्त momentum तोड़ना है. They're going to do everything in their power to take this back into
7.5
control.
now, that required run rate, Ahmed. It's creeping up.
Slowly climbing. And again, Livingston, Curran, Jordan, Adil Rashid, they're not the guys.
This is the pair.
They're not the guys.
This is the pair. We need
Exactly.
one of them.
We need one
50
of them.
off 40.
Has to be a massive breakthrough here. You know what? Naseem has been unlucky throughout this spell. He's bowled
gotta get a wicket.
exceptional deliveries.
Deserves a wicket.
He deserves a wicket. If he can get
Yeah, Butler was, yeah.
If he can get Stokes right now,
Yeah.
wide open. This game is wide open.
50 off 40. Pakistan push to the brink. They've come back again. Here we go. Naseem Shah. Good length delivery.
Oh, come on.
Cramps him for room. He cramps him for room. Stokes can't do much about it. It's another dot, Emmett.
We're now heading into last 6 overs, 50 runs required. It's that territory. It's that
What happened? No ball?
territory. No. Sirkil's just having a panic attack.
That's okay.
We're used to that.
It's a World Cup final today. Everything goes.
Oh, but that last over, Masad, from Naseem, some dream deliveries. He was unlucky
How did
to
he not get a wicket, man?
It was too good for Stokes. That's what I was saying. It was too good for Stokes. Couldn't pick up a wicket. It was
Dot
moving
balls
too
today for
much.
Pakistan. 40 of them. In he comes Naseem Shah. Good length delivery.
Oh,
Inside edge onto the boot. It's another dot delivery, Emmett.
If there's ever been a moment where someone's heart was in their throat, that's Ben Stokes right
Stokes
now.
की तो full अभी से खेल हुई है. 50 off 38 required.
भाई गेम एक बॉल के हिसाब से
7.7
वापस आता जा रहा है.
required run rate 7.7. They need a boundary here, England.
And I think the pressure might just tell. I think the wicket's coming. Naseem has 2 deliveries left in this spell. He deserves a wicket. He might just produce that magic ball that we've been waiting for on that last delivery of his. And I feel like Ben Stokes is about to go. 20 off 28. It's been a struggle for him, and especially against Naseem.
88 for 4.
This might be
Naseem.
that moment.
Good delivery. Good delivery straight to mid-off. It's another dot delivery. One off the over. One off the over so far.
So the last 3 overs,
Yeah.
Naseem, Shadab, and Naseem,
No boundaries.
I think 8 runs?
Yeah, something like that.
Something along those lines. Just count it out from there. Go down.
Oh, okay. One
You
second.
can see it from the...
88 for 4.
यार 14 पड़े थे अगले में जब उसमें 5 बॉलें बीट करवाई हैं वो
8
11 के
runs.
लिए गया था.
8 runs and now this one.
It's nothing. It wasn't even a run.
Oh no, that's the first.
We need shine.
Yeah, just 10.
It's incredible.
10 in the last 3 and we haven't included this one.
Come on.
Here we go, last ball of Naseem's spell.
Oh, just
And they'll
cranked him
push through
up.
for a single. Overworked it. It'll still be a single. That's a brilliant spell and a brilliant over to end it. 2 off it. Wicketless Naseem Shah. But he's been instrumental to bring Pakistan back into this game. Pakistan have a 5% chance, just a little slimmer of hope that they need to hang on to. And the required run rate, AZ Khwaja, is over 8. It's over 8.
Just when we needed it. And the youngsters come in and delivered at such a crucial time. Pakistan needed someone to step up, raise their hand, take control of the game. At this age, with this experience, this boy is exceptional.
I'm dumbfounded by this squad. Look, I know it's a big thing to say, Emmett, but even if we lose from here, I'm fine.
Listen, if you lose from here, the fight is incredible.
Just wow.
80,000+ people at the stadium, the noise, the atmosphere. Suddenly, the Pakistan fans have something to dream about. It's still alive.
49
It's
off 36.
well
You got to
and
back the
truly
bowlers.
alive.
Right, Emmett. Let's talk tactics.
Let's
6
talk
overs to
tactics.
go. You have 6 overs of pace remaining. Is it going to be all fast bowling?
It's all fast bowling.
No iftikhar, Emmett.
No.
Shaheen is back.
He looking solid.
Shaheen is back.
Those legs are pumping high and hard. Shaheen Afridi sprinting to his position.
49 for 3. 49 required off 6.
And the crowd is getting into it. That's what we needed. We needed our 12th man to come back into the game.
Compound
They've been
P.
quiet.
Yeah.
They've been
They
quiet
have
for a
been
very
quiet.
long time.
Compound P.
Compound P.
89 required off 4. 14 overs gone. Pakistan they still need a miracle.
We need a miracle, but if there's anyone to deliver, it's going to be this man. Haris Rauf,
2
let's
for
go.
10. Here we go. First ball of his 3rd over. Swing and a miss. Big appeal. Not given. It's missed the outside
रिजवान
edge.
को मना करो यार.
थोड़ा ठंडा हो जाओ रिजवान, थोड़ा ठंडा हो जाओ.
नहीं, जब आउट नहीं होता तो ये अपील करता है. वो करता है. टेढ़ी मेढ़ी बॉलें फेंकता रहता है.
49 required off 35, Emmett.
Bro, we're in it.
देखो मेरा दिल मजबूत है लेकिन मुझे भी जो है ना हार्ट
मैं तो
फेलियर हो
खत्म,
जाएगा.
मैं तो
ऑन
जीते
हो गया
जीते
तो-
हारे खत्म. Doesn't matter.
Views ही views.
49 off 35.
Man dies on air. Yeah.
8.4. 8.4.
सर्किल टिकटॉक पे डाल.
We've talked about it. This is our swan song.
But look at just how good Haris has been today. Full delivery, driven away through the offside. There's a sweeper out there. Just keep it to 1. Keep it to 1.
Oh, घुटना गया.
थोड़ा जल्दी आओ यार, थोड़ा जल्दी आओ.
घुटना गया.
नहीं ऐसे नहीं इस तरह
No,
नहीं.
but he's got a knee problem. That's the thing. He's got a knee problem.
47 required off 34, Emmett.
Just drag a length back a little bit.
They're
Haris.
probably looking at which over they're going to target. Who would they do that against? Wasim, right?
Wasim. I think Wasim because against
He's the weak link.
against Shaheen and Haris, the pace and the movement. Yeah, that
But again,
slip.
Farik to
No, because he has a knee problem. It's getting stuck in the turf again. The call to play on a wet outfield is a massive one every single time.
I have a crazy question as Haris team's in here. In the air, goal! Sean Masood drops it, but it was a difficult take.
I think that wasn't a catch. I think it dropped. No, I think it dropped.
Let's see
it
what
came off
happened.
the surface.
I think it bounced,
नहीं था, आगे था,
but he
आगे था.
stopped a certain boundary.
Yeah,
Sean
yeah,
Masood, brilliant with a bat. Good leg delivery outside off stump, crashed hard by Stokes behind point. It didn't carry. It
What
didn't
a
carry.
fielding effort. Sean
fielding
Masood, body on the line stuff here. Pakistan are fighting with every single
Wow.
body part, every single ounce of strength in there.
Every single purza.
Yeah. Every single digit.
46.
It's on. It is on. It is on. भाई इस वक्त इंग्लैंड पाकिस्तान सबकी SBT हो गई है.
पूरे ग्लोब की हो गई.
ग्लोबल SBT चल रही है इस वक्त.
46 off 33.
Oh, inside.
Still gonna wait a minute on, just a single. Just be the one.
No,
ठीक है, ठीक है.
he hit it so improperly that no one had a chance.
Right, once again, Haris Rauf just
Keeping
conceding
it tight.
4
Keeping
so
it tight.
far,
Yeah.
but we need a wicket. We need a wicket.
Drugs though.
Compound.
So who's gonna bowl next? Wasim?
I think Shaheen can get an over.
उसको ही लाना पड़ेगा.
I think Shaheen को आप लेके आए because if you're gonna drag this out, you need to drag it out enough that Wasim can.
But injury की वजह से
This is the highest win percentage Pakistan have had while
All day.
defending the score. Swing and a miss! Swing and a miss! Swing and a miss. Another dot delivery. Haris Rauf keeps hitting that good length, keeps hitting that pace. Stokes doesn't have an answer. It's another dot delivery. Pakistan are back.
Dharma Sena is just shaking his head once again. He's had at least 7 attempts at this, Ben Stokes. He keeps playing and missing. They don't go for the review. They only have one left, really using it intelligently. Rizwan and the bowlers are putting as much pressure as they can on the umpire, on the batsman.
Ben Stokes is giving me that Yuvraj Singh vibe against the final in Sri Lanka. We play
Wasim Junior vibes aa rahi hain. Let's have a look. I hope it wasn't. It's not. No, good
that's-
call there.
No review, no
Good
review.
call there by the captain. Not to go for it.
8.7. No. 8.7. Sean didn't hear anything.
How can he hear anything?
Rizwan just putting pressure. Last delivery of the over. Let's go.
Keep it a dot ball. Keep it a dot ball. 45 off 4. That's very, very difficult. 5 off, sorry. Cut away this time. Good shot.
That's a good
Finds the
shot.
gap.
Four.
Finds the gap through the offside. Ben Stokes. That's how good he is. He's a world beater. Pass mid off for a boundary. And how desperate was that? How important is that for England?
They needed it desperately. They needed someone to just stand up and get them back into the game. Pakistan were just clawing their way back. That's a massive boundary
It
right
is.
now. That is
It's a momentum
massive
shifter,
boundary.
isn't it?
It is.
We need to dismiss Ben Stokes.
And he hasn't had any bat on ball for a very long time, so that's been the problem for him as well.
No problem. Game.
The ball from Haris was probably slightly wider than he wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Agla Naseem ke Afridi.
नसीम का तो खत्म हो गए
Sorry, Wasim ke Afridi.
यार अब कितने ओवर रहते हैं 5
5.
5 के अंदर से आपके पास सिर्फ एक हारिस रऊफ का है
और दो
दो दोनों के हैं
So Haris will bowl the 20th.
so
not going to get
I think Haris
It's
gets
not going to
to
go that
19.
deep, is it?
No. Has to be between Naseem and Shaheen.
Oh,
and
Shaheen.
Yes, bro.
A roll of the dice for Pakistan.
Too much at the end. I don't know.
No, but Wasim has to get the next over anyway.
भाई गेम खत्म हो जाएगा
Yeah. England are behind on TLS.
This is a massive roll of the dice.
No, he has to go for it.
That's the right call.
And against the left-handers, he's very good.
I'm just saying, Ahmed, if we concede less than 6 in this over and pick up a wicket,
I'm not at the stadium right now, Musad, but I can feel the thumping,
We can't-
the sound, the crowd just getting into it. And if there's any man that can deliver, it's Shaheen Afridi.
it's a metaphor for this campaign for Pakistan. The way they've come back defending this
Moeen Ali
total.
doesn't have it in him right now to face this kind of bowling. He's gone.
He's a big player though, Moeen.
He's gone.
There's 3 fields on the leg side, mid wickets going back, square leg is there, long on is there,
Third
third man
man
is there, deep point is there.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what he's going to do here. Might go short, might go full
Or maybe
outside
pull onto the
offside.
pads. Oh, he pulls out.
Is he pulled out or is the batter?
I think the batter maybe just moved him a little bit. They're moving the field still. Yeah, they're still adjusting. Massive 5 overs right now for Pakistan, for World Cricket, in fact.
It's a World Cup on the line, Ahmed. A World Cup on the line.
The entire face of cricket changes if Pakistan become champion.
Oh, yeah.
Every rhetoric,
Oh,
every
yeah.
conversation goes out the window.
Throw the ICC out the window with the kitchen sink. Here we go. Shaheen Afridi, slow delivery. Brilliant bowling from Afridi, man.
I think his knee.
But he's struggling. Afridi's
Yeah.
struggling with his knee. Come on, Afridi, come on.
That is that
Stick
is
some
a
compound V.
smile of a man that knows he's in a lot of pain right now.
Put some compound V in your knee.
Oh, dude.
Oh, actually,
It wasn't even a slow delivery. It was but it came off the surface.
That's okay. It's a dot ball.
Yeah, but he's barely walking in right now. I don't want to ruin his career for one over.
No, he'll be okay.
He doesn't. And if England are smart and they recognize this, they might even go after him. If I'm in
Well,
their
let's see if
position-
Pakistan persists with bowling him. He's going off. He's going off, Afridi. Unfortunately, not fully recovered for this World Cup, and that leaves room for a new Pakistani hero.
It has to be Iftikhar Ahmed. Or he can
What about some medium pacers from Babar?
from Shan Masood maybe.
Shah Masood, maybe, yeah.
Oh man, but I told you that moment that he took that catch, that was a worrying
I think
moment.
Shaheen deserves a lot of applause.
He does.
For the way he's bowled today and throughout the tournament. I
you
mean,
can't question his heart coming back from a massive injury the way that he did in
Maybe-
such short
maybe-
notice. He could still recover, but I think he knows. I think he knows deep down that it's not the moment for him. And Pakistan will have their chance regardless of this World Cup. He's still
It is
only
it-
23. We will have an entire decade or more of this man. So let's not burn everything right now. Iftikhar Ahmed is good enough against left-handers.
come on, FD, come on,
This is the
Chacha.
moment.
Against Moeen Ali, first ball, just a single. Too long on. There is a long on there. They're going to push. No, it'll just be one. But we need two from him, don't we?
We do need two from him. We do need two from him, and this is going to be a
Shaheen
massive
वापस आ
question.
जाए यार कोई इंजेक्शन
Or do we take a massive risk and go with Nawaz?
match winner.
तू मेरा मैच
Could
विनर
this
है.
be? Could this be the story?
Oh my goodness.
Imagine Nawaz wins it in the final
My
over.
goodness.
What a redemption arc!
Makes room. Big hit. It hasn't connected. Could be taken. That's fine. That's good fielding. That's good fielding by Babar.
Oh, his knee too?
No, don't worry.
मैं वही कह रहा हूँ ये हो क्या रहा है?
So was that a catch or did he
I
make
think
one?
it just dropped short. I think it just
Good
dropped
fielding
short.
from Babar Azam, the captain. Is that long off?
No, it just dropped short. Good fielding to save a bounce.
Yeah, kept his body. Kept.
He could have dove there.
No. Kept his body. Kept-
No, you're kidding. Guys.
थोड़ा सा. Kept his body behind the line. It's going to be just a single. In the air! Miran is not in the circle, so it'll just be another single. If the card, no boundaries yet.
No boundaries yet. They're under pressure. They know that this might be a
Singlon
chance.
का मसला ही नहीं है आप सिंगलें ले लो मैं दे रहा हूँ
कोई मसला नहीं है.
two deliveries he needs to negotiate
ले सिंगले ले प्रेशर आ रहा है उन पे.
bro it's almost hitting 9 and over makes room drives it through the
That's
offside
gonna be a
will
four.
Babar be able to get there he won't it's a boundary a much needed one for England
And he was looking for that Ben Stokes, making room. Wanted to go a bit fuller towards leg stump.
no relax 34 now required off 25 34 required off 25
Yeah. He gave himself the right kind of room there, Ben Stokes. He was looking for that
it's
on
not
the
done
previous.
yet Ahmed it's
It
not
isn't.
done yet
It isn't
makes
at all.
room in the air Babar Azam 6 oh shades of Virat Kohli against Haris Rauf is that the game changer Babar Azam at long off, not the tallest guy, but put in the full vertical leap. And it went over his head for 6. Is that Pakistan's World Cup?
We're still in
Oh,
it.
bloody
but
hell.
If it was going to be a moment that could change everything, that was going to be it. Inches away from Babar Azam's outstretched arms. That could have made it or broke it. For
And it's once again Ben Stokes. What a player.
Yeah. He survived. He survived those testing times against Naseem. He survived those testing times against Haris Rauf. He found his chance. You know, England are also getting that luck. Shaheen Afridi getting that injury going off at that moment. It is.
I don't know how to tell you this, Simon. I think the game's not done yet.
I don't think it is either. That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's still enough in it. The par score was 105. England have just gone. Yeah, they've just gone above that. They were struggling before that over.
But is it even raining?
I think just in case there's something overhead that might require it. Because at this point, if the game does get rained off, it doesn't
England
go into
win.
the next day. Yeah, it is game up. Wasim Jr. with a
Woo!
massive
What
over
a-
here.
what a
And he has
responsibility.
two. He has to bowl both.
What a
He has
responsibility.
to bowl both. He needs to redeem himself for what he couldn't do with the bat.
It's all right, Wasim. Come on, we're all behind you. 28 off 24, and he comes steaming in. Right arm fast. In the air.
No.
Over point, that'll be 4. Nobody there. Another boundary. And that's probably the game now, Emma.
He should have. I think he needs to go around the wicket if he's going to bowl this. He can't. You can't bowl that wide and that length with no deep cover or someone towards long off. He needs to go around the wicket, tighten things up, change that angle because his natural angle also comes back into the left-hander. It's going to keep things tighter. But that might just
Well, let's
be
see who has that kind of clarity, Ahmed, because
the
right
hammer
now
ball.
it might just be curtains for Pakistan. That might be the shot that takes England to their second T20 World Cup. We'll see him this time. Picked away. There's no fine leg. It'll be one bounce over the rope for another boundary. And, well, this is shades of Freedy versus Wade.
Look, we had it. We had a moment. Shaheen Afridi, unfortunately, at that moment, you can't do anything about that, right? That's life.
It is.
It could have been different. We'll go down in those ifs and buts, but it is sometimes a game of ifs and buts.
What a shot from Wayne, though.
Yep, under pressure,
Clutch.
coming good for England when they needed it. He's getting a couple of freebies here from Wasim Jr., capitalizing when it matters. The England fans
20 now
of
required.
all sizes, shapes, and colors are celebrating now.
20 required of 22. It's, well, now it's an easy game. There we go. We'll see him this time. Yorker, and it's going to be driven away to long on. That's all they need. It'll just be a single.
Again, I'm not going to write the team off until the final ball is
I mean,
bowled,
come
but
on.
this is now just asking for
You would
something.
need to literally bowl a maiden.
We would literally need like them to just start hitting their wickets with their bats.
Well,
Stranger things have happened.
I mean, yeah.
Still run a ball.
It's
fine.
Let's see what
Exactly,
happens.
exactly.
Give yourself a chance, Pakistan. 119 for 4. Man, this guy, Ben Stokes, man.
Yeah. But we've talked about this every single time. There are moments for certain players.
Pulled away this time. Ben Stokes. Has he found the gap at square
Yeah,
leg?
yeah, yeah.
I think he had. Oh, no, there's a fielder there, thank God. Mohammad Harris will keep it at just 2. But
There,
one.
there are moments when they just find themselves in the center. Remember, he lost a World Cup for England defending
Oh, he's-
18 runs.
He's recovered from that long ago.
He's about to win them 2.
Yeah.
So, you know that moment.
And an
that's
Ashley
what-
series.
That's what we always talk about. That moment will always arrive for you. If you put in the hard yards, you will find a chance to redeem yourself.
17 now required of 20. Pakistan fans.
Tears welling up in those eyes. Can't blame
Good
them.
Yorker. We have an update on Shaheen Afridi from the PCB. Shaheen Afridi landed awkwardly on his right knee. Medical panel is treating him and will provide any further update in due course.
Okay. I mean,
It's not much of an update,
Not much of a-
but the game is, I think, past Pakistan now. 16 now of 19.
but you can't fault the bowlers for their effort, honestly. They gave it their all. With a very low total, something that was below
it's not-
par.
We lost it with the first innings.
They tried their best. Naseem, Shaheen, Rauf, Shadab.
I still think, I know it's a game that we like to just create scenarios for, but if Afridi doesn't get injured,
I think it's a different ball
it's
game.
a different ball game, isn't it?
think it's a different
At
ball
least
game.
England need to do a lot more. 16 off 19. In comes Wasim Jr. to Moeen Ali. In the air, over the keeper's head. All too familiar for Pakistan on their boundary.
We talked about the luck and the fortune that Pakistan has just not had since the last World Cup. A matter of inches, a few players here or there, a few deliveries here or there, a few fumbles here or there. And it comes down to that, unfortunately, tonight with Shaheen going off at that critical moment. The
It's not
game was
done
still
yet.
in the balance.
Yeah,
It's not done yet, but that was the moment. I think that was the catalyst for them. And
It's okay.
England-
I think Pakistan played really well to win.
They have. Within whatever constraints that were presented to them, they've done their best. But again, we'll go down with those ifs and buts.
World Cup final that was unlikely, and they achieved that through hard work
Yeah.
and good cricket. I don't think it was just luck, Emmett.
We played 4 finals in a row. We talked about this. Every single game before this point was equally as important. Even though it wasn't dubbed a final, it was equally as important. You lose any of those, you don't get to this moment. So we gave ourselves a chance. It's unfortunate that, certain things or certain moments didn't go our way here.
Well, once again,
But
Moeen
I
and
think
Stokes.
It's hold your heads up high kind of moment. It's not one of those where you walk away and you're
Of course.
distraught or disappointed. These guys have done their
But
best.
these guys will certainly be.
They'll be around. They'll be in this conversation time and time again. Every few years, we'll have the same conversation, the same set of faces. They're still very, very young. All of them are starting their careers, and Pakistan potentially have one of the best T20 sides in terms of age going forward.
Yeah.
We might have a decade of these boys coming together and giving ourselves
The
a
one
chance.
thing, Emmett, I say, and I said this about the Indian sides of the last decade, is that you need to make your talented eras count.
Yep.
Pakistan should have had an Asia Cup, a world, maybe even 2 World Cups. They have none.
Nope.
Haris Rauf this time gets another. I mean, he's still.
He's playing it off his crotch
Yeah,
at this point.
he's still bowling
फर्क ही
so
नहीं
well.
पड़ रहा.
He's still
वो
bowling so
बॉक्स से
well.
खेल के भी रन्स बना रहा है, वो बैट से भी बना रहा है, हेलमेट से भी बना रहा है, ओवरथ्रोज भी मिल रही हैं. मतलब क्या चाहिए आपको? और चाहते
11,
क्या हैं?
11 needed off
It's a
17.
cruel game, to be honest.
And we still need an over from Iftikhar, right?
इफ्तिखार की मुझे नहीं लगता बारी आने वाली है. I think we're going to be done by the time we get to that point.
Well, it is 11 off 17 here at the T20 World Cup final. Pakistan have given it their all despite a poor first innings.
Player of the tournament, shout Masad.
It's got to go to Butler.
Butler?
Yeah,
I think Sam Curran might be in contention.
true. I can't remember what his batting contribution was, but his bowling has been. Oh, he's
He hasn't
hit
really
it
needed
straight
to
to
bat
mid off,
too
another
much.
single.
Yeah. They don't need anything more than that. The last 2 overs getting them the boundaries that they needed. Almost 30 runs coming off the 2. Yeah. 13 and 1.
I still think a couple wickets here will be interesting.
Umeed pe duniya kaayam hai.
Gotta back yourself. Give yourself a chance, Pakistan.
We were very similarly poised when we suddenly choked, but yeah.
And I don't want to speculate too much, but it is those 15 runs, isn't it?
It is.
Look
It
at that.
is.
Just add
It
15
is.
to that, still a game.
100%.
Cut away past point. The third man is there. It should be 2 for England, but they'll stick to 1. Wasim is a good arm. Oh, they'll come back for 2. Good running.
Oh, throws.
It'll just be 2.
But you can see they're so smiling. They know that they fell short tonight, but it's not, just taking it away from their ability. They will have the chance. Oh, that could have been
Well, we were
close.
safe, but yeah.
Yeah.
Run out, 3 run outs if they've squandered Pakistan.
कभी कभार आपकी किस्मत नहीं होती, कभी कभार आपका दिन नहीं होता.
8 off 15 required. 8 required
Can
off 15.
I flip people off camera or?
130 for 4. Good delivery. Still, Ahmed. Still. They cannot play him.
They can't. They have no answers.
8 off 13
For
now.
none of them. भाई मैं बता रहा हूँ शाहीन अगर एक टांग पे भी आ रहा होता ना सिर्फ नाम ही काफी है.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We saw that against India.
Yeah.
8 off 8, 8 off 13. Look
My
at that.
bigger concern though, outside this moment for Shaheen Afridi though, is that 2 knee injuries. I hope it's just nothing major.
For sure.
A hyperextension at most, but in a career this young, those kind of injuries can be very, very difficult to deal with.
8 off 14. Harris this time goes short. That's not a wide.
Nope.
That's not a wide. Don't screw with us, bro.
Haris is ready to break his head if he needs to.
8 off 12. You gotta give us a chance then.
किसको दे रहे हो तुम over अगला? बात ये है.
I think.
Cheeky Nawaz over.
No.
Babar Azam.
Give it to Wasim.
Leave it.
Leave it Nawaz at the end. Give him a chance.
आवाज का चांस नहीं आएगा.
Chance नहीं आने वाला.
Bro,
I
this
think.
is a big boundary. If they hit for the 6, if they go for the 6, they might be caught on the boundary. It's a really big ground.
Yeah, but
Not a
you
lot of
have-
6s have been hit tonight.
You
I
have
think
to
1 or
bowl
2.
to those areas. You need to give yourself that chance, and I don't
8
think.
off 13. Good delivery again. Just a single.
I'll say they can just do that. They,
It's okay. 7 off 12. Still on.
You can pad away deliveries, and Ben Stokes is telling Haris Rauf, "You've brought the heat tonight."
It's so weird, but I actually still feel that Pakistan have been the better side. But it's that 3
I don't
overs.
think I can say that. I think England have deserved what they've received. Again, उनको वो एक छोटी सी opening चाहिए थी. They were behind in the game. They let the Pakistanis come back. When they had that opening, they capitalized, and that's the difference right now.
Well, CrickViz is giving us a 0.4% chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
There is. There certainly is. A couple of wickets in the next over.
Made it happen.
I'm telling you, give me 5 to defend him.
You?
Give me 5 to defend.
You?
Give Nawaz 5 to defend.
यार बाबर आजम को 5 दे दो तुम.
Took over the main list.
Give Nawaz 5 to defend in the final over, Ahmed. Believe in something.
3 in the next, 2 in the next.
2 in the next.
Oh man. Imagine if that happens.
It's cricket. It's Pakistan cricket. You gotta believe.
See, हमारी क्रिकेट के जो highs and lows हैं,
It's wild.
the disparity between those, अगर उनकी कोई averages निकाले ना,
We'll just check heart rates.
Oh!
Big appeal.
Inside edge,
Inside
inside
edge.
edge.
Run out chance. It's just a single. So that's 1.
yeah.
Now the rest.
अगली 5 पे 1.
Yeah. Good delivery from Wasim again.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It all comes down to that iftikhar over, doesn't it?
And his last over, I think he still had a chance. At that point, it was 24 off 24, but we're asking too much.
No, it was more than
Yeah,
that.
पिछला जो World Cup semi-final था, उसमें exact same moment था where you had that similar situation. Shaheen was coming in to redeem himself from that moment, by the way. That's where the game turned with Matthew Wade
Well,
as well.
I'm telling you, I'm at a dot ball here, wicket here. Come on, Pakistan. Wasim Jr. steaming in. Bowling! 6 off 11. I told you.
Hat-trick?
I'm telling you, I'm
Hat-trick?
crazy
Yeah,
things.
1 of 3.
Livingston right-hander, he can get those Yorkers.
Look, you said 92. Wasim's got 1. He's got to get the second.
There's a Wasim in 92 as well.
Who's going to be Alan Lamb? Who's going to be the second wicket?
Oh man, this was Alan Lamb.
Oh, was the first wicket?
Yeah.
Okay, who's the second?
Chris Lewis.
Chris Lewis.
with the in-swinger.
Around कराया ना इसको.
And this is it. And like, there's so much respect
यार
and
तो
love for
मुझे
this
बताओ
side.
पिछले ओवर में क्यों नहीं इसने ये करवाई bowling क्यों ये length bowling दे रहा था उस वक्त
क्या है बच्चा है यार अब क्या कर सकते
I know again I can't blame him for anything I'm just ruining those
Just didn't have
those
enough
missed
runs, to be
chances.
honest.
Again 15 runs here
Yeah, that's a game in hand.
again ifs and buts
I would say even if Shaheen doesn't get injured, we had a proper chance.
oh yeah I think Pakistan would have taken the game if Shaheen was still there
Yeah, Gail's saying I feel heartbroken for the boys and Shaheen. I think that's... Well, by the way, we've doubled our win percentage. Went from 0.45 to 0.91.
hey numbers are numbers we can round that up to 1
Let's give it
we
that.
went from 0 to 1
We get there.
100% jump.
Well, Liam
Yeah.
Livingstone, Junior saying, get him out.
I can't tell you what he's saying but the sentiment I think we all echo
I'm telling you, just give me one run in the next 4. I'm telling you, you got to back
मैं
Nawaz.
तुम्हें personally जो है teleport करूँगा वहाँ तुम आखिरी over करवाना
You just got to give Nawaz a chance.
bro वट्टे पे नहीं मिलते
Right, 6 required off 10.
Might
Here we
steal
go.
one shot
Good Yorker, but he missed it. Goes so long on, just a
all right
single.
so
Okay,
next,
now
next what
the next 3 need to be dot deliveries.
okay
That, or wickets. That's producer Fraz saying.
we'll take 3 wickets
I'm telling you, one genuine edge straight into into Rizwan's hand.
मैं तो कह रहा हूँ length कराई ना Yorker ही डाले उस पे out करने
5
की
off 9, you
कोशिश
still got to get them.
करे. yeah of course we had to get 3 off 3 anything can happen
It's been that kind of World Cup. Anyways, here we go. Wasim Junior, full toss.
that is
Through the offside.
He might have called game.
And
He's
it
called
might be
game.
4. Has he stopped it? No, he hasn't. That's the game. That's the World Cup final.
1 run to go they can't lose this now
Yeah,
can you believe it
that is Ben Stokes'
his
first.
first ever T20 International 50 in a World Cup final do people get bigger than this man as athletes
It's quite something, isn't he?
he doesn't even have like blood in his veins just ice there's nothing else that can explain this 51 off 47 5 fours 1 6 carrying England to their second T20I World Cup title
Well, it's
is either Shahid Afridi
It's not Pakistan's fault. They've done whatever they could. At least the bowling.
yeah we
England-
fell short with the bat we had the chance we had the moment
Yeah.
but unfortunately
England just to run away. Fielders are all coming into the circle, of course,
yep.
except the third man and final leg. Try to stop the 1. I think Ben will go inside out over. No, swing and a miss. Come on. 1 off 7.
I just want this to happen for Massad's sake, like nothing else.
I just wanted to go to the last over.
Just for the
That's
hell
all
of
I'm
it.
asking of it. And then give it to the Waz. It's like your fault. Let's see.
But it has been a good campaign for England. Can't take anything away
No,
from
no,
them.
they've been the best team today as well, and over
Yeah.
the tournament they've been
The
absolutely
way that they
magnificent.
dominated that last semi-final, getting into the final, the momentum, the mindset, the captaincy, the use of the bowlers. You know, dropping someone like Mark Wood in a final is a massive call.
Final ball of the 19th over, and he finds the gap to the leg side. England win the T20 World Cup 2022, their second World Cup title against Pakistan in the final. And to be honest, they deserve it. They've been the better team today. They've been the best team at the World Cup. If Pakistan had won tonight, we would have said the same about them. Well, they're getting closer, the men in green.
They are inching closer every
Semi-final
year.
last year, final this year, maybe in 2024. We see them go all the way.
Bro, next decade, at least 2.
Congratulations to England. Congratulations to Ben Stokes. What a cricketer, what a man. Every time his country needs him, he shows up clutch.
First men's side to hold both the T20 and 50 over World Cups.
They said that if England win today, it could start a new white ball dynasty. They're at the doorstep of that. But let's not take anything away from Babar Azam's men. What has been an absolutely marvelous campaign from them. Don't forget that because of 2 deliveries, just 2 small deliveries, they lost against India and then Zimbabwe. Everybody was writing them off after that. And then, like Emmett said, they played 4 to 5 finals after that. They beat Netherlands. They beat South Africa at a canter. They beat Bangladesh after the opportunity was presented to them. And then they made such light work of New Zealand, who actually came top of their group.
Yeah.
This is a very, very good Pakistan side. We can discuss the tactical changes, the mistakes, but absolutely no doubt over their skill, ability, spirit, intentions,
Yeah.
locker room spirit, everything.
Everything. And
One of the best sides I've ever seen to play for Pakistan.
Yeah, the unity, the faith, everything, even the discipline to win 4 out of 5 games. I'm sorry, but that was required. Pakistan needed to really, really deliver when the moment arrived. And I said this last year, Musad, and I feel like I'm going to be a broken record when I say this. Going into the final, that feeling of support, that feeling of unity, and that feeling of togetherness that we were all bringing needs to continue. I know there's going to be a lot of people hurt, a lot of questions about who should have gone where,
Yeah.
which bowling changes, which captain, which intent, which match, which ball, whatever. It doesn't matter. For me, in the immediate aftermath of all of this, you still need to support your men. You still need to support your team. And again, we will have our opportunities. It's not going to go without our best ever team getting their chance.
It's the toughest form of character building, but it certainly is exactly that. And Pakistan are, well, just one step closer to finally winning a World Cup. It didn't happen today. It might happen in 2024. Congratulations to England and congratulations to Babar Azam and his men. All of them, for Shadab Khan, Haris Rauf, Shaheen Afridi, Wasim Jr., Muhammad Haris, anybody, Iftikhar Ahmed, everybody that put in the work. Shan Masood,
everyone.
Everybody that really put in the work and brought Pakistan, gave Pakistan a chance. That's all we asked for.
Yep.
We were just a little short in the first innings today, and we were outplayed by a better team.
Absolutely.
India 2023 next. It could be the greatest story of all time if we take that World Cup, Emmett. In their backyard.
We're
We'll be
taking
here
it.
for it.
We're
We're
taking
going
it.
absolutely nowhere.
We're taking
This
it.
team is just too good to back away from. It is one of the best, if not the best, T20 squad Pakistan have ever had.
Yep. Hold your heads up high.
Yeah, congratulations to everyone for being a Pakistan fan and joining us and throughout the campaign, supporting our commentary and our content and all of that. We're going to take a little bit of a break, a breather, and come back as soon as Pakistan Cricket are back. So take care and goodbye.